All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Rajj Royale podcast cast. Say hello. Everybody, you're on camera. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking time out of your very busy days to join us on the Rajj Royale podcast during a very, very scary time all around the world. The coronavirus, as you know, the pandemic coronavirus it's crazy right now. But so hopefully we can use this as an opportunity to disconnect from, well, that's stupid. We're going to talk about it like half the show. So, but anyway, hopefully this provides some good entertainment. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're gonna go over the rules real briefly, and then we're gonna go one by one and introduce all the cast members that are on today's show. Let's go very quickly over the rules, and then we will go with introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rajj Royale podcast. As you can see above the heads of the contestants, there is a timer that is ticking down as we speak. That's right. Once that timer strikes 0, there will be a poll that will be distributed into the Twitch chat this is where you come in, chat. You will need to vote for who to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Repeat with me. Keep, not kick. Cass, say it with me. Keep, not kick. That's right. Once you do that, the person with the most amount of votes will choose between the two lowest amount of voted people, and that person that they choose will be eliminated from the Rajj Royale podcast. We will get down to 2 people at the end, in which you will vote for who to keep, not kick. That person, the person with the most amount of votes at that moment in time, will win the Rajj Royale podcast and walk away with a package.
$1 million.
Well, we used to do that, but now it's just a package of toilet paper.
Equivalent.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Everybody gets a package of toilet paper. The winner will get a package of toilet paper. Thank you very much. Thank you again for joining me. Let's start off with introductions one by one, starting in the top left-hand corner. Here because he lost a bet. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Destiny. Thank you so much. Destiny, welcome aboard. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Why am I here again? Didn't I was going to do something, and I said I'd fucking come here if you did some shit.
Yeah, so basically we were in Boston, and Destiny says, hey, if you call the Uber to the airport, I will come on the Rajj Royale podcast.
Why would I do that for a $20 fucking Uber?
I have no idea why you did that, but it was, being the capitalist that I am, I took advantage of you in the moment, and I said, absolutely, that's a great deal.
Uber. Raj calls an Uber XL, and this car can only fit 3 people in the back seat.
Okay, it was a scam. I
had to ride up front. What the fuck? That was a ripoff.
It was an absolute. Well, we called an Uber XL, and it didn't actually have an extra row of seating. I don't know why. It was. I got scammed. I never did get my money back on that. By the way, I reported it. But I don't know if I ever got my money back. But anyway, great deal nonetheless. Destiny, welcome to the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm mad as fuck today. So.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome aboard. Thank you so much.
Why do you feel that way, Destiny?
Well, you'll find out soon if you say some real dumb shit. So
What up, Steve? Nice to meet you, man. I'm a
hate you, Bob. You're the first, Bob 7. You're the first one going down today. Okay, all of my.
I think you're gonna have a hard time voting off.
On you, okay? I'm gonna fucking. I hope I get first, and you're in the bottom 2 at the first round. Raj, if you even ask me who to kick off, I'm just gonna fucking.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done that in the history of the Rajj show. I would never guide anybody's question.
Just a little bit of a spoiler alert. When it comes down to me and Destiny, 1v1. It's not going to be close, Destiny. So watch out, buddy.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Moving on to the right of Destiny. Wes, by the way. Wes, go ahead and introduce yourself to the show. Thank you so much for joining us out of your very, very busy schedule.
You're welcome. Hey, I'm Wes, professional comedian, known grifter. Happy to be back. It's good to have the show back on, Raj. It's been too long now.
Yes. Thank you so much, Wes, for joining us. To the right of Wes, by the way, Miss Pokimane. Pokimane, go ahead and introduce yourself to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Pokey.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye, I'm Pokey. Hi, I'm Pokey. Bye, I'm Pokey. Thank you. To the right of Pokimane, ladies and gentlemen, from Sweden, Mr. Nymn. Nymn, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hey everyone, what's up? Hope you're all staying safe and washing your hands in these corona-infested times. Also, thank you for putting me next to Pokimane, Raj.
You're welcome. No problem, Nymn. I will keep you next to her the entire show, and I will also keep her as far away from Bob as possible. Okay, right below Mr. Destiny on the far left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Clint, who is joining us from his end of the world bunker of sorts, I believe. Clint, go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's just a green room, dude. I'm not that privileged. I'm gonna be honest with you, Reg. I'm not doing the greatest today, but I am thankful to be here because I see you got a lot of fucking economy rapers on here today, and also a known globalist in Destiny. And I'm glad he's pissed. I'm sure he's gonna kick me off and silence me in half an hour. That's fine. I fucking suck. I get it. But while I'm here, I want to tell the truth. And the deadliest virus, Reg, is an idea. So me and Jesus Christ, I am possessed by the Holy Spirit, are going to sort this whole thing out along with LCTR fan. I'm sure he's got some good input today. Fuck you, Destiny. Vote me off first, dude. I don't even care.
Thank you very much, Clint. Representing, never mind. To the right of Clint, ladies and gentlemen, joining us with his Trump 2020 sign that has fallen down. I don't know why. Maybe it's some sort of metaphor for his administration falling apart at the seams. Lecture fan, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Thank you so much, Raj. I'm one of the few conservative Twitch streamers out there. I think we're engaged in one of the biggest mass panics and mass hysterias that the world has ever seen, and Trump is doing a great job handling this thing. Let's debate.
Thank you very much, Lecture Fan. Appreciate it. To the right of Lecture Fan, guiding us through this crisis from an economic perspective and more specifically a stock markets perspective, Mr. Stock Guy. Go ahead and introduce yourself. First time on the Rajj Show.
Yeah, I'm the Stock Guy. Basically, I just do money and shit posting on my channel, and just in case the SEC is watching, everything is an opinion, not advice. So that's all I got.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stock Guy. Thank you for that clarification. To the right of Stock Guy, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the first time ever on the Rajj Royale podcast, Miss Frista. Frista, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Frista. I stream a little bit of everything, but mostly World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Frista. To the bottom left-hand corner, ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from the United States of America, your newest Twitch partner, reigning from the 0161 Manchester, United Kingdom. Give it up for Mr. Sliker!
Thank you, Raj. Thank you for the amazing introduction. I mean, I completely understand on how to feel like this, because obviously, when a celebrity appears on the stream, everyone has to scream. You know what? I have to say this. It's been a while since I've been on the stream, and it feels shit to be back on.
Oh, thank you very much, Sliker. I appreciate it. Sliker was bullied by his audience into coming on the show, so thank you so much, Sliker, for taking time out of your very busy schedule. Roots. Yes. He had to go back to his roots. The reason he got such an incredible intro, by the way, is because Sliker hates that, so I decided that I would...
Yes!
He hates that. He hates that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to the right of Sliker, ladies and gentlemen, his first time in a long time coming on the show, from Austin, Texas, Mr. Reckful! Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, Byron.
I see it in a different order.
Oh, you do? Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I want to be next to Nymn.
You want to be next to Nymn? All right, hold on. Let's rearrange that. Okay, let me put you. It's hard to put you guys up. Let me. All right. I'm gonna put
Pokimane next to me.
I can put no, Bob. I'm gonna leave you over here. Okay. All right. There we go. Now we figured it out. Go ahead, Reckful, and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Byron.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Byron. We're very very excited.
I didn't have anything else to say, so thanks.
It's okay. It's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, to the right of where Reckful was, Mr. Bob Seven. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bob. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bob Seven. I'm very confident that I have the best opinions here. I will not only win the show, but I also will win Pokimane's heart.
What?
And I'm asking the chat to not only vote for me, but also I want you guys to keep my queen around for as long as possible so I have more time to win her over. And my plan is for this to be the first ever dual Rajj Royale winner in sort of like a Hunger Games-like finale. So, to the rest of the cast, may the odds ever be in your favor. Oh, I should, Pokimane, are you okay with that? Is that all good?
Yeah, it's okay. Oh. Thank you for your service, Bob Seven.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Okay, to the right of Bob Seven, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, Mr. Will Neff.
Hey,
Will
what's up, y'all?
Neff.
I'm Will. Good to be here. Kind of a rough day, but let's have some good times.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it is appropriate, real quick, that we do just mention this. a dear friend of ours passed away yesterday. Fish passed away. He's a good friend of mine. Hassan, as you know, his dog passed away yesterday, and it is incredibly sad. We love Fish, and we love Hassan. So just give some hearts in the chat to show your support towards him through this difficult
I thought it was
time.
an actual fish.
No, it wasn't like an actual fish. No,
it's a dog.
It's a dog named Fish. So it's a tough time for him. So please make sure that you show your support for Hassan during this time. We love you, Hassan. We love Fish. No, come on, Bob. That's not the time for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your cast of the Rajj Royale podcast for March 21st, 2020. Let's see, where's my song? And we will jump right in to a topic. Everybody say hello. This is your cast. March 21st, 2020. Say hello.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it. There's a lot of things in the news cycle right now, and we're going to jump right into the coronavirus-related issue. And I'm not really sure even exactly how to start this conversation off because I feel like there's so much depth to it. I've written several different questions for the topic, but I'm not sure exactly which one to start with. So we're going to start with a more broad question today, and that talks about how the United States has handled the coronavirus response and how this compares to the rest of the world. You take this question with a grain of salt. I want to see where you guys take it, and I'll be asking follow-up questions around it. Whoever wants to start us off, I'm sure that'll lead us and give us indication of where this conversation is going to go. Who wants to start?
Well, clearly Trump closing the border to China early on before any other country did it has paid dividends, and you can see that in the numbers.
You can't.
So
you
so
can't.
clearly that
You
was a smart
absolutely
decision.
can't. That was a dumb point. Why are we even talking about the United States right now? Why aren't we talking about China? They're the ones that fucked this whole thing up, allegedly fucked it up. They're not known for fucking up. So it just makes me wonder, was this a man-made virus? I don't know,
Stay on topic.
That's the topic right
Pokey,
there.
or excuse me, Clint. I'm gonna have to second to Queen Pokey here. That we should.
How is this not on topic?
Stay on topic unless it's drama and entertaining.
Okay. So
Okay?
the United States sucked at
Those are
containing
the
it,
rules.
but China sucked worse.
Well, I want to stay more towards what lecture fans point to the handling of the virus to start. Maybe we can go into things a little bit later here, Clint. Let's go. Destiny, you had a response to that. No, you can't. Lecture fan to your claim. Destiny, you want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
I mean, like a month ago, Trump was saying it was literally a hoax. On January 30th, Trump's. Wait, which part of that was
absolutely
false?
not? What Trump was specific. I can't believe you guys are still lying about Trump calling it a hoax. He never did that. What he specifically referred to as a hoax is the media saying that this is the Trump virus and that Trump screwed up and that Trump is messing up the response and all of this stuff. That's what the hoax was. And if you actually listen to Trump, you would know that. He never called the virus a hoax. Trump has been taking this just as seriously as everybody else has. In fact, I think Trump is probably buying into the panic too much.
Total bullshit.
Wait.
The United States actually ran. So the United States actually ran a full-scale trial on what would happen if a pandemic happened in the United States, and the findings were literally everything that we see happening now. Schools had no ideas on when they should be closed. Local authorities had no idea what type of coordination they had with federal authorities. Hospitals and state departments had no idea how many resources they had to produce masks, what they should respond with, how they should quarantine people. The State Department, the TSA had no idea how to deal with traveling people who should they screen. All of this, everything I'm talking about, if that was confusing what I just said, that isn't about the virus now. This was a trial that we literally ran a year ago called Project Contagion. Trump knew every single one of these problems existed and did fuck all to address it.
No, I didn't. I never read it.
Let's go to Will real quick.
Because
I don't know how much more you can downplay a pandemic than by saying 35,000 people die of the flu each year on average. So basically he was saying don't worry about this. It's even less than a flu, right? You'll admit that. That was his original stance, right?
On January 24th, he tweeted out, "It will all
No.
work out well." On the 28th, he retweeted some bullshit.
That was on February 28th that he said 35,000 people died of the flu every year. You know that, right?
He retweets out conspiracy articles talking about vaccines being created, which aren't true. In January, he was saying that we have it completely under control. There's only 5 people at the moment, and they're all recovering. Like, he's repeatedly downplayed this, and now he's trying to rewrite history in an era where we can look at every single thing he said on the internet when his response has been absolutely abysmal. The United States and the CDC are the laughingstock of the world right now with how woefully unprepared we are with this virus.
Okay, first of all,
another
Donald
classic
Trump-
Destiny dunk.
Donald Trump inherited a complete joke of a system from the Obama administration and every
Why
other
didn't he
previous
fix it then?
administration. If you can actually think that the CDC and all of the rules and regulations that Trump has been waiving, all of the government red tape that's hampered our response that Trump has had to waive, that's been the big. We were waiting on the FDA to approve testing, which is like not Trump's fault. That's rules and regulations that Obama put in that Trump has had to waive under emergency powers to even get anything done. If you want to say that, yeah, the government bureaucracy, the CDC, the FDA have sort of not been on top of this like other states because of all the red tape and government regulations, sure, that's not Trump's fault. Trump has been waiving all of that stuff.
These regulations existed day one when Trump came into office. In his most recent budget proposal, he wanted to slash the CDC funding by $700 million.
Yeah, but that never happened.
No, this is rich because Trump himself constantly markets himself as a business owner. And anybody that's ever worked in a fucking business owner knows that you can't step in as a fucking CEO or as a manager and try to blame all of the problems on the prior administration. If you want to run as a business owner because you've got the know-how to do it, then it's your fucking job on day one to take care of that shit. We've known that the United States is woefully underprepared and unequipped to deal with a pandemic of this size. And you can't say once it hits years after you've been in office, you can't go and cry that the bureaucracy is in the way. You are the bureaucracy. You're the president. You're the literal fucking head of it. If there's a problem with the bureaucracy, then it's your fucking fault. Fix it.
Yeah, 100%.
You're acting like we're in the same situation as Italy. We're not. You're
No,
freaking out.
Hold on, wait.
Huge glut.
Hey guys, I want to give.
Track
Quit
to be
panicking, Destiny.
identical
I'm
to
not
the situation that's in Italy.
Hold on. Pokimane. I want to get more people.
Lecture fan.
1 second.
You
Will,
really don't
Will,
think
1
we're-
second. I want to get an opportunity to get people that haven't spoken yet. Pokimane, and then we can go to Will. Will, go ahead, Pokey, please.
Oh no, I was just responding to the point where he said you're acting as though we're in the same position as Italy is, but there have been studies that show that we're on track to be
exactly
the same as.
Oh,
the
yeah,
situation
exactly.
that they're in.
God,
So we're not. Though. You're admitting that we're
52
not.
officers in the NYPD tested positive for COVID-19. We have no idea how many people are infected right now. And I wonder if you're going to play the same game in 2 weeks. If the cases get to like the hundreds of thousands of the millions, we're like, oh, well, I said it was a huge problem a week ago, just like Daddy Trump's tried to.
Bro,
Look,
you want to know why?
if you
Hey,
actually look-
lecture fan, listen. You want to know why so many rich Americans have COVID? Because they're the only ones that can get the fucking test, dude. We all have fucking COVID in California right now. It's locked the fuck down. It's a fucking ghost town.
Right,
What do you mean it's not like it?
bureaucracy? Blame the
Yeah,
bureaucracy.
fucking yo, dude.
is the
Listen,
bureaucracy.
man.
He's
My dad's 90 years old. He's a fucking conservative like you. He's so fucking brainwashed that he thinks this is fake. I have to beg him to stay inside so that he won't fucking die, man. Because people like you are
Okay,
totally
your dad is
fucking
an idiot. That's
zombie.
not my problem.
Oh fuck you!
Can
man.
I speak a little bit?
I'll come slap the fucking beard off your face.
Hey, come on, Will. Let's keep it. Let's keep it a little. Come on, let's.
That's a violent. That's against TOS.
Let's keep it.
That right there is against TOS.
What he meant was in a video game. A lot of bearded characters.
That's bannable TOS violence.
Well,
threatening
let's.
there.
Why does coronavirus want to get everyone fucking banned?
Dude, because this motherfucker was like, yo, your dad's an idiot. I hope he gets fucking
You're the one
corona,
that
dude.
said that. You're the one that said that.
Hey, guys,
This is such a stupid point anyway, because when you're saying that Trump's handled it accordingly, 4 weeks ago, when all of the fucking senators were shorting stocks and selling everything off,
Dude,
Trump had the same
thing.
info, and he was saying, what was he saying? It's a miracle. It
Here's-
died with the warm
look,
weather.
look,
By the way,
here's
it's
the-
proven at all.
Can I speak from experience? Because like I've been outside. You know, I don't know how many people have gone outside, but it's bad out there. Like if I cough, people are freaking out. Like my question is coughing the new N-word? Like people.
Bob.
That's Theo
Bob.
Vaughn's. Theo
Bob,
Vaughn's
that's
line,
not.
but
That has
yes,
nothing to do
yes,
with
it
what we're
is.
talking about, Bob.
Listen,
Bob. Let me hold on.
Because I have a little.
Hold on.
Only do it in private. Okay?
Let's refocus the conversation
I
here.
think
He
the
makes a
really
good point, Raj.
1 second. Whose point were we
Bob
talking?
does, man, in Indiana.
I know.
man.
I know.
Like
Hold on.
said,
Just give us a
was
second,
just
okay?
a-
Just
I mean,
give us a
this
second. All right.
topic-
Hold on. Wes, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say this topic gets really emotional because everyone brings up like their elderly parents, and I mean I understand that, but I think we need to look at it unbiasedly because if you connect emotion to it, then you're never gonna have like a real conversation about it. For example, Will, like I know you're really smart and you like probably have a lot of great input, but the second you start thinking about your dad and that gets involved in it, then you're gonna shut down completely. You know what I mean? Because I have grandparents that I don't want to.
All right, let me talk about this. Let me talk about this calmly. Obviously, I was triggered because my man said some shit he shouldn't know about my father, but. Listen, I'm just trying to give you a personal appeal. If you really don't think that Corona was handled poorly in the United States, like,
yeah, but do you really think personal appeals to emotion have anything to do with the way the bureaucracy is handling the response to coronavirus?
Well, exactly. And why do you think Trump's approval ratings are through the roof right now? We just have recent polling coming out just today that shows...
One second, Clint. Let Lecture Fan finish. It's 1v9 right now. Go ahead.
Literally, 56% of Americans approve of Trump's coronavirus response. And the fact that you guys are turning this into a partisan political issue when the country should be coming together and working together is disgusting. Trump has been doing everything he can. Trump has been listening to every single expert he can.
What do you mean? Let's stop. Let's finish. Let him finish first. Let him finish first.
Everything else has been doing. Trump has some of the best people, including Dr. Fauci, totally backing up every single move he's made, every recommendation he's taken. He's actually gone above and beyond. Dr. Fauci even said, yes, we are viewed as overreacting. That's what you want to be doing.
That's not true. Dr. Fauci literally
partisan political issue.
Dr. Fauci literally expressed problems that the office that Trump eliminated to help us deal with these types of pandemics was gone. She literally said that in testimony to Congress. So you're flat out lying.
I just have a question, and this is without emotion. They're predicting 1 million deaths in California alone right now. Do you think that is an adequate?
Wait. Who was predicting?
Hold on, no.
99.5%
Yes, he did.
of people that get this.
Hold on. Can we get a fact check on that, please?
Yes.
I do
because when the governor came out and said that
let Will finish, please.
Finish the statement. You're fact checking me. When the governor came out and said that we're on lockdown like Italy, he said that 56% of California is probably going to get COVID at one point. If you
Which is a lie.
But that doesn't
purposely
mean that
stoking
they're gonna
panic,
die.
dude. Quit trying to stoke panic for political reasons.
I didn't say
All right, one at a time.
The
Pokey, go ahead.
circumstance that there is no social distancing, as in perhaps that's a worst case scenario number. I think it's really good to put perhaps a bit of context into all these numbers.
Okay,
is it a worst case? Is it a realistic? Is it comparative to any other country?
So I want to come in here real quick. Basically,
Gavin Newsom went on and gave his address. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California,
Democrat.
Who's making it partisan now?
What the fuck does that matter right now? What does that matter right now, dude?
Because it's all the Democrats, dude.
Rashida, you literally just
one at a time.
Rashida, just listen to me real quick. I want you to answer this question. When you say that Donald Trump handled this appropriately, answer to me why the majority, other than Feinstein, of the senators that shorted their stocks, sold everything out, and made like $2 million plus each 4 weeks ago when Trump was saying it's a miracle, it's going to die with the warm weather, which wasn't scientifically proven. Explain to me how Trump's doing a good job. It's still possible. Look at the countries that it's inhibiting. Look at the countries it's infecting. They're close to the equator. How hot does it have to be? 170 degrees? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You guys are trying to stoke panic when every other country has been able to...
No, we're not stoking panic, dude.
Look at how this is going on around the world.
Okay, so hold on.
I have a question.
That brings up an interesting question here. Because I want to bring in other people in the conversation here. We're talking strictly about the United States. We have people representing different countries in the world around here. Nymn is from Sweden. Firsta, I think you are from Sweden as well, right? Yeah, so two Swedes here. We can also broaden the discussion, talking about how it's been handled in other countries versus the United States. As feel free to bring that into the conversation as well. And Nymn, feel free. Firsta, Nymn, feel free to talk on this from a Swedish perspective as well.
Well, everyone's focusing a lot on Trump right now. I find it more interesting to see just talk about the actual actions taken and see, There's a lot of pointing fingers. I think you Americans tend to do that. So here in Sweden, for example, our parties are actually, so we have two different, we have the big right side and the big left side. and the left is the government right now, and the right side has basically agreed to not really critique them right now, and they're trying to stand united and just support whatever they're trying to push through. There's going to be a time to be pointing fingers and jumping after the politicians, and that's going to be afterwards. Right now, I think people should focus on
the main reason that it's
what we're doing.
Let him
what
finish,
are we supposed
please.
to do? Not whose fault is it?
The main reason that's happening so much in America right now is because we're on the verge of another election. That's why it's becoming so fucking political.
No, it was already.
Many countries are though.
We were already completely split down the middle before this. This is just something new. That it was just.
Well, I mean, it's being used politically 100%. It's turned into.
Do you guys hold on? Let me readjust the question here. Do you guys think that the incentive in the United States to criticize the president is a political incentive? Do you guys believe that?
It can be political, but just because something is political doesn't make it bad. Like, if I have a kid that's dying in a fucking ICU and I want there to be more ventilators provided to hospitals, that's political. But just because something is political doesn't mean it's irrelevant. We throw this word around political a lot like it's meaningless.
Sure,
but like political issues are things like foreign policy or gun control or the border security or whether or not we deport
kids.
That's
literally what we were talking about.
No,
policies and Trump's response.
I don't
trying to make this argument that just because something is political, it's like not good. We shouldn't make it political. That absolutely should be political. If there's a partisan stance on how we deal with pandemics, then we should take a political approach to it.
Stock guy, I want you to respond.
Taking it seriously.
No, but right now the worst thing we could do right now is use politics and use different policies on a political standpoint. I mean, this is the worst thing you could do right now. Everyone has to come together. I am not even just talking about from a medical standpoint, from a testing standpoint. Do you understand how many people are about to lose their fucking jobs? Do you understand that 20% of Americans work in hospitality? That sector is gone. Now we're talking unemployment. We're talking numbers. We're talking people that are already broke and the wealth gap about to go up. Forget alone the amount of money the Federal Reserve is putting in that's going to cause runaway inflation, and we're about to go into a recession that could, if this isn't over in 6 months, last for years. No. Let's all sit and say it's Trump's fault, it's Obama's fault. No, that's the last thing we need to do. The first thing we need to do now is put our fucking politics aside and start pulling people up, start helping people, not just on the medical side, not just on the sickness side, but the amount of people that are about to lose everything.
That's
now, is there politics?
That's true. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that, but also I'm so tired of hearing this like American politics thing. Like, this is the Chinese government. You need to hold them accountable for this shit.
What the fuck?
The only reason I started talking about
you guys are blaming Trump for his response in America, right? Okay, there's like 6 studies out right now.
No, Clint, the problem is that the United States has the ability to deal with China fucking its shit up. China fucking up isn't an excuse for us to be negligent with our own dealing with pandemics.
I understand that, Destiny, but where did it start and who fucked it up first? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but I don't understand that.
Focused on what started it, not how to fix it. That's what you're saying.
Let's just blame America for fucking everything.
Well, no, but hold on.
We need to respond political in the stance that
it took like 3 takes to go back to just pointing fingers.
There's places that I think are handling correctly where they're making people stay inside. Like, why are we not making people stay inside?
So let's pivot a little bit. Hold on. So let's pivot a little bit. What do you guys take on the social distancing measures that the United States and other countries around the world have put into place?
They haven't done enough. People are going.
So let's start with Wes. Let's start with Wes. Wes, you believe that they haven't done enough?
They haven't done enough. They absolutely haven't done enough. I think people should be mandated to stay inside, excluding emergency measures, 100%.
Unbelievable.
Okay, all right.
So the whole fucking reason that this disease is going to become like an unhandleable pandemic to the max because so many people discredit it and still go outside and do like leisurely shit, go to the fucking beach for spring break, shit that's going to make this spread like exponentially. People aren't taking it seriously enough because
what were we doing last weekend, Wes? What were we doing last weekend, Wes? We were at a party with a bunch of Corona beers.
I find
all right.
Wes.
All right.
That was
now this
when I
weekend
realized
everybody
that
has to
we're
take it
fucking up.
serious. Doesn't make sense, dude.
We're not treating it accountantly, or we're not treating it how we should.
You're also forgetting the fact that it's much more difficult to do something like that in America. You can't, without martial law, you can't just tell people, go in your house and stay there. You have a very
we've absolutely done that. What do you mean? They're doing that right now in places like California or Ohio, like all non-essential jobs. And the idea, what you're talking about right now in terms of how difficult this is to do, the United States knew about this because we've already ran a massive trial on this, and we found that everything you're saying is 100% true. What's considered an essential job? How can we work from home? What equipment do we need to do it? Our inability to address any of these problems has been known for over a year. and
What
we
are you
didn't do
talking
anything
about? You
It's
just
been
said we're
known
doing
since
it, and then you're saying our
2010
inability to do
H1N1,
it.
dude.
I said
what I
that
found-
we're
hold on.
trying to do it
I
right
think
now,
you
but
got
it's
a different
really like rushed.
No.
We don't know. Like schools don't know if they should be closed or open. Like people don't know if
No,
they should be
they're
going to
all
work or not. Like,
closed, dude. They're all closed.
They're
Come
not
on.
all
wait,
closed.
no.
They're not
What I
Talking
find
about- No. Hold on. You're just wrong, right? If you know anybody that works with schools, or if you literally can Google right now, school confusion closures. Like I have a son. I get emails every fucking day from their schools. I'm like, whoa, we have no fucking idea what we're supposed to do. We'll keep you guys updated. We didn't know that he was going to be out of school. We didn't know he was going to be out of school until literally like one fucking day before that school was closed for a week. I know that because I don't you have a kid? Do you not? I don't know if you do or not.
I don't know.
Okay, no. Okay, well maybe if anybody else here has a kid and gets emails from the fucking school, like every fucking school was super fucking confused on when they were going to be closed or what was going to be happening or how the rollout was going to go. Our school's not prepared to do long distance learning, and now I've heard that some universities are shutting down until the fucking summer. Like they're going to be closed for the rest of the year. Like and to pretend that everybody knows what to do is so dishonest.
I mean, it's not
Hold on. All right.
Part of the reason for that is that for us to take communist Chinese style authoritarian measures, we have freedom in this country. Quarantines and bans on assemblies are clear-cut violations of both the First Amendment to the Constitution and the Fourth Amendment.
Hey, I'm going to say it. Fuck the Constitution right now. You think that Constitution's going to keep us alive, you stupid motherfucker? A bunch of laws on a piece of paper is going to keep us from fucking dying? You think the COVID-19 gives a fuck about our Constitution, idiot? Hell no, it doesn't.
Wes, careful you go down a slippery slope with that, though.
What do you mean? I don't give a fuck about the Constitution when it comes to my life.
Wes, okay.
When everyone's life is at risk, and you're going to tell me a piece of paper is the reason we can't solve it?
Everybody's life
Give me
is
liberty or give
Hold
me
on. Hold on.
Everybody fucking relax.
Wait, so when we say give me liberty or give me death, were you saying the same thing when Trump was literally trying to say that we needed tariffs to protect the fucking national security of the United States? Or when Trump was claiming that immigration was a national security problem? Like when it comes to partisan politics, you're willing to let Trump ride all over the fucking Constitution and abuse the fuck out of his emergency powers to do it. But you don't think that like maybe a fucking pandemic might be a time that we should
There's a big difference between an imminent threat and a threat that's currently killing Americans. Okay? Trump's scared of a lot of things that could happening. This is currently fucking happening and killing.
Hold on, real quick here. LCTR fan,
Hold
on, LCTR fan. Do you believe that it's true that this virus it transfers person to person? Do you believe that? Just out of curiosity.
Dude, I'm not gonna answer offensive.
I didn't figure you would
because
you didn't know if schools should close or not. You dumb fuck. Yes, schools
that's actually up for debate.
Person transfer. It's not up for debate, dude.
No. You know what?
Because it can actually backfire.
I'll take his side on this.
Nim, go ahead. Nim, please. Nim, I'd like you to respond. Go ahead, Nim.
I'm Nim.
I'll take that side on that. Actually, I don't think that necessarily the smaller schools should close. If they should close, it should be at a very, very late stage when we're in full-blown panic. For starters, kids are actually not that dangerous of a carrier
late at that point,
of
bro.
the disease.
Wait.
And another big concern is what to do with the parents of the kids. There's a fear that some of the parents might send the kids to their grandparents instead, have them affected. Yep. Okay. There's also the issue, for example, in Finland, where the kids would be. I believe it was Finland. Regardless, it's the kids of the parents of the essential jobs should have a place to be. Otherwise, the whole the grocery stores or the medical professionals, it would all fall apart as well. So you need to have a very, very good, strong plan. And looking at the U.S. right now, I'm not sure they could handle that.
Now, hold on. I do want to make a comment, Nim. Although children aren't at risk of dying, as high a risk as dying of this, they still can transmit it and pass it along to other people who are.
When we talk about wanting to do an effective response to something like this, you want to go overblown immediately because that kills it immediately. The problem with scaling your response is that the exponential growth of the contagion happens, and then
why didn't we shut down the whole country then when we had the first case?
Because everything was a joke, man.
No, of course, but like theoretically, if we would have known that, if we would have taken like massive fucking measures, maybe we could look more like South Korea than Italy, which is essentially what they did. They went fucking hardcore in dealing with it, and they like fixed it. They're like good.
And every day we like wait longer before we decide.
Yeah, but South Korea did a lot of things.
Lecture fan, is now a good time to buy a gun?
100%, Bob.
All
Thank you, man.
All right.
Because like I know that they might give
Shoot
everybody a
the virus?
Well, no, I think a lot of people are buying.
What are we gonna old yeller
I think-
everyone with the fucking
I think-
virus tape over behind the barn?
I think
Bob,
Pokey.
it's
I think Pokey.
Jesus
Americans
Christ.
specifically. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I think Americans specifically. The idea when something like a pandemic or something happens, where there's mass panic and people are going to the stores and like draining, going and buying shit tons of supplies and stuff. Americans, like first instinct is to go get a gun just in case, like they must. It gets very desperate,
No, it
and they have to
isn't.
defend
This is
themselves.
actually-
That's what
No,
Americans
it is
do.
that people who have guns stock up on ammunition. Okay,
I
gun
do
sales
wanna
are skyrocketing. because
Yeah,
of
gun
this.
sales have gone up
Way up.
yes, haven't they? They've gone way up, haven't they?
Gone way up.
Yeah, that's
way
right.
Up. And I do want to say that this is to Pokimane. Bob Seven does have a lot of experience through the legal system, social distancing himself
Oh
from a lot of women legally. So just be careful with that.
Oh God.
Okay,
Do you
wait,
want to
I have some
elaborate?
questions.
Please don't ask him to. Please don't.
Yes.
That's
Can you guys
just,
hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Reckful? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I have some questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want cleared up. Maybe everyone would like to
I'll answer them.
learn a bit.
Go ahead.
So, coronavirus. How long does the average person get infected for when they get it?
They're
I think like a year or two.
no, Bob. That's
21
that's
days.
incorrect.
No, no,
Hold on,
no.
so let hold on.
21 days.
So hold on.
just wanna make sure
I think
everybody is on
there's
the
an
same page
from what I've read, the incubation period is up to 14 days. Coronavirus.
I think it's up
Is that
to
what you mean?
21 now.
Is it up to
And
21?
most people are also
Yeah.
recovered.
But like 99% of the
If you
cases are
get
detected
infected
after
with
10 days.
coronavirus,
Yeah.
can you get reinfected, or are you immune to the COVID-19 strain?
That's what they don't know yet. They're trying to figure that out. That's a rumor.
I'm willing to test it. I could find
Well,
out.
so when you get sick, I might be wrong on this, but when you get sick and your body's fighting the disease, you're building antibodies, and eventually you have enough to fight the disease off. So you should be
Viruses
immune immediately.
mutate.
But then the
Viruses
question is, sure. But then the question is, how long do the antibodies stay in your body? And we don't know that yet because it's so new.
And
Yeah,
so
but
there have been
most
That's
experts, I
the
believe,
scary
are
thing
saying
about
that
this,
at
we
least for
don't
this
know.
pandemic.
So there have been cases and stories about people getting repeat COVID-19 again.
Yeah, but
Those are all
they're very
rumors.
few
None of
and
those
very
are-
far
none of
between.
those have been
Those
confirmed.
cases have been
None of those confirmed.
those cases are so like minute that like people are saying it's probably just like error in testing.
Again,
It could be like a false negative, and then it turns out they still have it,
All right.
and then they retest again.
Can we agree
Yeah.
that like there are
me
some
get-
upsides of getting the virus? Like for me
Bob.
personally,
100%.
Bob,
Listen,
let's not.
like-
I don't want to go down
No,
that
no,
road.
Oh, Jesus
Raj,
Christ.
Raj,
Bob,
Raj,
Bob,
can I just-
no, Bob.
Raj, don't be a bitch, dude. What is wrong with you? Just don't be.
Well,
a
Bob,
bitch,
this is a
Raj.
very
It's not
serious
easy.
time, Bob.
Raj, if I say something that you don't like, you could shoot me. I'm giving you consent to shoot me.
You want me
Okay,
to
so-
shoot you?
Yeah, you could shoot
Are
me
you
with the gun.
serious?
that you
What's
bought.
up with Bob
Yeah,
and
we really need
shooting?
consent for that.
I'm gun crazed right now.
What is
I'm
wrong
scared.
with
I'm
you?
not panicked.
The COVID pandemic is just going to get 100 people banned
Okay,
on
wait.
Twitch.
I have some
Okay.
questions more. I have more.
How do you-
So
Keep going,
the
Redfall.
current plan, after we're all quarantined for a while, what's the plan? After?
Go back
Where's
to
the
work.
law, brother?
Yeah, I mean,
But if we
Go
go
back to
back,
work.
as soon as we go back, some people are still infected, and then they start exponentially
Yeah.
spreading the disease.
Well,
again,
you can
and
do
we're
what they're
back in
doing
the
in
same problem,
Wuhan right now.
So
Okay, so what they're doing.
Not
wanna go,
all going
Pookie?
back
Red-
to work at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, what they're
Redfall,
doing in
what-
Wuhan right now, for example, is that they're
Some
trying, you
people
know,
can't
okay.
even go back to work because they don't have
No
a job
one knows what they're
anymore.
doing in Wuhan right now. They're lying
Let
about
them
all that
speak.
shit.
Oh my god.
Angry
okay.
emoji, let
okay,
him
in a-
speak.
okay. I won't mention the name of that city then. In a hypothetical scenario, what you would be doing is that you would be opening maybe the cinemas first, and you see if that's like a big cause for spread, and then next step you could be opening maybe a few schools. You'd wait a bit and see, and then if you open like the markets and it turns out that's a big cause for spread, then you'd close down the market again, and you'd.
All I'm gonna
so
say
that's
is when
the
they
plan.
start reopening shit, I'm not gonna be one of those idiots who goes to the cinema first. I'm gonna let everyone else test it.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck's going to the cinema
I'm
right now.
staying the fuck home, dude. I'm not gonna go catch COVID to watch The Dark Knight or something.
Some people
But
really
I-
like going to the cinema. They're probably like standing.
I think
at
the most
door right
important
now.
thing is not that we're expecting this virus to just die and the spread to completely stop, but it's about slowing the spread so there isn't a very quick spike of people needing
God.
If you
help
look at,
in
if you look at all
hospital
graphs of the
attention.
COVID-19, it's no, hey, suck my dick. Where's your hairline?
Hold on, wait, gentlemen.
The
Let me go,
graph
let
is
me go.
edged
Gentlemen,
up.
Wes, go ahead,
That's why
please.
we have to respond
Everybody
to this now.
relax.
Wes, please respond.
I was saying, if you look at the charts of like the spread of coronavirus, it's literally when you were in math class as a fucking kid. You remember the exponential graph, which just goes like this? That's what all the graphs show. It's going
Not
up
all the graphs.
exponentially.
Yeah, and how is the
No, it's a
recovery
bell
going?
curve.
It's also like this.
What the fuck you mean it's a bell curve? Look at the rate at the
Man, most of
new
you guys
cases
haven't even
at number
taken
of
count.
deaths.
Don't worry about the graphs.
We need
Just
to-
stay home.
1 second.
Yeah, Wes.
Hold on.
Wes, you,
Hold on.
you
Hold on.
need to
Stop.
get it on.
Hold on. 1 second. Stock guy, go ahead.
Can I
Logarithmic calculator.
Stock guy, go ahead.
The most important reason why we need to slow it down as much as possible right now is because we need to buy as much time as possible to get the PPE, to get the tests, to get to get our medical professionals
In
ready
the
to
short
go.
stocks, right?
Listen, I'm being serious right now. This is not.
Let stock guy speak. Go ahead.
We have to slow it down. And like I said, I disagree with the whole Chinese way of locking everybody down, because I do agree with LCTR on that one about there are rights and stuff. But at the same time, we have to slow it down because we need to buy time. Did we fuck this up? Whoever's fault it was, yes, it was fucked up. The initial response was completely fucked up. The best thing we can do now is say, okay, that's what we did. Let's learn from our mistakes and do the best we can. We gotta slow it
I have
down.
a question for you.
Hold on,
Can I ask you a
Pokimane.
question?
1 second.
Oh, go ahead.
Pokimane's got a question. Then Wes, you can ask your question. Go ahead, Pokimane.
I'm a bit confused in regards to your stance because you say we should lock things down, but you agree with LCTR in not forcing people to lock things down? Is that
No,
what
no,
you
I'm
mean?
saying that I agree that the best thing that we can do is slow it down without
Yeah.
locking people in their houses and putting schools, closing them down, closing down cinemas, closing down parks, closing down those things to keep mass groups of people away.
How is that different from what we're currently doing?
Yeah, what's the
Because
point
the
to go
idea-
outside?
Or
if
what,
everything's
like,
closed?
or even hypothetically, what would you have an issue with?
The issue is that they say, okay, you have to stay in your home under the threat of arrest.
Yep.
What they were doing in China is they were welding doors shut. They were keeping people locked in under the threat of going to prison for leaving their homes. There is a fine line where that we have to come together as a country and say, at what point do we cross that line to the better or to the worse?
The piece of paper don't matter as long as we get rid of the virus, dude. If someone has a gun to your head to an elderly person that you love, if they caught the corona and they were going to die from it, let's say, if they have a gun to their head and you give them the option, what do you care more about, your constitutional rights or staying alive? You're going to say staying the fuck alive.
That's such a bad take.
That's
No,
so
it's a perfect
That's
example.
so terrible.
What do you
Oh
mean,
my
death
God.
or the fucking Constitution?
Wes,
I don't
if
know
I
if
come
I'm
in-
gonna
Can I
die.
ask a question?
I choose death.
Bob. All right.
Raj, can I ask a
Same,
question?
same.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear the
All right,
question.
so I have one question for Pokimane. What's the difference between this virus and H1N1? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
I
'cause you
am
keep-
not well studied on
One's a good video game.
that sort of thing. Nope.
So H1N1 killed 12,500 people in the United States of America. It originated in Mexico, which is our neighboring country, okay? And I was in high school at the time. I don't remember all of these precautions being taken. However, I
Bob,
can't really support either of
Clint.
these two people because, Lecture Fan and the Stock Guy both kind of have ulterior motives here. The Stock Guy, anything he says, he's just trying to make money off of it, which is ironic because money's not going to mean anything soon. Ammunition is the only currency. And Lecture Fan, I think he has honestly got dementia. Shout out Joe Biden.
So hold on. So the thing, but hold on. But I think it is irresponsible, Clint. I think it is irresponsible to bring up the fact that H1N1, the novel coronavirus spreads much more aggressively than
Yeah, it's
H1N1 did.
already killed
Hold on,
almost
hold on.
double the amount of
You think it's
people.
irresponsible to bring that up when our country mishandled this the way that
No,
it
but
has
it's
10 years
irresponsible.
later?
It's irresponsible to compare the two because H1N1
Sure.
is not as aggressive as spreading. So downplaying it and making it seem as if it's not as deadly, or and
What was
maybe
the point
No
of this
shit, Raj.
comparison?
what was the point? What was the point of the argument then?
Raj,
Literally,
Raj,
all he
Raj.
said was,
4
"I
weeks
was
ago-
around for
4
this
weeks ago, that's
virus,
what I
and these
said.
two guys
Well,
are
I was just curious
dumbasses."
because no. I was just curious because you kept blocking me on everything. So Raj, I understand that. 4 weeks ago, when you guys were all memeing this and saying, "Oh my God, I can get a trip to Hawaii for $79 and let's have a fucking party with Corona beers there," I was saying this is fucking serious.
Clint was in his bunker, baby.
I was in my
Surrounded by his ARs and his baked
Can you
beans.
sit down and
So you
talk?
think it is serious? So we agree on
Now
that.
that we're memeing it
Stomping around and
weeks
breathing.
ago.
Okay,
Shout out
okay.
Casey-tron.
Okay,
Clint, why do you hold your mic like you're
Okay,
being
Raj,
rabid?
Raj, Raj.
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
What are you about to drop some fucking?
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
Stand for?
I
Bob,
do
go ahead, Bob.
For Raj's sake, I do want to say virus is very bad, but I do have a personal upside because my mom has always told me that I'm not a real man. So if I got the coronavirus, I would call her up and I would say, "Babies don't get coronavirus, Mom."
Wow.
Here, can I explain
really
what my
hope your
real
mom's
issue with all
watching
this
for
God,
was?
I fucking hate you, Bob.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was so bad.
I didn't
Go to
even.
a boat, please.
I didn't. I didn't get the joke.
It was a shit joke. It was hard to follow, and it ended with a weak punchline.
Okay.
Here's the real issue that I
But
have.
that
with
makes
all
it
of
kind
this
of
is
good. You
that-
know what I mean?
You know what?
Bob, that was so bad. It was kind of good.
Do you know why you suck, Pokimane?
What?
Whoa, tread lightly,
Okay.
okay?
We're too far.
Bob.
No, it's fine.
I'll tell you why you suck. I can't get you out of my dreams. And to be clear, it's nothing perverted. It's the same dream every single time where this bum is attacking you, and I beat the shit out of him. And then I wake up, and I have all this adrenaline. Okay, I wake up, and I'm just,
Bob.
I'm worried about you.
Bob,
I know
that's-
you're okay.
Bob, that's enough. Thank you,
It's so
Bob.
strange because I don't even know you.
Bob, that's enough.
Bob,
Like,
coronavirus
what-
is not good. I
Thank
think
you
you
for
should be
saving
contained in your
dreams.
own house.
Bob.
Thank you very much.
You're a
What
terrifying
do you do?
animal.
Thank you for saving Dream Me.
Thank you,
Holy
Bob Seven,
shit.
for that story.
I almost
do
made a
appreciate
fucking
you.
coronavirus joke, but I don't want to get Casey trying.
Okay, so
Exactly.
guys, we're gonna address multiple different things that we've been talking about, but first things first. First things first, we need to vote as the the Corona S's fly up through the chat. Go ahead and
You gotta stop interrupting me, dude. I'm a yellow belt in karate. I'm gonna.
Wait, I kind of like everyone here.
When we're doing, this voting round, I always see Destiny do these hypotheticals, so I'm going to try one right now.
Not kick.
If you could go back in time, would you give Hitler the
Oh
coronavirus?
God, Bob, come on, Bob. No, Bob.
You wouldn't do it, Raj?
He wasn't
Is that
old
your
enough
answer?
to die from it
No,
anyways.
because
Yes,
technically, I
he
mean,
was.
this
He was
is.
46.
I
He
know
was too
this.
young.
This is
Wouldn't have
well.
killed
It's
him.
an interesting. Well, it's an
smoked.
no.
He smoked.
My grandfather was a.
Hey, the one
Let's stop. Let's stop. Hey, let's not go down. You know how I feel about this. Let's not go down that path, okay?
Corona causes a lot of complications if you're a smoker.
So no hypotheticals allowed?
All those
No,
those commercials
they're
to
banned.
get people to stop.
Go ahead and
smoking.
chat. Vote,
Put Corona in
vote,
that bitch.
vote for who you want to keep, not kick.
That's what really.
All right, are analogies allowed?
No,
What about comparisons?
wrong.
Damn, Destiny, all your
Similes,
tricks are gonna be.
metaphors.
You can't. All your tricks are gone, Destiny. What are you gonna do? Speak faster? I don't think you could do
I
it.
want to hear more questions from
Good one,
Byron.
Robert.
Byron, more questions.
Oh, yeah, I guess it'd be nice to all be on the same page where we're starting from. So I wanted to
Well,
ask.
I would
some
need about
things,
$2
and then we try
million
to solve
to
it
be on
from
the same
there,
page.
right?
You need a lot more Glenn.
Yeah, we need a lot more money.
Looking at your view right now, I would need about $2 million to be on the same page, dude.
What was said? I missed it.
He's mad because he's poor.
I'm mad because I'm poor.
All right, vote for who you want to keep, not kick, chat.
He's mad because you're sitting in your high rise.
All
He's
right,
sitting in a
ladies and
bunker.
gentlemen, the poll has been selected, and Bob 7 is the winner of the round. I also want to make it very clear here, okay? Bob 7, you cannot win 2 rounds in a row. So if
That's
if you win the next
I'm
one,
already.
it'll
Everybody else here is trash. I'm gonna slay Destiny. When there's 3 people left, it's gonna be me,
Bob?
Pokimane, and Destiny. I'm gonna beat Destiny, and then it's gonna be me and Pokimane in the final.
Okay, got it.
And we will share
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
I'm not
Now
trash,
the
I'm a
bottom
human
two,
being, Bob.
the bottom 2 is Clint1717 and Firsta are in the
All right,
bottom
that is
2.
brainless. Okay, let's get this over with. All right,
Go
first, I'm pretty sure you're here because you wanted to take the stance oh yeah, I don't care about the coronavirus. Let's go out and party. So I just want you to say that right now, get it over with, and then I'll kick you and we'll move on. So
No,
just,
that was not what
here's
I
the
was gonna
stage.
say.
What was your stance?
I don't think everything should be in quarantine. I don't think everybody should be in lockdown. I think the ones who are at risk should be definitely, but people are losing their jobs and cannot afford to be in quarantine.
So you're just like an unattractive version of
Wes!
To implement
Wes!
this
Hold on. Wait,
to
wait.
make
so
up for that as well.
Yelling at me. Calm down.
So her point was good in that there are a lot of people out of work, but the answer isn't to just send them to work and
Yeah.
let them get sick
Yeah,
or whatever. The answer is we need some form of government stimulus, some type of cash payment to
Which
workers that are
they are
disaffected. in
looking
order to
into.
get
But that's not happening right now.
Not yet, but
That's
they're
not
working on
Give
getting
it
it through
time.
in Congress. Well, we don't have much time, but
I
hopefully
mean,
there
I
should
don't
be
know how
something
it
have
is
any
in
money.
Guys, I live in
Hold on.
Sweden, and it's not.
Wait, the
nothing
government
there.
always has money. Of course we have the money for it. It's just a matter of we can get the legislation
No.
passed.
Krista,
Wait, what do you mean no? Wait, hold on. What do you, wait, what do you mean no?
I mean, we're running $1 trillion deficit
means
this
no.
year,
What do you
and
mean?
we're
Who
gonna
the
do
fuck
another
cares?
trillion.
What does that matter?
I don't think
Someone's gonna
Wait,
care.
I want to hear the answer. What does it matter that we have $1 trillion deficit right now?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Do you seriously not understand that?
Hold
when
on,
the government
gentlemen.
runs deficits, they
Hold
crowd
on.
out?
One second. We'll get back to that, but we need an outro first before we get into another conversation. First, go ahead and shout out your channel. Thank you for coming, Bob.
Wait. But before you get kicked, I just want to hear your best opinion.
Don't go crazy on toilet paper. You can wash your ass.
Well, thank you. First, go ahead and shout out your channel.
Oh, that's a good one.
FRIRSTA.
Thank you very much, First. Thank you.
Do you have an Instagram?
Raj?
Man, it makes me so sad when you bring on like cute girls and then they don't know that they need to talk to stay on because they don't have as big communities as some of us.
If you are a girl looking to learn to talk, I could teach you. If any girls want to hit me up, I will teach you how to talk.
How are you going to teach them?
Will Neff, join the regular room now. Will.
Because I would also want to say right now, because social distancing, this is a great time for e-dating in general. So I could also give advice for that. Just because, there's a lot of things that go into attraction.
How much e-dating experience do you have, Bob?
A lot.
Will,
I've
join the
I've
other
converted
room.
on almost every single
Will
one.
Neff.
That he hasn't
Discord
paid
logs.
for is the question.
And every single one has a restraining order, Bob.
Bob, if you're looking for an assistant, dude, the only way I can bring a woman to orgasm is on Discord, dude.
Okay.
I'm the Manuel Ferreira of e-sex.
You just have to
great
prove
in
to-
real life, but I could do that for you.
You just have to prove to women that you are the leader of men. And a lot of times
have a
I
question
do
for
this through my
Clint.
actions.
Go ahead.
Yes, Pokey, anything.
Why don't you sit down?
Why don't I sit down?
You're kind of giving me anxiety.
I honestly hope I am. I literally have nothing left at this point. I've been on the Doomer Reddit the whole day. I have a temperature of 100. I have a cough. I'm wondering if one of my
Clint, why are you standing then? You should be sitting down.
Oh,
he's getting the blood
I'm
flowing.
hydrating myself with White Claw, dude.
Oh God.
He's getting the blood flow.
All right, so let's refocus the conversation here, and I want to go.
One second before we start the next round. Lecture fan, I'm sorry I said I would slap your beard. I'm not a violent person. Just a tough 48
You're
hours.
forgiven.
I am a violent person, and you fucking suck, lecture.
Okay, all right, Clint, thank you.
It's okay,
Let me say something, Raj. Can I say something?
Yes, Sliker. Yes, I'd love for you to say something. Go ahead, Sliker.
Sell out Sliker with his e-girl. Oh, baby. Everything that he argued against. Look at him now.
Listen,
King
okay,
of the bitches.
Bob 7. I be fucking and you be wanking off my shit, okay?
I challenge you to a boxing
Relax.
match.
We are not
Relax.
the same.
Sliker, 2 months from right now, live Twitch on TV, I challenge you to box me.
I'll watch it.
Stand up, Sliker!
You know what? Listen,
Stand up, Sliker!
The thing is, listen, let me say something about Bob, okay? Do you know who he relates to? He relates to these normies that have been hopping on Raj's stream a lot, okay? Just like Will, fucking that Will guy, just like them other schlap busters, you get me? No beef. I'm not implying any beef, but he just reminds me of one of those,
You got a
okay?
girlfriend now. You're a normie now.
Man, listen, let me tell
Normie.
you something. Now, let me tell you something. How's getting a girl be classed as a normie?
I don't know,
Explain.
man. I listen to you. You said if you get a girlfriend, you're a normie. That's what you said. I used to listen to you all the time.
You know what?
Sliker,
You know
wait,
what?
wait. I have a real question.
No.
Can I just get in? Sliker, one quick question.
Bob,
I
listen,
just-
chill.
Sliker, let me go.
Bob, you little waved ass hair looking motherfucker. Let me speak, okay?
Let me go first. I'm going to be respectful.
His hair's straight.
My question is, so when you kiss your girlfriend, does she have to pick you up?
Listen, okay? Clint.
Like the 4 times.
Yes, it's like yes. What is it?
You just repeat it over and over.
All right, Sliker, go ahead and respond. Let's be nice, Bob.
I think you could beat Bob's ass in a fight.
Dude, my man is eating box standing up.
Yo, it's boring. You guys are just over talking. You're gonna shut up?
Yeah, go ahead, Sliker, please.
Listen, okay? First of all, NA humor. Everyone in here, Americans, they laughed at that. It's understandable. Clint, listen to this. Don't talk shit, because remember this. You're the one that was begging to meet her, okay? So chill. Chill on that. Chill on that.
100%, Sliker. I didn't think you were going to bring this up, but I'll be honest with you, dude. I'm just going to leak this now. I wasn't begging to meet her. She said it would be cool if you came to Miami sometime, and then I heard she was dating you, and I thought, wow, Slicker's finally got a girl. It's going to fuck him. This is awesome, and I just let him off of it. But now that you're bringing it up on the Raj show, I would love to leak those DMs. I would love to leak
Clint,
those
let's
DMs.
not leak any
Also-
DMs here, Clint. We don't need to leak any DMs, but Sliker.
He's like an energetic Keemstar.
Bait ruffle my rifle. I can back that up, dude.
All right,
Slicker's taking
leak my
Clint's
own
sloppy
DMs?
seconds. Get fucked, Sliker.
Sliker, did you want to say anything more, Sliker?
Listen, let me say something, okay? It's just.
I didn't want to do this to you, man.
Listen.
Don't
No,
do it.
listen.
I'm gonna fuck you up on this one.
Listen, bro. All I'm saying is, you say whatever you want, okay? I don't care. Yeah. You guys can say normie shit, but I'll say this, okay? In the past, maybe I've said some shit about girl, you get me? But doesn't mean I hated women, okay?
But now you're whipped.
You said go and show. Listen.
Don't bring me into your girlfriend's shit, man.
I didn't even get an answer.
This is what happens to every dude. You start off as an incel until you find a girl.
I'm happy for you, but I'm excited.
No.
Sliker, go ahead.
Was I an incel? Absolutely, probably. Okay, I don't know. Okay,
Absolutely, probably.
But listen to this.
Let him finish. Let him finish, guys.
I never hated women. Okay, I never hated women. There was just some part of me inside that tried to like expose some, because our vision was partly like enabled back then. But now, listen. I told you guys so many times, girl be waiting in the queue for me, and I refused them. Okay,
hold on. Did anyone notice that before he said that, he looked around to make sure his girlfriend wasn't listening?
I didn't even get an answer though. Like, Sliker, will you box me? Are you willing to do that? Because I know you as a guy that doesn't really like to back down. Is it allowed on Twitch?
I don't know exactly. We'd have to look into that. But we'll look into that. We'll look into that later. But Sliker, the question is, will you box Bob 7?
I'll be there.
I just want to say, I weigh 130 pounds.
Oh my god.
Bob, that is disgusting. Bob, could you please put that away?
Stock up before the coronavirus, dude.
Also, I would like to say this. Sliker.
You like that, Pokimane? I see that you're laughing.
I am very happy for you. Okay. And I am taking over the reins. I hate women under 240 pounds at this point.
Oh my
Bob, Clint.
Can you stop saying my name when you're
Clint, hold on, Clint. Clint, you can't say that.
Yeah,
Clint.
You know what?
Clint.
I don't need to say shit.
Me, okay?
You hate fat women, Pokimane? You hate fat women?
Fuck him up.
Listen to this. I don't need to say shit. I don't care. That's fine. I don't need to say shit about Clint. He's jealous, okay? He went on Mitch's stream. He was talking about her, and he was like, they're not together. He was jealous. Trust me.
Okay.
I know what guy when he's jealous. But listen.
Hold on. I was surprised, but I'm happy for you.
Listen. I'm not asked. Do what you want. Listen. Do what you want. Hey, listen.
your mouth like this.
Listen.
Hold on. Clint. Let Sliker. Hold on, Sliker. Go ahead.
Listen. Desperate man.
We're going to get back to it.
Relax.
Jesse, don't worry.
Relax. Okay? Me, I said it so many times. Girl be chasing me. I chip. You get me? I don't want them. Okay? There was an opportunity in life where she came in and I was like, Latina, that's acceptable. Okay? So
Not even good, acceptable.
Man,
Okay.
what was I talking about?
and then wait. And then Bob 7, listen to me. You've come into the scene. Congratulations, I respect it. You've been very, listen, let me speak. Listen to this. Recently, you've been doing good and shit, but let me tell you what.
Girls like
you're making the normies proud. Congratulations, bro. Okay?
I just want to say,
listen, listen to
What is your definition? Hold on, excuse me, Sliker. What is your definition of normie?
Will bear viewers.
Look in the mirror, bitch.
Okay, but hold on, but Sliker, didn't you make your start on Twitch on one of the shows, aka this one that is pinned as being a normie show?
Okay, were there normies on the show? Gross score?
We were called normie. You were called. Everybody on the show we've been called normies from the very beginning. Ever since we started, Sliker.
Yep. Well, Sliker,
okay.
Can I respond, Raj? I want to respond to that.
But then listen to this. Listen, okay? Bitches speak less, so relax. Listen to this, Raj. Now, normies is considered differently. Normies come through the past of a YouTube community. Okay.
Oh my God.
I think YouTube community.
Okay, forget about that. Okay, let's Bob, go ahead and respond. But we need to get back on topic here because we're not.
This hurts me really bad, Raj, because I really respected this guy. Fuck you. Fuck your soccer.
Hold on. All right, Clint. Thank you, Clint. Clint, go ahead and sit down, please. Thank you, Clint.
Clint, listen. Okay.
Go ahead.
We know you've had Wes's dick up your ass. Relax
Oh
with the
my God.
alcohol. Relax with the alcohol.
Relax with your homophobia, boy.
Oh shit!
I could have sworn you
Excuse me.
Oh no.
Wait, why is it
Listen, we got a new Alibrella for this bitch. We got a new Alibrella for this bitch. So even
Oh my God, how is Alibrell?
Well,
Guys, I actually know what happened to Alibrell. So it's a working theory.
Listen.
Yeah, no. Raj, if you want me to
Sliker,
explain,
you know what you're doing right now? You're looking like a bitch.
Hold on, 1 second. Wes.
Who are friends because you're getting pussy whipped right now.
Hold on 1 second. Hey,
Hey,
I'd like to hear from. I'd like to hear Bob. Wes, I'd like to hear Bob's response. Actually,
Who gives a fuck about Bob? He's a known predator.
no, he.
All right, so I'm gonna need a minute for this, Raj. So please don't interrupt me. So I have a strong working theory of what happened to Alibrel. So if you guys didn't know, unfortunately, his partner of many years broke up with him, and that's obviously
Bob.
unfortunate. So just it's
I mean, such difficult.
I just
positions, Bob,
I have a guess of what could have happened. So Alibrel, as you all know, he is the ultimate social justice warrior, right? Very far left, very progressive, but he's also probably the most sex positive person on this platform. So I imagine that his partner.
But, it would be more so of an and.
Okay, and yeah, that's a good point, Pokimane. Great point. Awesome.
Thank you.
So his partner,
Gryffindor.
who's also in the same boat, probably wanted to truly dominate him because Alibrel said he's into that. And what better way than to hit something that, can Alibrel concede to it, being a social justice warrior? So they brought some race play into the bedroom. Will Alibrel say N-word in a sexual
Oh my
setting?
God, Bob! You tell me every time, Bob. Bob, check your DMs, Bob. Check your DMs. Let's get back to the topic at hand here, okay? The topic at hand is.
Was the topic about Slicker's girlfriend, or was it topic
No,
about?
Okay, I actually, I take that back
girls,
because I hope Alibrel's doing okay. Because I just want to take that back because whenever you're in a long-term relationship, like ending that sucks, right? So I really hope Alibrel's doing okay. Of course, he's done some bad things.
Hey,
he's done some bad things, but everybody deserves redemption. Everybody.
Let me say something. Alibrel, let me just say this. Alibrel ain't no bad guy because at least he speaks out the truth. And he's in fact more real than Wes and Clint, because those two talk shit. They talk shit behind your back. Listen, Alibrel will say, listen.
Okay, hold on. Let me stand up for this.
Oh my God! Hold on. One at a time. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna have to. Hey guys, listen up. Listen up.
Look at him go.
Listen up.
Wes go.
Wes, sit down in your chair, Wes.
Host. Okay, Sliker, you bitch. Okay, every time you.
Oh God, he just won't stop.
And then I try to reach out to you and be like, "What's cool, man?" You ignore me every time. I never shit talk you. You play the same fucking card to try to pin people against me, so you can act like you're the old Sliker. Well, let me tell you something, you little 5'6" little bitch boy. You ain't never been the old Sliker. You're a new fake ass kid. Fuck out of my face. Say it to your face, boy. Give a fuck about
your biggest
fan.
Raj, am I still muted?
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this gambling addict.
Listen to this. Fuck.
Hold on, Clint. Let Sliker respond, Clint.
At least I ain't pussy whipped like some simp bitch.
Okay.
On this platform,
it's time to vote.
There would be things I used to want to say, but then Twitch weren't allowed to, there's shit you can't say, okay? Either I would be on this platform or I can't. So I had to decide which one, and obviously I'm not that stupid unless you want me. No,
is there even a topic this round?
Yeah, I know. Well, hold on. We had it. Hold on. We have topics. Hold on. Let me say something about that, Will. Real quick. Will.
Raj, this shit sucks. This shit hurts.
Wait, I thought we were trying to figure out if Slicker was a fake ass bitch.
No, hold on. So hold on. Here's the deal. There have been a lot of complaints recently, Will, that this podcast in particular has divulged and gone way too political. So I actually think it's a breath of fresh air that we're talking about something that is a little bit less political oriented. We're going to get back to a lot of that when we talk about this, but we're taking a little break this round, I suppose.
I myself on why I'm not a normie.
I just don't care.
Sliker has been throwing that word at me.
I know. So we're gonna get back to something a little bit more productive, and that is the coronavirus
that's
conversation.
Why you have this cast. Half of us are shit talkers, the other half are politafreaks.
Right.
Okay?
So
we go back.
Which one am I?
So let's get back to talking about social.
I love that smile.
Hold on.
Can you smile again like that? Holy shit.
Let's talk about
that's the
about
smile
my cat.
of my dreams. Oh my God, she's blushing.
Well, we might as well. Honestly, this round's about to end anyway. We might as well finish this conversation with Sliker, and then we can vote, and then we'll get into it the next round. Honestly, yeah. Go ahead,
I just want to say that it's usually an indicator of interest in IOI when a girl touches their hair. So Pokimane just doing that right there showed that she is attracted to me.
Bob, I don't think.
Have a lot of flyaways, man.
Bob, I don't know if she's very.
Cat.
I don't know if she's
both of
attracted
us,
to you.
both of us have high SMVs, which is sexual market value. So I think that we would,
What kind of market are you looking at?
What is an SMV?
It's your sexual market value. It's
You know
like,
you've
how
capped
much
an
are you
SMV
worth in
when
the
you get a
workplace?
subreddit dedicated to you.
If you have an SMV, doesn't that mean you need to be selling something?
Wait,
No,
isn't that
no,
what
no.
we're-
So,
isn't
okay,
that what
so-
we're quarantining out?
We're
We're trying to
selling
reduce the
sex,
spread of
baby.
SMV?
So here's the thing, Pokimane. You're a high value female because you're very beautiful, but beauty's common, right? And you're very rich. But me, I'm very poor, but I'd like to think I'm a little charismatic, so I could keep you entertained. So that's why we're both, right there in the sexual department. And I promise you, if you give me a chance, you won't regret it.
Yes, you will.
Bob, I want to bring it back in here, Bob. I want to
Thank you, Bob.
realign the
You're welcome.
podcast here and let you know, Bob, this isn't a dating podcast. Although
This is my one chance. She never
I
comes
know.
on the dating shows.
I know
Yeah.
I know, Bob, and I understand that, Bob. But keep it in mind throughout the show.
I will. I will realize that I need to do it now. This is my last chance.
So, what was the critique of Sliker here? We got about a minute and a half before we vote
Yeah,
again.
Sliker is just he's a fake. As a person who always throw out that word. He's yet to accept the boxing match. He's calling me a normie.
So I
but
want to get into that. Sliker, are you going to accept the boxing match? Nymn, check your DMs.
No.
Why?
Do people think Slicker's a fake just because he got a girlfriend now?
Wait,
No.
why the fuck would it matter if Sliker would accept a boxing match? Are we
He's a
fucking
fake
MMA
because he
fighters?
does everything he used to talk
What is it
about.
to do with anything?
Like what?
Because
Dude,
Sliker
somebody
is
move
an
me to
outlet.
AFK chat.
Destiny, I'll tell you
Steal
why.
your money.
Because
What?
Sliker likes to call himself an alpha male, and an alpha male would never back down to a fight. That's why.
Who moved me to the AFK chat? What a load of bullshit, dude.
Clint, when you're inactive on the Discord, which you were for several minutes because you pacing back and forth, it automatically moves you to the
I'm trying to
AFK
get
chat.
some fucking exercise in. I gotta fucking.
All right.
Probably the
Please
Actually,
sit
let's
down, Clint.
guys. I have a really good idea. Sliker, name
And stop
3 things
drinking.
that you like about your girlfriend other than her looks. Go.
Ooh.
Bro,
I can do it. I can
He
do it.
can't name one.
Clint, sit down, please.
listen.
Don't say her house either.
Yeah.
Christ.
Wait,
Sliker, 3 things
wait.
you like about your girlfriend other than her looks.
My man is fucking stumped.
Hey, I can do it. I can do it.
Come on, the time is ticking, Sliker. Come on.
Listen,
She's a good co-host on the stream.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen to this, okay? Of course, listen, Latina, and why have we got the topic about it? Okay, let's just.
Shit yourself.
Everybody should be able to do this. If you actually respect this girl, you should be able to say positive things about her that aren't her looks. And you just brought up Latina. Go ahead, Sliker. Try again. 3 things. Go ahead, buddy.
Bro,
Can I do it, Bob? Can you ask me?
I want to see if Slicker's literally like a fucking fish flapping around.
Sliker has to do.
37 seconds. Show that Pokimane. Shame him.
Shame.
I saw one clip of her, and I can already say it seems like at least she really understands what you do, so she'll be understanding of any work-related issues. Secondly, she seems to like to banter, just like you two banter. And lastly, aren't you freaking staying with her? That's
Pokimane
pretty
just
nice. She's
simped.
accommodating.
Yes!
You couldn't even say. She
Yes,
had to say
Queen
four
Poki!
words.
All right, okay.
Sense of humor.
let me
We're
see
still not
something.
going to hear one
But
thing.
Sliker, I know you feel this way deep down. You just had trouble communicating it, so I'm here for you. Okay.
I just want to say, I know that Sliker has a lot of incel fans because of his old personality, and I just want to say that all of you guys are savable, and I could save you. I
Bro.
can teach you how to respect
Bro.
women, how to attract
that, I'm
women,
going
and
full
how to
incel
hold
now, dude. I'm taking his
long-lasting
audience.
relationships
Fuck
that
you.
are both fulfilling and
Bob, you know who your fans are?
Oh.
who?
God.
I mean, I don't stream. I haven't streamed in a year.
You really do put the voice to that Wojak, the Coomer face. That's exactly the voice I like expecting to have.
Guys, what is Coomer face?
Hey, it's what people
Just ask.
All right.
Destiny, show it. Show your Coomer face.
Destiny can tell you.
He's
Shout
nasty.
out God.
Okay, let's
I
go
just
to
wanna
the
say,
straw
related to
poll
that
here.
topic,
Guys,
when it comes down to like the top 3, I will expose Destiny and I will slay him for Pokimane. So look forward to that one, guys. He's
Okay.
gonna absolutely be on his knees begging for mercy.
What are you gonna expose him for? A shitty haircut, dude? Like what? What are we talking
Oh,
about?
that's the thank you, chat. Thank you, chat.
Let's
Looks nice, Destiny.
chat. As you notice, the end of the second round has come. It's time to vote for you want to keep not kick. Keep not
me
kick.
out.
I also want to let everybody know this is a
That
great
was nice
time.
if you did. I think we should always support our friends, and the fact that you just said that his hairline looked good when it obviously doesn't means that you're a really nice guy.
Wait, hold on. Look who's talking. What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way,
as someone who is really balding,
wow,
and this is okay.
I like that you can own it though. That's good.
Yeah, because this doesn't define me.
Bob, you don't know balding.
We're both
you
balding,
see me with
and
my
it's
hat off, dude.
It's rectal. Does it change?
It's a disease, Clint. We won't make
Are
fun
people
of
gonna?
you.
Are they gonna? Is any good person gonna think about us differently just because we're balding? Any person that you were
actually subconscious.
I don't know. Ask Twitch chat. Most of them will. Yeah.
Pokimane stopped touching her hair after you showed that bald spot. So
I actually just did.
Pokimane,
Don't worry,
this guy's just gonna after my bald picture came out, dude.
I'm showing Pokimane that I'm willing to be honest with her. I'll show my flaws as long as she shows hers.
She already saw that flaw.
all right.
Yeah. What else you?
Hold
what
on,
else you
ladies
packing,
and gentlemen.
big
In the meantime, while we wait for this vote
Bob,
to,
how old are you?
to go
I'm
through,
23.
You're what?
23, and
I
I'm
ask you
I'm 24 this
to
year.
use your Twitch
Yes, I know,
Prime
that's why we were a perfect
subscription.
match because you
Twitch
have a
Prime
fertility
subscription right
and
now
that
in the
is
chat. It's free, and you can use it
Fertile?
right now for the Raj show.
He'll teach you how to talk to women.
The
Tell
next
women
person to
they're
use their
fertile. They
Twitch
fucking
Prime
love it.
subscription.
gets the estrogen flowing.
Hey, you look really fertile. Can I fuck you? Yeah!
Well, what the fuck?
My
are you
eggs
bringing
are
to the
fucking
table, Will?
exploding. What?
You guys are attacking Bob.
Sliker, you should have said that as one of the three things. You like
What
the
am I bringing to the table? What am I bringing to the table? I'm telling you to not do that.
I just want to, because I said that she's probably fertile, I do want to say I am fertile for sure.
Okay, hey guys, the vote has come in. Hold on, the vote is.
Did you get checked?
The
shout out at abortion.
the vote is in. Bob7, you have won again. Sliker, you must make the decision.
Yes.
Sliker, you must make the decision on who you're going to remove from the Raj Royale podcast. It's between the Clint1717 or Lecture Fan.
Go ahead, bitch. Take me out right now because you know I'm right.
Bro,
Oh.
you know you're trying to do that reverse psychology play. Don't
It's
worry.
not even reverse psychology. I don't care,
Look,
dude.
listen.
I'm gonna go fuck a fat chick tonight. I don't really don't care. I'm insulted that you said that shit in the first place. You should be
All right,
embarrassed for it, and that's why you
Clint.
resign.
Let him make his decision, Clint.
Wait, who's the two bottom people?
Lecture Fan and Clint.
Can I say something?
Who's Lecture
Yes,
Fan?
Pokimane. Pokimane, go ahead, everybody. Everybody shut up right now. Pokimane, go ahead.
I know that this looks like the Raj Royale podcast, but in reality, this is an intervention, Clint. We're all really worried
Pokimane,
about
on my shirt. Is it cool? Is it cool? This isn't real gold because gold's gonna crash in like a week thanks to the stock guy, that fucking fascist. But
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about you, you B-word.
I'm worried about you too, Pokimane.
Bob, you gonna take that?
How dare you call her the B word?
Go ahead,
Punish.
come at me, dude. I'm about
Thank you guys, but it's fine.
Sliker,
You didn't
little
even
bitch.
actually
Take me
say
off,
it.
dude.
Slicker, make the decision before I make it for you.
Pokimane, he will never touch.
Slicker!
I don't know. Let me
I'll make
think.
sure of it.
Take your time, Slicker. I just want to say, Clint, if you do or don't get kicked off, I hope you take care of yourself.
I wish you wouldn't have lied to me all those months ago when you said you would play World of Warcraft with me on my first Raj Royale.
Damn.
Did you really say that?
Damn.
Oh no!
I don't think so, though.
You
Did
did.
I?
Yeah, I mean, I have the
was
clip
there.
to prove it.
Well, maybe he did a follow-up.
I jerk off
played
to it
WoW
like
once.
almost every night.
Oh my god, dude.
You
I'll,
can't say
uh,
that on Twitch.
Go
I
ahead,
will.
Sliker.
I mean, it would have been good to keep Lecture Fan for Destiny, but then Lecture Fan. It was good knowing you, mate. That's it.
Oh, good knowing you.
We'll see you, Lecture Fan. It was
See you
a
later,
good
Lecture.
time
Well,
to go
everybody,
around.
if you guys
Sorry
want
again,
an
brother.
If you guys want an anti-panic, anti-hysteria, conservative Twitch stream, you can check me out. Thanks a lot, Raj.
Thank you very
Wow,
much,
yeah,
Lecture
check
Fan.
him
You have been removed from the Raj Royale podcast by Slicker. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Lecture Fan, go ahead and shout out your channel.
Okay, if you guys want an anti-panic, anti-hysteria, pro-American Twitch channel, come check it out. Thanks. See ya.
Thank you.
Tier 3 sub, dude. I only watch that channel in one-hand mode, dude. I'm jerking off all the time to your shit, man. Love it.
All right,
Dude,
well,
it freaks me out every time he talks. I can't tell who's talking because he's so far away.
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know if
like,
his mouth is
we
open.
Can't tell who's talking, dude.
I have a question. How are you guys
If you
doing?
can't tell who's talking, just assume it's Clint.
And why do you have a big ass green screen? That's a good point, Nim.
This is a bunker, dude.
Huh?
This is
put
a
yourself
fucking
in space or
bunker.
something?
No, I'm not in space. I'm in quarantine right now. I have a fever and a cough, you fucking asshole.
Maybe you should rest.
It's actually a bit hard to see you as well, Byron. It's a bit dark.
Right now, I'm resting.
I never imagined I'd hear someone called Rod.
I just want to say, if for all the people that are going at Clint right now, he is very poor, and I think we should be nice to the poor people in
100%,
this
dude.
situation because it's not their fault, that the economy fucks them. It's guys like the Scott guy who'd never
Couldn't
ask
agree
the
more.
market for consent
Even-
and just goes shorting everything, so he makes money in a
This
tragedy.
isn't even real.
They're
Data.
doing
Try
my
that
nose.
again, you don't have short
stuttered your way
positions.
through it, Bob.
Yeah, I stuttered my way
Can
through
we
it.
talk
I
about how
was-
China's responsible?
Dude,
for this
Slicker's
entire
been
thing
short
now?
his whole life.
All
He
right,
hasn't
let's
made
get
any
let's
fucking money
let's
off of
let's
it.
get back to the topic. I want to talk about social distancing real quick. Let's talk about social distancing and whether the measures that we're taking are too extreme or not for the coronavirus and the economic impact. Is the economic impact coming from the coronavirus that the coronavirus is causing, is that worth the social distancing measures that we're employing right now?
Absolutely not. It's honestly mostly on people like the stock guy and Byron. Look at his fucking view. They're shorting stocks 3-4 weeks ago. Hilton and Boeing are both going to go under.
Hey,
America
how do
as a
derivative
whole.
markets hurt the economy? How does them shorting stocks hurt the economy?
Yeah, what the
Are you
fuck?
serious?
This
4
doesn't
weeks
have any
ago?
other content.
You'll see in a week or two, you dumb fuck. When Hilton and Boeing both go under,
They're gonna get bailed out, you dumbass.
Wait,
They're
but
not
even
gonna get
no,
bailed
even if they
out.
do
Bail
go under,
everybody out, dude.
even
Where's
if
the
they
money
do-
coming from?
I don't
First
understand
of all-
why their short
first
position
of all,
is changing the
first
outcome
of
of
all,
fucking Boeing.
Yeah, we can bail anyone out we want. Firstly,
No,
secondly,
no,
why does
we
it matter if they're
cannot.
shorting
No,
the
we
stock?
cannot. How can we bail anyone out? How?
By literally giving them money.
By giving them a bailout.
You literally have to be talking about
how about this?
stipends
How about
from
this,
Fortune
Clint?
50 companies.
How
Are you
about this,
talking about
Clint? We'll use the
stipends?
money
Because
we
the
made from
government
our
can't
short
do it.
position to
Well,
bail
the
them out.
government can literally just give them fucking money.
No, the government cannot do that.
Well, they've
Why
done
not?
it before.
Going to
and
do
they
that.
will do that.
Did you not
Remember, you
live
still
through
leverage short?
2008, you dumb fuck. What
Yeah,
are you
wait.
talking
In
about?
2008, the
instrument sucks,
government
I had to
bailed
sell
them
it.
out. They paid it back.
track
A lot
it.
of businesses.
What do you mean?
A lot of businesses.
Can
No,
someone
no, no.
fill me in?
GM got
I
bailed
wasn't
out.
alive in 2008. What happened then?
Is anybody here not alive in 2008?
Yeah, I just wasn't around
I was
for
6
it.
years old in 2008.
Shut up,
Wait,
Bush.
Nim, can we
What a
quietly
guy.
talk while everyone else is talking? Have a second
I don't know.
conversation.
Did you hear what
Yeah,
I
all right.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Next up,
I miss you.
Byron. This is your turn to
You're
talk.
good, man.
Everybody, please be
Byron.
quiet.
Go ahead,
Breckford,
Byron.
how you doing?
What?
You're all stopping for me?
Yeah.
As if I had something to say?
I mean, if you want to, it's your choice.
I
You can take your time.
enjoyed this silence. That was nice.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
me too.
We could try it
This
again.
guy's a globalist. He's a
Guys,
known
fun
globalist.
fact-
But no,
about-
to get back on topic with the economy, listen, anybody who knows anything about economics, even in the smallest sense, knows we're coming into some deep shit. I mean,
No shit, dude.
recession's
Thanks to
not
you
even.
and people like
Oh,
you.
thanks to me. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm
You're a
teaching people
demon.
how to extract
Dude,
money out of billionaires, and I'm the one who's doing it.
I don't understand.
Listen,
It's
we're
not,
coming to a
it's not the
recession.
big, yeah, it's not the big businesses that are really going to suffer the worst.
It's all
like
the small
medium
businesses. I
sized.
mean, like I said earlier, 20 million people in America, okay, or 20% of Americans work in the hospitality industry.
No.
That's gone, okay? That's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. 50% of Americans work in small business, dude. They're
Exactly.
fucked.
This is going to happen. Okay. Now, the point is, instead of sitting and bitching about it or pointing fingers, the best thing to do is to teach people how to prepare for it. Okay. Does a stimulus
gun.
check
Stop
does a stimulus check from the government help? Yeah, in the short term, but not
I
in the
don't
long
think you
term.
know how at this point.
Do you think that the local credit unions, who are the ones that actually lend out money to small businesses, are getting any of this fucking stimulus bailout money? No, it's going to be J.P. Morgan, it's going to be Wells Fargo, it's going to be Citibank, and they're just going to get this at zero interest. The best thing anybody could do right now, okay, is either A, refinance the shit out of their student loans or their mortgages right now with low interest rates. People can look for other jobs, save, and get the fuck out of debt because it's coming. All right, there's nothing you could do about it. It ain't my fault. It's not Byron's
Your fault.
You know,
It's your
yeah,
fault,
okay,
sir.
buddy.
These are opinions.
100%. Those are your opinions. And 4 weeks ago, I remember everybody saying, don't create a fucking chaos spear out of this. It's not a big deal. But you guys were shorting everything.
How does that
fucking
matter?
making money.
We saw this coming and we jumped on. Let me explain something to you. Those
Yeah,
stocks are
go
going to go
ahead.
down, and
Clint.
someone's going to make money
Yeah,
on the other end of
yeah.
it. It's either going to be
Yeah.
a millionaire sitting on Wall Street or me and the people in my chat. Who do you
None
think
of-
knows that
none of
money
them-
more?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Clint, let me just say that like the market was going to react to this regardless of whether or not people are shorting those
100%
stocks.
will, and I saw that. But that's the thing, like these grimy motherfuckers that are just fucking the economy right now.
They're not
like
fucking
the
economy.
stock
You
market.
just said you get it, and then you go back to the previous point you had. That coronavirus is fucking the economy. Not
Guys,
the people
Clint
who
played a game of Monopoly
Clint-
once. He
can you-
understands, okay?
Can Clint please just explain how do shorting stocks hurt the economy? Can you just explain that real quick?
He doesn't
Without
know.
anybody interrupting him. No, I really want to hear this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay. So you have the withholding on
Please
Hilton
shut the fuck up and let him
Boeing.
explain. Go.
You have the withholdings on Hilton and Boeing that are already weak after 2 weeks in, right? They're literally, if we go through this shit for another month, those companies are probably going to fold. I don't know if you know this or not, but Hilton and Boeing are both companies that are pretty imperative.
When you say go through this, do you think the companies are being hurt by people shorting the stock?
Yes, absolutely,
How?
I do.
He doesn't know how
Absolutely,
shorting
I
works.
do.
Wait, no, I
do.
Clint, are you aware that the fact that
Explain to me how shorting works, thank you.
Clint, are you aware that if you're on the long side of the position, you stand to make a lot
I'm
of
aware
money?
that I'm a yellow belt in karate, dude.
Destiny,
I just want to hear him explain.
You're
why he's
wasting your
just-
time.
Well,
He
yeah, but
doesn't know.
at the very least, have him admit that, and then don't ever bring it up again, because we've had this come up for like 30 minutes of this conversation of that
Dude,
shorters
I've
are
been
destroying.
trying to move on to blaming China for this whole fucking thing. I've been
Okay,
trying
even
to-
better.
Can we stop talking about like shorting stocks, hurting companies? Because it's such a waste of time. It's not true. That's not
Can
how
we-
any of these
can we have
markets
the
work.
It's really a waste of time because that's how the economy.
Okay, I just want to say I personally
pointless
don't know
'cause
what
he
it
doesn't
means.
know what he's talking about.
I want to say I don't know
I
what
know
it means,
exactly
but
what I'm
I would
talking about.
like.
Look at that view, Byron.
Listen,
You
listen.
know what you're talking about.
I would like the short person here, Sliker, to explain what it means.
Stop. Slicker's not even here. Okay, let's
Nice.
not talk about Slicker.
Hilarious.
Talk about me.
So
All right.
back to the, but if we're getting
Well, maybe wait. Maybe Bob is the best person to explain this because this is like an unprecedented event that's never happened before. So, as our resident virgin, maybe he should be in charge of explaining what's going on.
All right, let's.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
When did I
when
get the
you're
title Resident Virgin? I thought I owned that since like.
honestly, it's a pretty cool technique. Like you could just go to Google and you just type it as.
So
what
hold on,
is-
but I want to ask you
what is
directly. Hold
shorting?
on, I want to ask the stock guy directly.
It's
do you
awesome.
think?
And
Do
then
you
it
think
comes up.
stock guy? Do you think? Do you
In
think,
finance, a short sale.
Bob
is
Seven.
not
Bob
a
Seven.
small
1 second.
obligation to deliver to a buyer.
Bob
a financial
Seven.
asset that the seller does not own. If that obligation to deliver is immediate, the seller must borrow that asset at the very instant of the sale.
100%.
There
These
you go,
motherfuckers
a-hole.
keep coming at us, Raj, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay,
right
Clint,
now,
Clint, hold
the
on.
only currency is ammunition, dude. That's it.
Now I want to start drinking again. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so stock guy, I want to ask you this more directly. I want to ask more directly to get back on topic. Do you think that the economic impact is worth the social distancing response?
At this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're too far past that point. This is the social distancing is to stop the spread. The idea is to stop it, the pain as short as possible to get to recovery as soon as possible. But that's not how this is going to work. I mean, we were living. I mean, the market being at the S&P being at 33,000 was just a complete. For those who don't understand, the market was way too far in a bubble. We got $15 trillion in consumer debt.
3,300.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was 339 before we came down. But the issue is that all of these small businesses. I mean, I live here in Florida. Okay, basically the last one of the coastal states to actually start shutting shit down. I mean, we started seeing this come with South by Southwest, TwitchCon, all of these ones. All the local economies and all the small businesses are going to get absolutely destroyed, which is going to cause more unemployment. More unemployment is going to lead to more people going on social programs. More social programs are going to need more money printing from the Fed. That just leads to inflation unless people actually put it back into the economy.
Yeah, well, we're kind of you're right.
So
We're in a state right now where the government's considering just handing everybody money. And
Which will
the
help
only way
in the
they
short
want
term,
to pay
it's
this
not
back
gonna
is by the
fix the
economy
problem.
growing, and the economy doubles like every 20 years or so. The whole GDP of the U.S. doubles. So in the future, we could have a chance of paying it back if there weren't more crises.
Wait,
but
Byron,
the issue
I
there
have a
is
question for you, Byron. Do you think that it's advantageous for the United States government to just pay unemployment to everyone who is unemployed through this crisis?
It's a little hard, maybe on their end, to determine who really needs it. But I guess it would be better if they determined, instead of sending it to me, they're just sending
Clint,
it to people who are in the service
think?
industry.
What do you think is the
Right.
alternative?
The alternative to that?
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I assume that's what we're heading for, which is why I stocked up on a bunch of ammunition, and I'm back in Indiana now instead of Austin, Texas.
I just,
So- You
can I
talk
say
about
something?
people creating a panic bubble like in the market and shorting stuff. I would argue that you stocking up on ammo and being ready to gun down desperate people is more of creating a public.
Okay, well, I never said I was ready to gun down desperate people. Will, that's you putting words in my mouth.
Why are you stocking up on ammo? What is that ammo for?
Wait.
Shoot the virus, dude.
I have a grid.
Right out of the air.
Are you gonna shoot the coronavirus?
Hold on. Will, I have a grid around my house. It's called my property line, which I wouldn't like people to impose on. However, if things really hit the fucking fan and they do impose on it because of people like the stock guy who are demons who are
I don't
fucking
think
the
anyone's
economy.
trying to come near you. Don't worry.
Okay, well, you're good at eating
Hell yeah,
food,
Pokimane,
and that's
fucking
about
get his
it.
ass.
That's about it.
$20 says he's actually staying in his garage right
Can I
now.
ask you a question?
What the fuck do you mean I'm underground, bitch?
If we didn't do all this social distancing, wouldn't like the spread of the virus fuck the economy just a little bit later than it is currently like right now? Because if we let everyone go to work and we shut nothing down, all the virus spreading, all the people having to call into work or not be able to work because of the virus would have huge social and huge economic impact. Just it'd be months later instead of right
Wes,
now.
we can't stop what's coming.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally, the government is
Taking
doing
preventative action.
Wait. What do you mean we
doing
can't
is
stop
correct.
what's coming? I swear to God, a week ago, everybody was fucking memeing this shit and just laughing.
I'm still
about
meaning it, but if there's a big difference between memeing and your actual actions, right?
I'm talking about economically. I'm talking about money. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm talking to Clint. He doesn't understand what money is.
No.
So
I
it's a
understand
thing
what
that we
money
get
is.
and we use
It's
to
the
buy
root
things.
of all evil. Shout out Jesus Christ, our Lord.
I
and
have a
Savior.
pressing concern. So when I first joined this call, Pokimane, you were eating a plate of food, and I just noticed you just ate your second plate of food. That's a little concerning. What's going on?
No, it was the same plate of food. I
She's
just
doing
didn't finish it.
That is what she does. She spits at me,
Also,
the poor people,
Bob,
and then just continues.
Things will never work out with me and anyone that is trying to limit my intake of food. I just want you to know that.
I'll give you anything you need.
You just moved down one step on the ladder.
Just saying.
Hey, Pokimane, I'm not a big fan of limiting food. I've been doing it my whole life, so I mean, I can help.
Shout out fat people.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to King of the Hill with Rajj.
I think we can come to a common agreement here. Like, obviously, we're destined for disaster here. With
Clint,
this
we
whole
are
thing.
all commonly agreeing. You're the only one not.
No. I think that, like, if we just put all the fat people on an island, we would probably be okay at this point.
Why are you talking about
That's
fat?
what I'm
You'd
talking
probably
about.
go with them, wouldn't you?
When this
Okay, I
goes
have a
full
question.
blown and people really start dying off and all the food's gone, you need us to kill to eat. Okay, we're your food source. You
All
don't
right,
get rid of
You want
us.
us to eat you, Wes?
Raj,
I don't care. I've kind
Raj,
of always wanted to be eaten. I've never gotten a
You think
blowjob.
you're-
I've heard it sounds pretty cool.
What do you think?
Wesley, I would never eat you. My blood pressure would go up by like 80.
Sorry.
I am
Raj.
the Wagyu beef of American fat people.
Go ahead,
You know what
Bob.
I mean?
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
My fat is so.
Bob,
my
go ahead,
meat
Bob.
is so goddamn marble. Yeah, because I used to be incredibly athletic.
Go ahead,
I saw
Bob.
that muscle.
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
Okay, yeah.
So, Raj, I just want to give you a heads up. You could take a nap. I could take off hosting because I do want to talk about as the next topic. Do you guys think that fat people is a protected class?
Bob, that's enough. Thank you, Bob.
No.
Thank you, Bob.
Dude, I saw this
Let's
TikTok,
continue.
dude.
Let's continue with the conversation that we were having. Is anybody, Nymn? I'd like to get your perspective because we haven't really heard from you very much, and I want to give you an opportunity to speak.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
We were talking about the social distancing
And
measures
now we're
being
talking
too
about
extreme.
Casey Tron's band.
Oh, are we back
Well,
on?
we were talking about the economy, like the impact on economy versus. I think it's hard to, because you keep saying like, should we blah blah blah, and the U.S. is such a massive country for starters, and then I don't know if you're talking about the world or whatever. So it seems like it would be appropriate for each state to kind of, or like you have to look at it because the problem is that you can shut everything down and get through this thing, or you can have everything open and it's going to be a disaster. But there's going to have to be some kind of a balance in between. So when you ask the question, I'm not sure, like,
Well,
are
the
you
whole world's
specifically
gonna have
talking about?
economic
I want to go on
What are you
record and
specifically
say
talking
that
about?
I
Otherwise,
care,
it's impossible to answer.
I care about everyone in
about
America.
Sweden.
The old.
Okay, I'd love. We could talk about from your perspective from Sweden. Obviously, that's your perspective. So
Well, like most countries in Europe are doing it a bit stricter than Sweden is actually. And like Norway and Switzerland, for example, are going pretty strict now, but they can also afford it. I think Sweden probably can as well. I think they're doing it gradually. Here's I think a big problem with shutting things down or telling people to stay the fuck home is that people are stupid. Even in Italy, like they're catching 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 people are still going outside throwing parties, barbecues, and all the kinds of stuff, right? So people are stupid and bad at following instructions unless you take it to China level. So you have to be very careful when shit really hits the fan. You need to be sure that people are obedient. And if you've been dragging this process out for too long, they're going to be fed up with it.
What's China level to you, Nymn?
Yeah.
China level is they were doing surveillance
Welding
inside
doors
people's homes.
shut?
They were. Was that?
Welding doors shut.
Sure.
Apartment
Yeah.
complexes.
I think the people are
Sure.
stupid.
Surveilling people
about
at
everything.
home, tracking people through their phones, all kinds of stuff.
The
Right?
people are stupid part. It's not so much stupidity as we have an evolutionary desire to be social, right? And then when people are all quarantined, they're getting like cabin fever, and they start wanting to. They're not thinking long term. Yeah, if you call it stupid, and they want to go out and do something, right? Because they'll start losing their minds.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily stupidity. It's just how humans are.
True. That's why Rectal. If you ever get lonely,
the fact remains, whatever you.
I just want to say, if anybody ever gets lonely here, especially Rectal, I'm here for you. Any of you guys. That's
You want
everyone.
to just call me one-on-one?
Anyone, I would hang out with you guys. All of you guys are cool.
So what do you guys have as content creators? I heard of this. This is interesting because as influencers, if you will, do you feel that like there's like this massive call out, right, by like people like Arnold and other celebrities that are like making these Twitter
who has
videos.
the best Arnold impression?
No, making these call outs for like to stay inside and practice social distancing. Do you think that these celebrities and famous people or whatnot that are cooped up in their multi-million-dollar mansions, do you think that their message is effective?
Great question.
I think there's a right way to do that, and then I think there's a right way to do that, and I think there's a wrong way to do that. The right way to do that is like Simon Pegg and William Frost, the guys from Shaun of the Dead, redoing their scene from the movie. Like it's like this like kind of tidbit for fans where they're like, wow, this has entertainment value on its own, but it also sends a message. That's decent. The wrong way to do it is like all those fucking stuffy celebrities singing Imagine, dude. That was
awesome.
Hold
Offensive, dude.
on, it's incredibly cringe, right? But the effect it's going to have is always going to be net positive. No one's going to see that and say, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to go outside.
No.
There are a lot of people who love celebrities, and they're going to take that, and they're going to it's going to mean more to them, and so it'll influence more people to social distance. It's never going to have a net negative effect. Yes, it was cringe, but it's still going to have a positive effect.
But it's also so fucking tone deaf for all these celebrities that literally have no financial worries at all, singing an anti-capitalist song.
Yeah, but that pisses you off about money, right?
All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
People are going to criticize you for it.
Go ahead, Destiny. Go ahead, Destiny. Destiny, go ahead.
I feel like you could do literally anything as a celebrity and people criticize you. If they make some cringe song, people say, oh, you're so privileged, you're doing whatever. If you don't say anything, people are like, oh, they're all locked up in their mansions, not doing whatever. Like, people like, there's this really fucking disgusting trend on I hate to say this, but like on the left, where you like demonize the fuck out of wealthy people. Like people are calling on these people to like contribute like all of their money just to throw at all of the economy. Like, I'm pretty sure collectively, like all of these people doing it with power, like U.S. jobs for half a day. Like, I don't know.
But
like,
dude,
it's
I think there's a
Will, let's hear from Will. Go ahead, Will. Will, please.
Holy shit.
I think there's a careful medium.
Bob, stop, please. Bob,
Jesus
stop.
Christ.
Go ahead, Will.
I think there's a careful medium between like, telling them to donate all their fucking possessions and then singing a song like an anti-capitalist song when literally you're a group of people that are not financially worried because of Corona to a populace that is all worried about their financial position right now.
Okay, no, the only people that
so
views it
toned
as a
down.
communist
So toned
song
down.
are people that are hardcore on the left. An average person doesn't listen to it, is like, wow, this is so praxy, dude. Like Marx was like the average person hears Imagine and they're like, oh yeah, cool. Like it's a nice song. It'd be cool if we didn't have to worry about problems and life would be cool. Also, like newsflash, like John Lennon wasn't poor either, right? Like these people, like the writer of the song was incredibly wealthy. The people that sing are incredibly wealthy. Like I don't know. I thought it was cringe, but like the idea that like
we get it. You're a coomer with your mental masturbation of hating on lefties. Every chance you get, you're going out of your way to jerk yourself off. Like, oh, I hate these lefties. They suck, and you're getting off on it mentally. I get it. You want the coom. I get it.
I would say, and I'm not gonna name
I think you
names.
mixed your memes up here, sorry, sir.
I could have swore like 3-4 weeks ago on Twitter, I saw lefties saying, "Hey, if you get this virus and you're poor, go find gated rich communities and cough at them." That's what I saw on Twitter 3-4 weeks ago. So I'm like really confused at this point.
You can't take one asshole on Twitter and attribute that to the whole.
Man, it's a pretty big ass clown. I don't know, man.
There's a lot of pretty big ass clowns on both sides and in the middle. I mean, there's people of every political affiliation that are complete fucking imbeciles. You can't see one do something wrong and attribute that to the entire party.
I don't look at it as political either way. I think people were either happy or pissed on both sides of the aisle. I just think I agree, and I hate to say this, but I agree with Destiny. It was just tone deaf. I mean, let's all just get together and
Why
make
do you
it
hate
flip.
to say it? Do you hate Destiny? Did you just disrespect Destiny? Please explain yourself. You just said
Bob.
I hate to say it. Please
Bob.
explain.
Bob. Let Stock Guy go, please. Thank
so
you.
what I'm getting at is that I do agree with him is that it's completely tone deaf. It's not a political thing. It's just, hey, let's all get together and do a clip of I Can Only Imagine. I mean, okay, like he said, listen, people are going to bitch about no matter what. If they don't do anything, if they do something, not. I just feel like in that position, just like as influencers ourselves, we have a position, we have in our capability and capacity to do good with a message, whether it's at the end of the day, remembering to, that the forgotten heroes here are going to be all the people in the medical field. I mean, you got nurses and doctors out there working 16, 18-hour days, going home. They can't get a break. They got to come back in. No one remembers that. So if
Did you know that in a lot of European countries now at 8 p.m. every evening, people go out and clap their hands for all of those people?
Medical professionals are the true fucking heroes right now.
I mean, they're the heroes right now.
They're putting themselves at risk and working insane amounts of hours, staying away from their own fucking families.
Not just the medical professionals, but all the people. Like everybody's talking about how panicked they are buying groceries, but there's a reason why there's still groceries and shit available in the United States. Like everybody that's running the trucks, all the supply lines, the stockers that are stocking everything, people that are still working restaurants. Like there's a lot of.
Now, what happens when those supply chains get broken, though? What happens if those distribution and supply chains slow down and get broken? That's
a great, interesting question.
That is the biggest concern we have as a mass population. Is forget being locked at home. Forget being, groups. If the supply and distribution lines get disrupted in any way, that is where actual shit is going to hit the fan.
Clint, will you let me into your bunker if that happens?
100%, dude. I bought a bidet and some chicken. So I think we're good. I got like
what are you guys doing? Just out of curiosity, what are you guys doing to prepare for the in your preparation?
Underground, dude.
Just
I spent $200 on the ramen pack.
What have you guys done? How has your daily life changed? What have you done to prepare yourself for this sort of quarantine? Have you?
I ran out of toilet paper. I've been wiping my ass with my hand.
One of the best things I think. Just the best thing you can do right now is if you are supplying or stocking up, is instead of going to Costco, Walmart, and all those places, go to your local family-owned small businesses to buy your shit. Not only do they have the stuff in stock, they need people's help more than anything. So if you're going to go out and get supplies, please, for the love of God, go support your local small businesses. They need all the help they can get right now.
All right, let's take a vote. Let's get the straw poll.
The exotic
great idea.
Let's get the straw poll out here. We're gonna vote for you want to keep, not kick. Then we're gonna move on to the next round. Royale is passing.
I think what Destiny was saying earlier about how whatever the fuck celebrities do in a time of crisis like this, if they don't talk or if they do talk, they get hated on because they have the money to do something. Even if they did, the weird part is, even if they did donate their money to the government or something, like the government does dumb shit like to invest in the DMV and nuclear bombs. We really, I don't necessarily trust that they would put it to good use.
Yeah. And even when you do see wealthy people donating, you see people criticizing them for not donating enough. That's what blows my fucking mind.
The Imagine video really doing something? Because half of them didn't even frame the fucking shot right. They're like, they had so much. It looked like a fucking FaceTime call from a dad, dude. Like, they spent 10 seconds on the fucking thing, and we act like.
Can we play this video right now?
Fuck that video. That video fucking sucked.
It's so
I thought the video was cool. Just FYI.
A lot of them were very hot.
You did.
See, people like Clint is why the video's not so bad. They're too stupid to understand what's actually happening. They're like, well, fucking some celebrity told me to stay inside.
Hold on, Wes. What's actually happening? Enlighten me, you dumb fuck. Can you say it? No, you got nothing.
Actually happening? What?
Yeah, what's happening?
How awful it would be if everyone was still outside, just spreading among each other. The amount of casualties being 100.
Really? Because again, I swear to God, last weekend you were at a toga party with us.
Yeah, I was.
You didn't say anything about a virus.
Because I've already been infected, dude. I was infected.
Wes, do you think that you going to a party like that is irresponsible?
It was irresponsible, and that's when I realized that I've been home ever since. I haven't left my house in 8 days.
What? You wouldn't ever leave your house otherwise. It's the only time you go
No,
out.
dude, it takes. This happens all the time where I have a wrong take and then I understand, like I see stats. I'm like, oh wait, I'm being a fucking idiot. And then
Go
I
ahead and hey, chat. Vote for you want to keep.
Shame in that.
Vote for you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not
I
kick.
talked to you that
I
night. You were so
present an
full of
idea, Raj.
shit.
I tried to do a little bit earlier. I think that we could one up the celebrities. I think it would be more cringe if we sang Imagine right now. And if you guys are up for it, I think we can make the front page.
I think only Pokimane should see it.
Wait. So you
I don't even think I should.
No, guys, Raj, count us in. You guys
no,
know
I'm
the
not
words?
gonna. I'm not gonna. I don't think the bed.
Oh, heaven. Yeah, go ahead, Clint.
Imagine if we didn't have to do this.
The words, dude. Can I? Hey, Wayne, can you pull up the words on the?
Do you guys really? I don't think we should do that. I don't know why we would do.
Actually making me want to break quarantine.
What's up, Train?
I'm gonna
All right.
go outside. If
All right, so let's
You guys, you're just.
All right, the votes are coming in.
Ego,
Go ahead and
just embarrass yourself.
go ahead and vote in the poll. Keep voting in the poll. I think it keeps breaking, but do your best to vote.
By the way, Pokimane, you're doing great.
Well, I think this is,
we're on track to pull out the win. So
My
if we
only
both keep it up,
suggestion
we're
to
gonna pull it
you
home.
is to just calm down on the violence, man. Violence
Vote, chat. Vote for you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. All right.
Jesus is the answer.
All right, Bob7, you won the round again. Congratulations. You must choose between two people, Clint or Wes, to remove from the show.
So Wes and Clint, you guys are close friends. So I actually have faith in you. If you want to take a second to talk with each other, if you think that one of you deserves a spot more than the other, I'd like to hear the case.
My case is I'm going to live longer than him.
That's very true. That's very true.
That's
exactly. I'm practically a Make-A-Wish kid. If you eliminate me, you're just disrespecting everyone, dude. I'm gonna die soon.
I don't know that you're disrespecting anyone. I would say this.
If you're gonna live longer than him, Clint, shouldn't you give him a chance to talk when this is his last?
No. I get that. But he's been very irresponsible. I saw him at a party last weekend, and now all of a sudden he's the stay inside guy.
Yeah,
I'm not the stay inside guy.
I am, dude.
I have a
didn't
question.
realize the gravity of the situation.
Raj, if we're looking for diversity, would we rather someone who's poor or fat?
Oh my God, Bob. That's not what this is about.
You got any food
This isn't even real denim, dude. This is fake denim, dude.
Bob, this is your choice, of course.
All right, Clint, how much do you have in your bank account right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd have to look at it, but I would say like negative 14, like 35. I had to fly home from Austin. So.
And Wes, for you, how much do you weigh?
325.
Fuck this.
Hold on, guys. Bob.
Fuck, Raj, this is the toughest part of the show. I guess
Maybe you should ask Pokey for it.
All right, so
yeah, you could ask Pokey. I mean, that's could be also.
Yo, Queen. What's up, girl?
Not much. You.
Do you have a preference?
Okay, eliminate me, please. God, I don't want to hear anymore.
I will eliminate Wes because I think Clint's doing a good job exhausting the other contestants, and I think that is setting me up for a win because there's so much shit that you can listen to with wanting to just X out. So Clint is doing me a favor. He is
shout out Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Jesus Christ. So Wes, I respect. I can't say that genuinely. I don't respect you, but
why not? What have I done to make you disrespect me? Why don't you do
a lot of things, dude? A lot of things.
Is it because I'm fat? I know you're a known fat.
No.
How about the time you tried to kill Wild Wayne?
All right.
Did I try to
Wes,
kill Wild Wayne?
This is the reason you're getting voted off. So I follow you on Twitter, and I saw that you took a little bit of a break streaming, right? And you came back from the break. And you were like, all right, I'm live streaming Gordon Ramsay. So you're like, hey, guys, back from the break to phone it in.
I didn't take a break.
What do you mean? You took like a 2-week break like a month ago.
No, I didn't.
What?
I haven't the longest I've had off is like 3 days, maybe
3 days.
All right, this is not.
Regardless, okay.
We can move on.
Okay, so who are you kicking, Bob?
Wes.
Thanks,
whatever.
Bob. Appreciate it.
Pepperoni.
Okay, Bob. Kicking Wes from the show. Wes, go ahead and shout out your channel.
Thanks, everyone. It was fun. This is a really good cast. I'm excited to see where this goes. Twitch.tv/Wes, by the way.
Thank you, Wes.
Thanks.
Bye. Take care.
See you, Wes.
All right,
Bye.
let's move on. Eventually, we'll get to a round where we kick 2 people at one time. I'm sure that'll come a little bit later. Let's see here. So, Let's move into a different topic. Let's see here. So recently, look, Destiny.
Chinese virus. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so
I got it. I'll host the show.
Bob,
Raj.
hold
You
on
can
1 second.
sound-
No, Bob, that's enough. Thank you. Destiny.
Yeah, what's up?
You said this at the beginning.
Are you voting me off?
No, we're
Oh,
not
sorry.
voting you off. You said this at the beginning of the show, or no, the beginning of the year, that you would not talk about any banned streamer topics.
This I just not like general like is Twitch inconsistent. This is okay.
Yeah, okay. The Casey-tron topic is okay. Is that okay? Because I know you said you would leave immediately if we were to. Okay. So recently, Casey-tron was banned over a joke she told to on one of our dating shows, actually, on this channel. So my question to you is, and I'll go into the joke. I can't really repeat the joke. I suppose.
Just repeat it.
I'll say
Raj, it made you laugh.
What was
didn't
the? I gotta. She report. I gotta quote it somehow.
Wow.
So in the
I'm
joke.
afraid of the TOS. Even in quotes, I'm afraid of the TOS. Oh no.
So let's see.
Turn
Hold
on
on.
your
I'm
camera
trying to get the joke here. I'm trying to so I can read it here.
Wait. So we're confirming that.
So
it is
basically,
a joke?
yeah. So basically, what Casey-tron
confirmation that
said
it's a joke?
in quotes, and I quote: Casey-tron said, "We would leave quarantine and we would try to spread it as much as possible because the world would be a better place without old and poor people." That is what the joke that she said was. She has since come out and said that was inappropriate and it was a poor reflection of herself and how she has, she said it was a horrible joke, bad timing. So the question that I have is, what do you guys think of it? Do you think that the ban was deserved? Do you think that the joke was inappropriate? I'd love to hear your
I'll go
opinions on
first.
this.
So I'm pretty curious. Was it the old people that got her banned, or was it the poor? Twitch's
Bob.
terms of service, they do have old people as a protected class, but they don't have the poor. So does this mean like any
What
streamer can
defines
just
an old person, Bob?
can they just openly shit on the poor? Is that something that's like
Yeah, that's
allowed?
what
Like
I'm saying.
what if
How
another
old? Like,
hypothetical?
what's a bank
Like,
account? And
what
what's
if a streamer said like poor people and old people? I hate one of them, but I won't say which. Like what would Twitch do about that?
So I'd like to broaden the discussion away from just Clint and Bob. If there's any other people that would like to speak on it.
I haven't even put my input on it yet.
Well, thank you, Clint. I know we're going to get there, but I'd like to broaden the discussion to other people
All
if
right,
anybody else
I'm gonna
has
take a piss while we broaden it.
an
dude.
opinion on it.
Shut up, God.
Go ahead,
It
Nim.
was an indefinite.
No, go ahead, Nim.
It was an indefinite ban, and it was her first suspension ever. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So, like, is
It
anyone
was really her
gonna take
first
the
suspension?
yeah. So, is anyone gonna take the position that that wasn't too harsh of a punishment?
Well, I don't know.
That's
Maybe
like
you'd
it
be
really
maybe you'd be the person to take it. I don't
No,
know.
I'm asking right now if anyone wants to shout
no,
out.
I think it's yeah.
Do we have confirmation that is actually what got her banned, or is that what
That is
the rumor is?
we have confirmation from her Twitter account that is what got her banned. Yes.
That's what she said.
So
Well, Twitch never makes a statement.
Let's just say that
Twitch will never make a public statement. But yeah, Sliker, go ahead.
let's just say that at the moment Twitch is too sensitive with like jokes like that. Little jokes, man. Like they need to chill. Like, dude, whatever she said, just laugh it off, man. You taking it to heart. Like, I don't think anyone was actually offended over that, right?
Well, I think what's happening obviously is that like Twitch pretty much answers to its advertisers, and when you have like a joke like that happen so publicly and get clipped, advertisers get very worried, especially in like this time of like recession. So you
Was
don't
this
want
like going viral though? I don't think this was like that.
I know, but still, like you understand like why it came down, right? Like it's just it's like
I don't actually. I'm like,
I don't
to,
either.
to be clear, like
what
Casey
my
also
comment
is Casey like literally is like pretty progressive. Both
Wait,
of her
Will, do
parents, she comes from a poor family, so like her more than anyone like is using this as a coping mechanism. She's obviously not serious when she says these things.
well, that's
she's obviously not serious, but like if you talk to a fucking advertiser who doesn't actually watch Twitch and doesn't know its
That's such
character.
a stupid take, Will. Do you know what Viacom is? It's like the most leftist company on earth. They support Comedy Central, which is South Park, by the way. Okay, so if you're gonna tell me that advertisers have an issue with this, like you have to sit there and tell me that they have an issue with South Park. They don't.
Clint, you thinking
Clint,
Will's take is a
Clint,
stupid take is a
Clint,
stupid take.
Clint,
Shit, Pokimane, you have been
dude,
on
dude,
my
dude,
dick.
dude,
Yo,
Clint,
I'm
Clint,
sorry. I have been memeing you a bit.
back off Pokimane.
I actually do
Clint,
completely agree with
First
Will
warning,
here.
back off Pokimane. If you say something again, I'll give you a second warning.
Third warning. Shut up.
I can
All right.
imagine
The
this
weird thing is that, like, I don't think-
absolutely being the kind of thing that
Destiny,
Twitch
go.
is extremely
Yeah, go ahead,
worried
Will.
about
Go ahead,
going
Will.
viral as a clippable moment on Twitch. And
Yeah.
if they don't ban her, then that's somehow representing what they think is okay
Will,
being
and
on the
dude,
platform.
and you
However,
brought up
do I
Let her
think
finish.
an indefinite ban with no prior suspensions is justified?
Oh, you cut out
Wow,
Pokey.
Raj, you muted her?
No,
That's
I didn't.
rude.
She cut out. Pokey. Oh, I can't even hear. Hello, can Destiny? Can I hear? Can you hear me?
I could read lips.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Pokey,
you want me to-
could you say what you said real quick? Again.
Yes, I said that Casey
I
Chan
don't
is an
think an
absolute
indefinite
queen.
Ban.
When she had no
100%.
previous
Oh yeah,
suspensions.
okay, now we can hear you. Finish what you said.
Yeah, I was just saying I don't think that justifies an indefinite ban with no
Yeah,
prior.
100%.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I agree with that. All I was saying is,
too, Will.
Clint, all I was saying is I can follow the logic, and you bringing up South Park, that's really sorts like you have a short memory because when South Park started, the first 2 seasons, it was totally nuclear, man. Like
That's not a short memory. That was 23 years ago. That's a pretty long memory.
Okay, but let me finish. There was like mass hysteria about South Park. Like people were worried that their children were going to be influenced by this evil cartoon, and like South Park came under immense fire, like nationwide fire.
I agree that.
Like, and then South Park had years of success. And then because of those years of success, advertisers became much more comfortable with a body of work that people were familiar with. Advertisers, I'm a big fan of Casey Tron, but advertisers don't actually watch Twitch. I'm sorry, man. They don't actually watch our shit. They come in, they see people with big viewer counts, so they don't know Casey Tron's character. I do. I think she's an amazing content creator. All I'm saying is I could follow the logic of why it happened.
Okay, now I can follow the logic.
Real quick, Clint.
Satire's been protected since 1997, baby.
What does that have to
That's
do
what
with
it's
anything?
literally.
No,
Are you
that's
serious? She was using
Destiny,
satire.
Clint. After you finish, go ahead,
Isn't that
Destiny,
like a
please.
constitutional fucking like case or some shit about like right to freedom of speech?
Well,
The only-
No shit.
Destiny,
only
I'd like to hear
reason-
your take. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. The only reason why I think it's weird is that like if this would have gone like fucking front page of like all of Reddit or some shit, I could see it. Like I would still disagree with it, but I could see them be like, oh fuck, we gotta ban it or whatever. But like, I mean, like a joke like this, I'm pretty sure we've all made like random fucking jokes whenever there's been like 20 different like apocalyptic tier jokes that have happened. Like how many people made jokes related to like Kobe and the fucking helicopter shit and nobody got banned over that? Or like I'm sure that how many people in here made like, oh, I'm ready for some World War III shit jokes or whatever. Nobody got banned for that.
Or
And
you
then like
and Mr. Mooten in the hospital.
Sure, yeah, I got banned for that. But that was like more specific. I can, even if I think it's bullshit, I can understand that. But like the idea that like you would get banned for like random, like, oh well, here's the fucking plague. Like I hope it kills whatever, blah blah blah. Like I don't know, like it. I mean, like I can kind of, I mean, I can understand it, like if it went like super viral, but that was never gonna go viral. I don't even
Does
think
anybody
it's like
believe that like these statements actually align with Casey's political
That's
views?
not. That's not relevant. That's not relevant.
No,
That
it
has
is.
no bearing on anything whatsoever. It doesn't matter. That's totally irrelevant. That has no bearing on anything whatsoever.
Okay.
It doesn't matter at all.
I'll ask you a
That's
question.
busy.
Okay, so like when the Chapo dudes joke like, "Oh yes, someone should give Joe Biden the coronavirus," do you think that's more harmful because
We're
know
not
they
talking
actually...
about what's harmful. We're just talking about whether or not somebody should have been banned for making a joke.
Do you think it's important if it's harmful or not? Do you think that's important?
My point was irrelevant.
Because whether or not satire is defended in 1997, it's nothing to do with whether.
Well, you
or
also
not
have to understand that
wasn't
Twitch
my
is a
point. That
private
wasn't my
company.
point.
Okay, Twitch is a private company. They don't have to keep up with the whole freedom of speech. But
Right, they're allowed to do anything.
I may be the only one here, but I think there's something more to this. I think that it might be there's a chance that there might be something more to this that we don't know. I agree with Pokimane. I don't think that just one time saying an off-color joke like this without a previous ban gets you indefinitely banned. I'm just wondering because we've only heard her side of it because we never will from Twitch. There might be more to
Maybe she's on the radar.
A stock guy. My
Like,
point
since some time
was
back.
everybody said it was advertising issues, right? So then I threw out Viacom and South Park. Okay, I wasn't comparing 1997 to now, Destiny. What I was saying was you can't really say it's an advertising issue when you have shows like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and fucking South Park killing
Dude,
it on
are those
mainstream
shows on
networks.
fucking Twitch?
No shit, they're not on Twitch. They're on cable, which should be more fucking policed than Twitch.
You're
Actually,
talking. You're
to be
talking
fair,
about
there is
sometimes it's the
advertising
other way
company.
around.
There is one problem with comparing a TV show to a live stream is that everyone is on board that a TV show is scripted and most of them are based on jokes and stuff. And live stream, you're not always certain. You know, the person could be genuine, saying whatever.
Destiny, do you really not
Casey
think it
Tron's
matters?
been on since
That's a great point,
2021,
Nym. Does anybody want to? Did anybody want to dispute Nym's point that?
Yes, she's been joking since 2010, dude. She's been satire queen.
But my question to you, Clint, would be: how would how would the advertisers know that?
My question to you,
point?
Raj, would be, why did you ask that question to her? Why?
What?
Because that's what I would answer.
How could you, Raj? This is your fault.
Would you kiss this person if they had coronavirus? Is that not the question you asked?
Yes, I did ask that question.
So then why did you ask that question? Because that's the fucking answer I would have given too.
Wait, what? That you were gonna you would have given the Casey Tron answer talking about eliminating
100% I would have. 100%
the other population? You think that's a
Yeah.
reasonable response, Clint?
Raj.
You didn't say it wasn't a reasonable response when it happened. You laughed.
And goodbye, movement watches. This is your last show.
As a little bit of a tip, I just want to say, like, dumb questions usually get dumb answers, like, as a general rule.
Exactly.
Oof.
Oh, okay. All right.
Raj is sweating now.
I'm very much sweating.
That much saying you did nothing wrong, Raj. You're in the clear.
Okay, thank you.
I honestly don't think you did anything wrong either, Raj. But you know this show, you know this platform, you know it's satire across the fucking board, especially with people like Casey Tron.
Right.
You can't sit there and honestly tell me that you think she should have been banned. Especially
No, I don't think she. No, I don't think she should have been banned. No, I don't think she should have been banned. No, I absolutely. I said this the day after it happened that I do not think she should have been banned. I think that the joke was probably inappropriate in the context of everything, but it was her first offense. You couldn't clear it at the very least. It was just inappropriate in the context of everything happening. You could clearly tell it was a joke. You could clearly tell that it wasn't her actual political views. I don't think she should have been banned. I absolutely think it was way too severe.
I think there's more to this. I think there's more to this that we don't know about because we only heard from her.
Does anyone know how widespread the clip ended up being? How many views it got?
Well, also,
because a lot of you guys keep saying like if you hear her say it, but you got to remember a lot of people just read headlines and that's it, right?
And also Twitch could have been doing it.
If LSF defends you, you know you're in the right. Like LSF didn't even fucking say anything about it.
Twitch could have been doing it as like a canary in the mine to like make all the other creators more tight about talking about Corona too, just so that a bigger clip doesn't ever go viral of someone saying something like it. You know what I mean? Like it could have been a tactic. If you're looking for conspiracy theory, there it is. Twitch wanted to scare other content creators into not talking about.
Well, how about this?
I want to be the first person.
I would argue that anyone who was making a joke out of this 3 or 4 weeks ago and saying it wasn't that big of a deal did way more harm than Casey Tron did with her joke. I would say that. And
Can I add something?
90% of this.
Yes. Play it. Pokimane wants to speak. Go ahead, Pokimane.
Go ahead, Pokimane.
Not to go against what Casey has said on her Twitter, but I also find it very hard to believe that this was the reason or the only reason, because I feel like if that was the case, Raj should have gotten some sort of a warning or reprimanded in some manner as well. Because typically when you have TOS content on your channel, perhaps the person actually doing it will get in trouble, but the person whose channel it's hosted on typically also gets in a lot of trouble.
So for our next topic of the evening, should Raj Patel have been banned? Should Raj be banned right now?
I don't know.
Hello, my name is
Babu.
Babu.
But I will say this, I said, every fucking person who was joking about the coronavirus 3-4 weeks ago, memeing it up, saying, "Oh man, I can get a fucking flight to Hawaii for $56," should be banned because that was exponentially more detrimental than what Casey.
It could be detrimental, but they don't know. People don't understand.
I know people think I should have. I know people think I should have been banned. I took proactive measures and I took 5 out of the 7 days off last week, just as in protest. Okay.
So
I took 5 out of the 7 days off last week. I can't control whether Twitch bans me or not, but I did take 5 out of the 7 days off, so that should be a little bit of a.
I still think there's more to the story. I really do. We only
I
had
just want to say, like, you know, if Twitch wants to be actually consistent about this, if they're going to ban Casey, then they should censor, like, everybody should censor the B word. We shouldn't be allowed to say the B word anymore.
100%. Well, what if you say the B word? What if you just call them the B word?
It starts with B and ends with R. There's a couple of O's in there.
What?
Oh, yeah, 100%. No, I understand
Boomer?
what you're saying.
Raj!
Oh, okay.
All right, I take it back, Raj. You should be permanently banned.
All right. Oh, thank
Raj,
you.
You were there for the whole show, Raj. Did you do anything
Yeah,
else?
Raj, where's that TikTok chick?
No. I'm just saying, is the stock guy onto something? Maybe it was something else during the show. Is there anything else you could?
Maybe
think
it was
of?
something from the week before.
I do know that Casey was being truthful when she tweeted out the reason for her ban, and when it happened on the show, my response was, "What the fuck?" sort of, Casey. But I honestly moved past it fairly quickly and didn't think anything of it. So when I heard about it, I knew exactly what it would have been referred to, but I was very, very shocked because Casey has said quite edgy and shock humor sort of things in the past.
A direct attack on satire on this platform. That's what it is.
I will white knight Casey and take the
Honestly-
ban for her instead, dude.
I mean, I'm not agreeing that she should have got the ban. Obviously, I think if that's the only reason she got banned, it's absolutely bullshit.
If you want to
What
give
I'm
her a
saying
ban, give her a
is,
3-day
how do we
ban,
know that
that's
she
it.
didn't have an issue before and she got warnings from Twitch, or maybe she was on thin ice, or maybe there was some kind of response?
I
back
can
and
speak
forth.
on that because I'm
That's
actually
all I'm
close with
saying.
Casey. There was no prior things. This was the only reason that she got banned. I've talked to her extensively about this. There was no prior conditions. There was no warnings. This was the reason.
Pretty scary, dude.
How would you
Even
describe
if
your
she
relationship
thinks
with Casey
that
Tom
or
Bob?
has heard something along
We're
those
really
lines,
close.
that doesn't.
We're not lovers. I'll tell you that much.
Pokey, finish what you were saying.
Even if that's what she thinks or she heard something along those lines, you don't really know unless you're behind the scenes, like at Twitch's band team or whatever the.
True. It could be.
Well, you kind of do because you kind of do. Because, I'm sorry, I thought someone was going to say some real dumb shit.
Did you
again.
just come?
No. Okay, so you kind of do because in terms of being in contact with your account manager, if a suspension like this comes down, they're probably communicating. They're working as a liaison. What is it?
Liaison.
Yeah.
Liaison. Dumb shit. Liaison.
Between
Destiny,
you,
my point is not every account manager is that good.
but yeah, sure, I understand. Bob's probably talked to Keystone more than I have, but like as far as I'm aware, and I talked to Keystone quite a bit personally, like that was the case, like that she is in contact with her account manager, and that they're going back and forth between trust and safety to figure out like what's able to be appealed, what's not able to be appealed, and that's like a really active conversation that like all parties are involved in right now. Now it's possible that everybody is lying or some shit, but like I don't think there was a mysterious like other thing that happened that like nobody's talking about. Like it was over this singular joke, and then this is what's happening, and like yeah, there isn't like any confusion there as far as I'm aware.
No,
Destiny,
but
what
again,
feelings go on in your head when other people are saying really dumb shit that you strongly disagree with, but you can't talk because they're all talking at the same
All right,
time?
I
that's
can't
a
really
good
tell you
point.
what feelings go into my head because at this state I think I'd be banned
That's a good
for saying
point.
it.
So I ask everybody be silent. Reckful, take the floor.
Well, he just had the floor. What are you talking about?
No, because you want to respond to the dumb shit. Because I agree. There's a lot of dumb shit being said, not by me, of course, but
I would be curious though, Reckful. Are you referring to anybody in particular, or Destiny? Are you referring to anybody in particular saying a lot of dumb shit?
Yes, Bob 7 is driving me fucking
name
crazy.
one dumb thing I said.
And it's driving me. I cried those two.
All right, yeah,
Destiny, stop flipping. Oh, look at.
cut is
Can you actually
terrible.
answer a question? This is Destiny's debate tactics again. He's not going to answer actually
He cannot
questions.
answer a question.
Answer the question. What did I say that was
Every
dumb?
other thing either of these guys says makes
Oh,
Do
sense.
you
every-
love black people?
Name one dumb thing, Destiny. Name one.
What you just said.
Exactly.
Great point.
I've seen on
I gotta
8chan
say,
that you're an organ harvester.
last
Okay,
night,
all right,
so
that's
that
enough.
eats up too much
That's
energy.
enough. Okay, let's take a vote. We are going to vote on
Shut
who we
up
want
my
to keep, not
appendix,
kick.
dude.
We got
Raj, can I piss?
no.
I'm raising my hand. Hey, Mr. Raj.
Go ahead and pee, Bob. Go ahead and vote for you want to keep, not kick.
Not on stream.
My appendix is gone, but I still have Jesus. Shout out Destiny.
Oh God.
Interesting.
Fucking. Yeah, Jesus.
Desi, would you rather? Casey Tron was not somebody you really liked competing against on this podcast.
It feels like Corona. They say that it affects 2.3
He hates
people.
satire.
Casey Tron is gone, and now like Clint and Bob have stepped up to take
He
over. I
can't.
guess.
He can't compute. He cannot compute satire, dude. He
I
just
am
literally
pretty.
all he wants to do is play with his fucking keyboard right
Hold
now.
on, I think Byron, I gotta turn your volume up. I think.
I'm pretty
Hey
confident.
Byron, you still in any short positions for Monday?
I only usually I close intraday, so on
I
Friday.
didn't even know you went short, Byron. I thought you
Goddamn
loved catching
demon.
falling knives. I thought that was like your whole thing.
No.
I feel like
No,
you've
I've
done
been
that a
trading.
lot.
I've been trading options and trading them away in the same day or the day after. On Friday, I had Spotify puts, and then during the day, I bought Intel puts when it was 49 for 34 cents. Closed at 45.83. It was 48 Intel put. Yeah, there's only 2 trades.
We got a bunch of people in our community holding over the weekend, even though I highly am against it. It's just we'll
yeah,
see
I don't like
Bloody-
doing that.
Bloody Monday again.
You can just play day by day.
That's what I've been doing. We're just in and out.
That's
Stock
better.
guy,
Yeah.
last time
like that.
last time I heard from somebody in your community, they lost $3,000.
Yeah, they were
Shout out
probably
Josh
being
Dinkin.
degenerate. Oh, that's
Well, there you
Josh.
go.
That's because Josh took Visa, made a crap load of money, and then held through earnings like a degenerate and lost it like he should have.
I don't know, man. You were telling him to hold on Visa, dude. I remember seeing
did
that
not.
stream.
Did not.
You said hold on Visa.
Oh, I
sir.
know what you're doing.
I'll pull up the
Nice
VOD
try.
right
Nice
now.
try.
You said hold on Visa, dude.
Go
and
do
it-
another line, you degenerate.
Another line. I wish I had a
Jesus.
line. I'm in a fucking underground bunker right now, dude.
Guys,
You're
vote.
in Indiana.
Chat,
Sorry,
chat. Vote in the
yes,
straw
whatever it
poll.
is.
Vote for who you
Okay,
want to
I-
keep,
Wow,
not
that was
kick.
incredibly rude.
Yeah,
that
I
was
just want to say,
incredibly rude.
Clint, I hope you're not doing either meth or coke or anything. Drugs are really bad. And
you,
you shouldn't, Stock Guy, you shouldn't say that I hope he does that because he probably will get addicted and die.
Thank you, Bob.
Because he lives in
Didn't
Indiana.
say he hoped. I just figured he probably was.
No, he's a demon. He's a known demon. Jesus has told me about him.
Oh,
He
God.
shorted the market again. He has fucked over the U.S. economy. He is a. I didn't even know how to
Clint,
put
you
into
have
words
to
how evil
explain
you
how
are.
a short position makes the market go
He
down.
doesn't know.
Or how someone's shorting.
Well, it's the standard demonization of anybody that plays derivative markets. It's just like, shorters and everybody. Like Elon Musk got on Twitter and did it. Everybody rallied behind it. Like,
Yeah. Shout out Destiny. He's so smart. So when Hilton and Boeing go under, like we won't look at this guy, right?
Hilton and Boeing are going under because they've lost like 50% of their fucking business in 2 weeks.
Why?
Because of the unprecedented. It's not because people are shorting their fucking stocks.
Really? Why don't you go back to the stock market and look, you dumb bitch? Shout out your
People short stocks because companies are doing bad. Companies doing bad
people
aren't caused by
short
people shorting
stocks
stocks.
because of this fucking mesmerizing.
You know why
chaos
Boeing's going
that's
down?
on.
Because no one's
Holy
flying.
shit.
Yes,
Like,
Clint, you're right.
Imagine you're sitting at an airport and there's no fucking customers there.
Imagine
God
this.
damn.
Shout out
no,
Jesus.
no.
Imagine the Holy Bible.
All right.
Imagine the Holy
Destiny,
Bible.
Destiny, you are choosing this round because Bob
Who's
seven.
the bottom two?
The bottom two is Will Neff and Clint 1717.
Yeah, kick me, kick me. Yes, kick me.
All
bitch.
right, Clint. Thank you so
Before
much.
that happens-
You've been removed from the show. Thank you, Clint. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
100%. Twitter.com/Josh Dinking, the guy that got fucked over by the stock guy.
Backslash?
Thank you very much, Clint. Take care.
I just want to say, now that we have a moment, I just, Pokimane, I went to the bathroom and it was great.
Okay.
Nice.
How are you? How are these comments making him win every fucking poll?
No, all you have to say is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Get it?
Yeah,
All
you
right,
do,
let's
my
move on
friend.
to the next topic. The next topic is
Well, why don't you do the Chinese?
yeah, I do. I want to do that. So let's talk
Because-
about the. I'm sorry, there's a lot of coronavirus topics here today, but it's
I mean, it's what's happening.
It's
It's
what's
the
everybody's
news.
on
It's
everybody's
the
mind.
news.
So I do want to talk about real quick here, briefly here, is calling the COVID-19 virus, aka as what Donald Trump has been calling it, the Chinese virus is what he's been calling it. Is that racist in your guys' eyes? Do you guys think that that is racist, or derogatory in any way, shape, or form?
Well, no, hold on. There's a big difference between derogatory and racist. Hold
Oh,
on.
sorry. Okay.
my God.
What's
No,
the?
don't give me that shit. No, don't. Oh my God, me.
It's not racist. It's just derogatory towards Chinese people. Like, oh my, what hairs are we splitting right now? This is like a microscopic level that.
No, I'm saying calling something, obviously it's completely bullshit. It's completely bullshit and horrible to call it China virus because now obviously you're going to incite panic in anybody who sees Chinese people. Obviously, but calling it that, I'm gonna be, if you're going to use the actual definition of racist, that's why I'm asking, are we using the actual definition or society's new definition? That's why I want to make sure I know.
Well, if we go by whatever actual definition means, the racist says prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race. Like,
yes, no, but I'm saying if we're doing technicalities here, because I don't want somebody coming at me and saying, well, technically it is, but technically he's calling it where it came from. I think it's horrible to call it that because I think it does cause, underlying effects and it's terrible to do it. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page of what we're actually calling real racism or just discrimination and causing fear and stroking that bullshit.
I actually,
I don't understand why we need to be so decide on what label to put on it. I think it's bad. Isn't it?
I agree with him.
That's why I'm asking. Is it derogatory? I 100% agree. Is it racist? Depending on how you define it. That's why I was asking to Raj.
That's the thing. I think that it is irresponsible to call it the Chinese virus just because it implies that it's a good thing, right? Because a lot of times when you add Chinese in front of something, it means that it's good. Like, for example, Chinese food, Chinese checkers, Chinese girlfriend.
God. Bob.
Chinese checkers is a good version, yeah.
Pokimane's laughing. That's physical attraction.
So Bob, you've been walking around.
Well, does anybody think that it is racist though? Does anybody think? Obviously, I think that we can all.
It's pretty goddamn xenophobic.
It depends on how you define racism. Okay, so the stock guy actually agree with his answer. It depends, I guess, on how you define racism particularly, but it's just dumb. You just shouldn't do it. There's no reason to. We have another way to refer to it. Like, this is causing harm to Chinese Americans, which is fucking stupid. Like,
yes, it is.
Can
Not
I ask,
just Chinese Americans, literally most Asians.
Yeah, any
friends-
Asian passing person is.
Yeah, I have friends in the
Asian
scene who have
passing?
told me that comments like that have led to them in the esports scene getting extremely racist comments.
Yeah.
Like, just the
Yeah.
trickle down effect goes very far.
That makes sense. And then you're generalizing 1.4 billion people based on the actions of just a few. Like, what actually happened? How did the coronavirus start? Someone ate some weird alien or a bat or something.
Is dispute?
Let's
Is that
not talk about it,
is
for sure.
is that the general consensus? That
No,
I
that-
don't think we have one yet. I think
it's
something
something-
about a wet
that's what
market
people
before
are
we really
talking
know.
about, yeah. But either way, no
it's
matter what it
pretty-
is, no matter what started it, you're generalizing one or a few Chinese people or one Chinese person. I mean, you're generalizing 1.4 billion Chinese people based on one or guy's actions. It's not good.
I mean, I could speak, again from personal experience. I have two Asian parents, and both of them have been discriminated against because of just Trump saying it like that. I've been out in public with them. People have been rude to them, and it's pretty messed up.
You have two Chinese parents?
Yeah, I'm adopted.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
I don't think.
So moving on.
Wait, is he being serious?
I have no idea.
Wait, what?
No.
Why would you think?
I don't
I'm
really
joking?
want to dive into it
He's
just in case he's
adopted a
not
joke?
being serious.
He's not being serious. I'll stake my Twitch career on it. Fuck it.
Okay, after the show, I will DM.
So the White House, hold on. The White House, and I'm going to bait you with this, Destiny, because I know the answer to it, but I know you're going to be outraged by this. The White House tweets on March 18, 2020, they say, Spanish flu, West Nile virus, Zika, Ebola, all named for places. Before the media's fake outrage, even CNN called it Chinese coronavirus. Those trying to divide us must stop rooting for America to fail and give Americans real info they need to get through the crisis.
I think there's two things that you look at in terms of the naming scheme. One is what is your intention, and two is what are the effects. It's pretty clear that like Trump is trying to hold China accountable for the virus. Like there's pictures that were released of him even crossing out the word corona and writing Chinese over it while he's giving speeches. So like it's pretty clear that he's trying to have like a confrontational effect by calling it the Chinese virus. Like, nobody's calling it like the Spanish flu to try to attack Spain or whatever over it.
No, but the reason, but hold on, but don't you know that they called it the Spanish flu not because it originated in Spain, but because it played better during wartime, because Spain was neutral during wartime. It didn't even originate in Spain.
Spain did a lot of research on it.
Yeah, they did a lot of the reporting on it initially. But regardless, even if what I'm saying did end up being true for the same, then I would say the same for that too. We shouldn't call it the Spanish flu.
Also, Raj, that was in 1918.
Oh, I know.
You
Stick
also
with
do
the
understand-
times, Raj.
The problem is that it has a bad impact and it has a bad intention. So why the fuck would we call it the Chinese virus?
I'll tell you why. This is exactly playing to what they want. It's an election year where the sitting president has an economic crisis and a pandemic crisis going on. And so they're going to do everything they can to deflect into someone else's fault.
True.
So that when the election comes up, you'll be like, well, we responded to what China did. This is all by a playbook. Okay, it doesn't matter who's the president. Anything they can do to deflect the crisis that is facing them in an election year is what they're going to do. It's exactly why he's doing it. That's the only reason he's doing it.
Can we all agree that the more openly racist Trump is, probably the better voter turnout he's going to get? I feel like that's just got to be the case. So the more that he leans into just blaming
I
the
don't think
Chinese-
racism drives even the Republican Party. I think there's a small subset of voters.
Hard
who'll do
disagree.
it, but I think that people will respond to economic incentives far more than they will just Trump being blatantly racist. Yeah, there's going to be some subset of Republicans that do, but not the moderates.
These are party lines. Whether somebody's racist or not racist, whatever color they are. Listen, everything is down party lines. It has nothing to do with. That's so disingenuous. And I'm sorry, but I hate when people do that, Bob. Oh, somebody votes for this person, they're automatically a racist.
Oh,
you know how many people I know that I grew up with around where everything about them was liberal and left leaning, but because they were against one issue, whether it was guns or abortion, they automatically voted for the other party. Don't start that crap, dude.
So what is your exact problem with it?
My exact
People
problem is
voted
saying that everybody who votes for somebody is because they're racist, and all racists are gonna vote for this guy because he stokes racism, dude. Come on with that.
So
shit, dude.
So you don't think Trump has like a pretty large racist, base?
What is your definition of large? 50%, 60%? Are there racists?
My definition is 100%.
Do I think that there are people that are racist for on the other side? Yes, absolutely.
He's trolling you 100%.
I know he's trolling.
No, Bob, I'd like you to respond without trolling because I do feel like you actually feel this way.
Up?
So
what's up?
What percentage of Trump's base do you feel is racist?
No, I mean, I do think that like the more ridiculous Trump gets to be, like the more support he's going to get. Like people that vote for Trump are like, yeah, he says it like it is, which just means like he's willing to be openly racist, of course. So yeah, Trump just gets to dunk on nerds.
But a real question is, see,
I just wait. Let me keep going. Like, all right, so I watched a little bit of Hassan, and I watched he was watching these late night fucking losers with their comedian stand up, and they're all doing the Trump impression.
Lose?
And the sad fact is like Trump is probably just funnier than the people critiquing him, which is a real big issue, right? So like Trump literally is a shit poster, right? Like if you look at his Twitter, he's shit posting pretty well, and I got to say that's probably getting his fan base to vote for him. And again, to make it clear, I really am very anti-Trump. I'm going to vote for Bernie from Newark. And
but it does bring an interesting question. So you would dispute Stock Guy. You would dispute the fact that Trump, by him doing this thing, by calling it the Chinese virus, that excite you. You would dispute the fact that excites his base.
No, I do not dispute that. I didn't realize that I was taking the bait with Bob there, so it wasn't even.
No. I mean, I'll interact as genuine as you want, like whatever you want to talk about. I genuinely think if he calls it the Chinese virus, he's going to get more support from his.
I agree, and that's inciting your base. I'm not disagreeing with you that at all. But for you to get out there and say, everybody who votes for a certain person or a large majority is racist, and it's.
Oh no. Okay, so here's the thing, like
is to incite that sector of their base. I think that's disingenuous for you to say it. I'm saying
I'm not someone that's going to like assign personal blame to the voters. Like the poor people that are dumb as fuck that are going to vote for Trump, like they're voting against their best interest. But I don't expect them to not do that, right? Like they're not informed voters. If they wanted to vote in the best interest, they would not be voting for Trump, but they are. And Trump's taking advantage of this. And we'll see what the result is going to be. I do think that Trump isn't going to win again. I think that Hillary was an amazingly bad candidate that really just made just. I'm pretty drunk.
What you drinking there, handsome?
I'm drinking some wine to get
with
my date later with
Sliker,
Pokimane.
go ahead.
I want to say something, okay? Obviously,
Here we go.
on the same path of the topic, you get me? But nothing to do with what these guys are saying. I want to say something because I'm a conspiracy theorist, okay? Listen to this and listen very carefully, okay? This disease, where does it normally happen? Huh? Where did swine flu come from? I don't know, but I'm sure it's from the east side. You get me? Why? How's that funny? Obviously not the western. It didn't come from the western. You get me?
Because if you're gonna base your entire argument on it, you should really be certain of the facts.
You guys want a fun fact?
Let me tell you something.
Wait. What do you mean by that? It didn't come from the western. What do you mean?
So the disease, they don't come from the west, like as in the first world countries. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So something to keep in mind here when we talk about diseases, like Western countries were absolutely fucking filthy. Old world versus new world, right? Like our countries, due to agriculture, were so fucking filthy that when we went and we saw the American Indians, when we came to like this continent, literally 95% of them fucking died because we were so fucking disgusting, right?
But listen to this. So throughout all these years in China, I'm sure for sure they've been eating bats. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. No.
I know.
Okay, I do apologize. I don't know. This is what I heard. And if they don't, I love the Chinese people. I ain't gonna. I don't mean to. Okay, but isn't that how I heard? That's what I heard. It started.
What's the general? What's the general? Obviously, we don't know exactly. One second. We'll find out where it started here. I don't think there's really a general consensus. It has been tossed around that it could have come from somebody that ate a bat in China, in Wuhan. That's like
all right. No, I think they're saying it came from a bat, and then it probably jumped from a bat to a different animal, and then that.
Okay, so that's what they're saying, I suppose.
So
we don't really know for certain yet.
Should we kill all bats to make sure this never happens again?
So that would destroy
all bats. There should be rewards to kill bats on site.
Okay.
Well, what Slicker's bringing up is also kind of important too, because a lot of people are under the assumption that like every Chinese person, it literally like runs outside and eats like fucking cats and bats and dogs.
Be careful on that.
I'm not saying that.
Right? I'm not saying that. Okay? But I got nothing. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, how come it only came out of nowhere from now? You get me? How come it only started now? I'm sure, like in the past, they, whatever other people are eating bats. So not even China. I'm sure there's other people.
Sliker. I
we don't know for a fact that that's why.
I have a question.
Where it came
from.
I'm just saying. However, it started. How come it only started now?
Okay.
How come it only starts? How come it only starts? Dude,
I'll respond.
Bob the Builder, chill.
But Bob, could you please give me a serious response here, Bob? This is a very serious topic, Bob.
Sliker is asking, why is it only happening now? So does that mean can anything new happen? Right? Can you just make that argument for anything? Just like, oh, why is it only happening now? Like, new things need to happen, Sliker.
Okay, huh? Good things, did he say?
New things need to happen.
Right. Okay,
You're saying, why did it just happen now?
Yes, but listen, medieval days.
You can make that argument about everything.
Medieval days, people used to do even worse things, okay? How come this disease only came right now?
Because of the way that we deal with waste, because of our animal husbandry practices, because of how many people there are, because of
and also diseases keep coming and going. What do you mean? Like, it's not just now. This is the first one ever, right?
We had SARS, we had
medieval times. We didn't have planes.
Mad cow disease. Let me say something, please.
Shout out Ebola.
Let me just say, because if I get to finish my point, then you guys have a stationary to complete. So let me say something. Islam's we've been labeled as something I don't want to say. We all know from 9/11. Okay, we listen to me.
Let him work through his thought before you go out.
Listen to me.
Let him work through his thought, Bob. That wasn't an invitation for you to interrupt him. It was an invitation for Sliker to finish his thought. Thank you,
Raj,
Sliker. Please
I'm sorry.
go ahead, Bob. Sliker, finish your thought. Bob, shut up.
Thank you. As you can see, with the countries, the main countries, they're trying to put us off. You get me? They're trying to say, look at these people. Now look, it came from China. Who's got beef with China? We already know. US. Okay, US and A. Okay, they want beef with China. They plant it. They came and planted the shit.
Listen, Sliker, this is not.
Listen.
Okay, Raj, great job.
What do you mean it's not? Listen, I'm saying something. They planted this, okay?
No, Sliker, I'll explain why this is not a road that we want to go down. It's not a road, especially during these serious times. It's not a road we want to go down to perpetuate.
No, but then when you come to it,
Sliker.
Now when people like I see,
but Sliker, trust me when I say this is not a road you want to go down.
I know.
This is not a road you want to go down.
On Twitter.
I know what you mean.
When coronavirus comes up, they say something about the Chinese people. That's what they say.
No, I know, but that's not the road you want to go down. And anybody in the chat saying, hold on, anybody in the chat saying "fuck you, Raj," then you're trying to walk Sliker right into what happened a year ago. Okay, I'm protecting him.
Wait, what happened a year ago?
Forget about it, Sliker. Don't worry about it.
What happened a year ago?
Sliker, one thing I would
go ahead.
Hey, you see the truth? They coming after us.
Hold on 1 second, Sliker. Let me DM you.
One thing I would bring up, you mentioned like the Muslim faith, like even in the tenets of your faith, you have don't eat pork. And the reason you have that is because of like ancient diseases bred by hoof animal, right? The same thing is true in the Judaic faith. So even religious tenets that go back thousands of years were made because of infectious diseases like corona.
Yeah, but at this stage where it's completely different, we're in it.
I have 2 points. I have 2 quick points for what you said. You were saying that in medieval times, how come there wasn't ever crazy viruses, whatever? Well, I mean, first of all, we had the bubonic plague, but ignore that. But you said that, but we didn't have the transportation we have nowadays for it to transfer all around the world, right? We don't have planes and stuff. Yeah, that's one. And then another thing is, if we planted the virus there, and now it's fucking our economy, which could be predicted by anybody, that if we plant some virus that spreads ridiculously and exponentially, that it'll eventually fuck us back. Why would we plant it?
Is that a question to me?
Yeah.
You were highly intellectual. My mind could not fluctuate. Is that the word? Fluctuate? But you see, listen to this. Okay, let me see it, please. Okay, Redful. I wish I could diabolic على الجديبي. Don't know what I'm saying, but my mind is dehydrated. I need some water. Be right back.
Get some water. Yeah.
I just want to include everybody. So I guess next up, let's hear from Pokimane.
Let's move on to the vote.
What are we talking about?
Let's move on to the vote. We're gonna vote.
Let's hear from Apollo. He hasn't been allowed to say anything.
It's not completely finished on my mum's life. I was trying to say that yes, you might be right about the planes and stuff, but what about swine flu? Huh? Where did that come from?
I think it came from.
Checkmate.
I think it.
Bird
It was for the H1N1 influenza virus referred to as swine flu was first detected in people in the United States in April 2009. The virus, which originally referred to as a swine flu because laboratory testing shown that its GON segments were similar to influenza viruses that were most. The CDC believes that this virus resulted from reassortment, a process through which 2 or more influenza viruses can swap genetic information by infecting a single human or animal host. When reassortment does occur, the virus that emerges will have some gene segments from each of the infecting parent viruses and may have different characteristics than either of the parental viruses. Just as children may exhibit unique characteristics, they are both like their parents. In this case, the reassortment appears most likely to have occurred between influenza viruses circulating in North American pig herds and Eurasian pig herds? Where's Eurasian? Where is that?
Well, they're dealing with it in Africa.
Europe and Asia.
Write that down, Twitch chat. That's going to show up on the test later.
Reassortment of influenza viruses can cause a. So it seems like from what I'm reading, it at least partially or mostly resulted from North America.
All diseases are American. You get me.
Anyway, let's go to a vote. I want to go to a vote. Let's vote on the.
I'm excited for a vote, and just remember, it's already set in stone. You're gonna see a top 3 of me, Destiny, Pokimane. I'm gonna defend her honor. I'm gonna be her knight in shiny armor. I'm gonna absolutely slay Destiny. Begging
Remember to keep
for
Apollo on the
mercy.
show. If you're not voting for me, that means you're also not voting for Apollo. Would you really look at him? Would you really
Vote. Keep not kick. Keep not kick.
His fate is in your
If you
hands.
did kick
Twitch
me, I
chat.
feel like I'm still on the show because.
Yeah, don't vote off Reckful. Reckful's a good guy. I got you, Reckful. I'll also protect you. You are second to Pokimane. If it came down to it, I would destroy you if it meant saving Pokimane. But as
Would
of
you
right
date
now,
me if
I'm-
there were no females on Earth? Would I
Yeah,
be
for
the
sure.
one? But
Yeah, because like
I give it to you though instead of you giving it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with
because
that.
I think that being lonely it's really awful, and
Yeah, I
keeping
agree.
each other company, it would be a really just truly amazing thing.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, brother.
Go ahead and vote. Hopefully you want to keep not kick.
Hey, Pokimane, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Mine too.
Why is your camera? Is it just for me, or is Poke's camera lower bitrate than everyone else's? You guys see
Yo,
that?
Pokimane.
Mine looks
Yeah,
fine
you're
to
super,
me.
super pixelated for me.
Pokimane, what do you think of
What do you think of me?
Who?
What do you think of
Bob?
Bob?
Yeah.
Memer. Big,
Is that a
big.
is that a
big
good
memer.
thing? Like, so say like, would you just want to be friends and just see what happens?
Do you think
Don't
maybe
know.
he's hiding?
Don't know who
his,
you are because you're a memer. I don't know what's behind the facade.
Are you afraid of me? Because
Not yet.
I have a lot of things going for me. You know, I'm the leader
Okay.
of men. I show that I am pre-selected. I'm the protector of loved ones. I show both ability and willingness to emote. I believe in a greater cause, and you know, I have a willingness to
ability
walk
and
away.
willingness to emote like you're an NPC.
You know who motivated him?
Most like you
Huh.
can say again. Who motivated?
Oh, do you know who motivated him to be like this, Pokimane?
No.
Give him a round of applause to corrections.
No, listen.
He saw corrections and he was like, damn, that guy don't show his face, so I'ma steal his content.
No, let me just say something.
Yes,
like,
Bobby.
Pokimane,
Stealing content. I see that. Hey, corrections, I got your back.
Pokimane, you know, you're obviously very beautiful, right? But beauty's common. That's not the reason that I'm into you. Like I could find if I go to LA, I could find any beautiful girl. It's just, you know, it's run of the mill. But what's really special is a great outlook, personality, energy. And you know, you have 2 out of 3, which is a pretty good start.
Which one am I missing?
I won't say, but you know, with a little progress, I think that you could hit them all.
Hey, Pokey, I know it's in poor taste to leak DMs, but I should tell you at this point that when Raj DM'd all of us other people being on this podcast, he said, you know, I'm going to introduce it like it is, the Raj Royale, but it's really just going to be the Raj Roulette, Pokey, and you guys.
Shocker! Oh,
I'm really feeling that, to be honest. And on the first round, the girl left. You guys aren't making this.
Yeah, she was just
like, you're
there to
making
throw
it a
you
bit
off.
too obvious.
Hold on, I could hold on. Let me shift it around real quick. Hold on.
The problem
I could,
is you're all just arguing.
I could
over each
literally,
other.
I could literally shift around the screen, and it almost looks like a Raj Roulette. Just as if you put Pokey in the top left-hand corner.
I want to say if this was Rajj, none of you
Can
guys
I
know.
choose host?
Yeah. Perfect. Yes, I think so. Why am I a robot? Echo.
Pokimane, I would give you a challenge. If you hung out with me for just 2 hours, okay? If we just, hung out, played some games together, and you truly weren't a fan of me, if you just didn't like me, I would give you every dollar that I have. Every dollar.
Pokey, go ahead.
Bob, you're funny, but don't overdo it.
Ooh.
Yeah, do you know what she's doing? She's trying to represent herself as higher value. So,
Bob, that's enough. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
You have to be a little bit You have to be a little bit careful because, if you show interest too soon.
Holy shit! Do you have a fear of silence? Do you ever shut up? Holy shit!
All right, the winner of the last round was Bob 7.
Can we vote me off next round? 'Cause this guy seems not going anywhere, but I can't take it
Get in
anymore.
line. You're behind me. I want do the
Destiny.
please.
I promise you.
Bob 7.
I see.
Remember this.
Bob 7. You must choose between the two lowest amount of voted people. It is Will Neff.
Destiny and who else?
It is Will Neff and the stock guy.
I just want to say, I see the future. It's going to feel so good when I absolutely destroy
Bob,
this.
can you please make a decision, please?
Rajj, shut the fuck. I'm going to make a decision. I just want to say, I'm going to savor every moment of just destroying.
Bob 7! Bob 3-7. 3 being your middle name. Make a fucking decision now.
Yeah, I'm going to pick stock guy because Will Neff just seems like a pretty cool guy.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Bob.
Thank you, Bob, again. Thank you. Appreciate it, Bob. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that stock guy, I think that he's a horrible guy. I think he is absolutely despicable, and I truly don't believe every word I'm saying. So have a good one, man. It was fun having your opinions. I have nothing else to say.
We like you, stock guy.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bob 3-7. Stock guy, thank you so much for coming. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
I don't want to shout me out. I want to shout out to all the medical professionals out there that busting their ass right now to get us through this. That's the only one I care about.
Yes.
Y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, stock guy.
Why are you calling everybody Bob?
Because you're
Because we
living
keep yelling
rent-free
at you.
in my mind, okay? Thank you, stock guy.
If you guys want to remember your performance today on the Rajj Royale, save the VOD because this motherfucker's getting deleted 100%.
Who? No.
why?
Listen, Rajj. Destiny. Rajj only
Bob's
deletes
debate
VODs
right
when he
now.
gets 15,000 viewers.
Rajj already tried to delete the VOD. I know he is. Don't worry.
I'll be honest with you. We are currently sitting at a 98%. It has to hit
VOD deletion.
VOD deletion. We are currently 3 to 4% below the threshold of deleting the VOD currently, right now.
Okay, so we should have Bob and Destiny debate right now.
Yes. No, wait. I just want to say, I want to save that for later, Reckful, because I'm going to expose him. And once I expose him, he's gonna cry like a baby. He's going to be saying, goo goo gaga, Mr. Rajj, help me. So I don't think we could do that right now.
Bro,
When about are you going to be doing that?
Again, I'm going to promise you the top 3, me, Pokimane, Destiny. I will then 1v1 Destiny. Pokimane, you can sit on the side. I'll deal with you in the final. We'll share the win. Don't worry. And when it comes down to that, I will absolutely destroy Destiny.
Okay.
Can we talk about something fun?
Yeah. Let's talk about. Hold on. Let me see if I have any fun topics in the portfolio here of topics. Let's see here. I want a positive topic, like something that just really it's a feel good topic. It makes you feel good. Let's see.
How about that? The New England Patriots finally fucking suck, dude.
That's a good topic. Hold on, I'm scrolling up through my topics here. I gotta find them here. Oh yes. Oh no, this is gonna cause some controversy.
Wait, Rajj, let's let the chat pick from a list of a group like 3 topics that you
Do
have.
it up then.
Well,
do 1, 2, 3.
or the chat could just suggest a topic, Reckful, and then we could see what they want to talk about. Let's see what they. They want to talk about. Let's see, simp. Oh, simp. Oh, the simp topic. That's more fun to talk about. Yes.
Basically, Bob 7.
No. Okay. Everybody who says simp is a sexist, and I'll tell you why. Because, okay, it stands for...
I think we've heard enough from you. Sliker.
Wow.
Thank you. Okay, so hold on. There's
not
a simp.
fooling me.
I have a simp topic. What's the simp topic? Where is it at?
It's your topic is...
Okay, here we go.
you know-
Over the past year, simp and incel have been thrown around a lot in the community. Are these? Do you think that these labels that are put on people like Bob harmful?
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
Bob, I have had enough of hearing your fucking voice. I'm gonna be honest with you. Shut up. Shut up, Bob.
Wait. I have a good topic. I have a good topic.
Go ahead, Pokimane. Everybody shut up.
Our topic should be Should Bob talk more or less?
That's a good topic.
All right,
Nim,
why
you
don't we
go
ask Bob
Nim.
first?
I'll go first. You going first? I'd like to talk on that simp topic.
Guess what? You know what
It
pisses
says-
me off, Bob? Is Bob, you have occupied, and everybody on the cast is completely pissed off and sick of you, but the chat keeps voting for you, and nobody can do a damn thing about it.
If you look at everybody's face, everybody is laughing. Everybody would want to hang out with me because I'm a cool guy. Everybody, I'm showing off. I am valuable. I'm funny. I'm charming.
Okay, all right, Bob.
Pokimane.
Thank you. Let's seriously. I seriously want to talk about it. Pokimane, you have had several people, everybody that praises you, including myself. I have suffered public execution by being called a simp. Okay, as I Pokey my queen tweets that I tweet perpetually on Twitter.
I love those.
Do you think that the term simp is a harmful term, or do you think it's more of a term of endearment these days?
I think it's a bit overused. I think it's just become one of those terms similar to white knight that people just want to label anyone in kind of a negative manner because they don't know what else the fuck to say.
Hell yeah.
Especially when they are enjoying something that the other individual does not enjoy. You know, what am I going to say? You shouldn't like this content? No, I'm going to say you're a fucking simp. That's it. Why? Because it's simpler, easier, and it just kind of sounds a little bit better. But it doesn't really mean much. It's similar to e-girl, similar to whatever else. It can be used positively or negatively. I have no more.
You guys ever see that website, egirl.gg? It's pretty cool.
What do you think of the term simp, Byron? What do you think?
Let me tell you something. There's one guy in chat named Lil Kaiju who said, "I love you, Rekful." Man.
What a fucking simp.
I have realized that anytime, if I want to respond to someone who happens to be female on Twitter about anything, that I get called a simp. And then I realized if I were female, that would not happen. I didn't like that. But then I realized...
That's what you looked at? That's how you twisted it?
My takeaway is nothing profound here, okay? I'm really stupid with this kind of stuff, right? So, what I was getting annoyed by...
No, wait, sorry to cut you off. What I'm saying is when that occurred to you, you didn't think, oh, if I was a girl, people would respond to people that are responding to me that manner. Instead, you said, oh, if I was a girl, this wouldn't happen to me, Squad W.
No, I wasn't Squad W. Actually, I was considering, so I was on mushrooms at the time, and I was thinking, what if I sex changed and I were female? And then I'm female.
And then no one would want to fucking talk to you because they'd be called a simp.
But then I was thinking people would know that I'm a female. The type of tranny I would be would probably be less.
Whoa,
Don't say
not a
that
great
word.
phrase.
Wait, don't say that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
God.
don't use the word.
That's a derogatory term. I didn't know that.
It's all good.
I know. It's fine. I know you didn't mean that, but just be careful with that.
It's not great.
I didn't know.
Something I've noticed a lot.
I was talking about
Say trans.
Yeah, say trans. Yeah.
Transsexual.
Trans. Okay.
Transgender.
Transgendered. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I don't feel good finishing my thought now. Someone else does.
I'm so sorry.
So I genuinely think that not only has the word simp created this meta that people are afraid to actually be nice to girls, but also the phrase in itself is just a little misogynistic, right? So it stands for suckers idolizing mediocre P word. I don't want to say that word because it's gross, right? And for example, take Pokimane. She's not mediocre, right? She's a goddess.
Bob.
I would say that she has goddess P word.
Bob, can you just lay off for just 1 second?
Oh, I see what you mean.
You got me, Pokimane.
Something
Give it a
I
thumbs
have
up so then Raj calms down. Just give me a thumbs up.
Give him the
Pokimane. Give me a thumbs up, Pokimane, please.
See, Bob, this is what I'm telling you. You're just taking it too far.
Please give me a thumbs up right now. I will actually die.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, she's giving you the communist from Gladiator, dude.
Ooh.
I like that.
What do you think, Pokey? What do you
That's
think of like
power.
people that simp though? Like, what do you think of them?
How are you simping?
Well, like, okay, like,
Give me an
like,
example. Give me
like,
an example.
I always like. I'll give you an example. Like in the chat, there's somebody right now as I look. Pokey, my goddess. Thank egg, hard eyes. Pokey W. Pokey, my goddess.
Yeah, Pokey. They actually do that to all of us.
Okay, but they're they're definitely fucking trolling. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you. Coming
Wait,
from an
I have a hot take.
Okay, I want to hear it. Let's hear it.
Simping only became a bad thing in our industry once it was done towards women. But there have been simps towards all your favorite streamers and yes men and whatever else the hell for many, many years. That's what the heck devoted fans are.
I agree with you, actually.
I do agree, but I think that the okay, so let's say a simp for me, or I guess the P would stand for penis then. A simp for me would go from maybe 8 out of 10 devotion of simpitude. Simpitude. But then a simp for you, they go off the chart. You know, they're like at a 13, 14 out of 10. You know, they're like.
I do think that the potential of added romantic interest when you're a fan of someone absolutely adds to it. However, the same thing happens with fangirls and guy streamers or fangirls and male artists, or perhaps if you're a homosexual and it's someone of the same gender. You know what I mean?
See, that's
so I
an example.
understand why it's a bit skewed for women, but I just want people to know that it happens all over the place.
So every streamer, guy or girl, they don't care. Like, they are going to create these parasocial relationships with their viewers because it's in their best interest. It makes them more money. None of you guys fucking actually care about viewers. You will create this dynamic where you actually will think like, oh, this is my friend. I'm friends with my viewer.
Bob. Do you believe me?
Obviously, it is worse with females because there, as Pokimane just said, there's
Bob.
that dynamic of attraction, and because some girls, they give the girlfriend experience, and obviously that's harmful. I don't blame the girls.
Raj, can I say something?
Yeah, go Sliker. Go ahead, Sliker.
I've been trying to say something.
Yeah, can Sliker go and then Nym go? Can you go right after that, Nym?
Back in the days when me and John Zerka used to speak a lot, you used to mute us, but you don't mute Bob.
That's because I'm actually saying something of value, Sliker.
Okay,
there ain't no listen. Let me say anyway. Forget about that. Listen to this.
Sliker, hold on. Let me address what you just said because you came at me. I have since recognized when I used to moderate you and John Zerka that I was like fucking being way too TOS Andy, so I've pulled way back since then. Would you prefer me to go back to those times where I'm muting everybody and screaming most of the time?
That's bullshit. You didn't mute us because of that. You muted us because we spoke and overspoke other people.
Sliker,
No,
you would openly shit on females.
There's a compilation.
Or girls, whatever.
Listen, chill. Listen, there's a compilation on YouTube, okay, of Rajj angry, okay? I seen that shit, and every time you see Zerka muted,
because there's multiple people talking at the same time. If you want to talk over Bob, and anybody else wants to talk over Bob, I will shut Bob up very quickly. I've yelled at Bob multiple different times.
You've tried, but it don't work.
Okay.
I think we should do a system where you should raise your hand and Raj will call on you.
Anyway, listen to this.
Finish your topic, Sliker. Go ahead.
Listen to this.
Bob, shut up! Bob! Is that better, Sliker? Bob, shut up! There you go,
Raj,
Sliker. Bob, shut up! I love that. Bob, shut up! Go ahead, Sliker, please.
Should I put my hand down?
Yes.
I muted him. There you go, Sliker.
We already know you want to talk, Bob. You don't need to put your hand up.
Sliker, go ahead, please.
It's permanently up.
The simp meaning of this is the original OG version of simp, okay? You guys want to know the definition of simp? So basically, obviously not me. So, you want to see a simp as this. Chat, when they say queen, Poki's my queen, that's not simp, that's trolling or joking. Is Bob 7 a simp? Obviously not, because he's trolling. If he did mean it, however, statistically speaking, if he ended up trying his best to get the woman, then yes, that's a simp. However, if he ended up getting the woman, that's not a simp.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
This is just the numerical data, dude. These are the statistics.
I think he's just trying to say there's a lot of meme simping.
I don't want anyone to be kicked right now. This is a good cast.
Nym, go ahead, Nym.
Oh yeah, I didn't even have that much like good stuff to say. I was just frustrated because I never got to. I just wanted to say that I have noticed. I don't know if you guys agree, but sometimes when I get called a simp, I don't get called a simp from like something I've noticed difference is that I don't get called a simp from someone who's like, ugh, you should disregard this woman. You know, don't go for them. Instead, I'm being called a simp from someone who's worshiping the woman.
They're seeking.
Hell yeah.
And you're fucking hot. They're worried you're gonna get the girl, dude.
So simp on simp violence, dude.
That's why all of you guys are intimidated.
So next time you call yourself someone a simp, take a good hard look in the mirror. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
So Nym, that being
Simp
said,
recognize simp.
I will say this, but to Pokey's point, the same Nym, I'm going to extend on what you said. The same people that will call me a simp for saying Pokey my queen and everything will then turn around to their favorite male streamer and just gargle their entire balls and shaft. And then call me a simp for saying Pokey my queen when they will legitimately turn around and just fucking take all of it. You know what I'm talking? Like straight load to the face. And
Cock,
and,
yep.
and then they have the audacity to call me a simp. You know what I mean? Like that.
Audacity.
I have a
pisses me
question
off.
related to this.
The word sounds so silly. I don't even take offense to it.
So I'm not a streamer. All of you guys are. Would you feel that it's problematic if a viewer tunes into your stream for 8 hours a day? Would you consider that problematic?
Yeah.
Not if they're doing it like from the office, for example, and then on the commute
that's what I would
home.
say. If they're doing it from work.
Are they being
Depends.
productive otherwise or not?
Is it our jobs
Or are
though
they
to
jerking off
regulate
permanently?
that? I mean, like to regulate whether.
I don't
can't
think we
be-
can.
A lot of people
No,
also
it's
don't
not
remember
bad.
this because because we're all like in the fucking 2020s now, but like people talk about how toxic it is, how much time people spend in front of streamers, which is a lot. But people used to sit in front of television sets for like 6 hours a night too. Like that was
a lot of that was
definitely a
commercials,
thing.
like a third or a fourth. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely
Yeah.
a thing in the 90s and early 2000s. You know, people want to criticize how much people interact with online content. Cable TV was like that. People could spend fucking 10 hours sometimes, like watching fucking
Dude,
marathons
my
of
dad
shows or
used
just
to
whatever.
Yeah, my dad used to yell at me back when I was playing World of Warcraft to come and socialize, and he would be sitting at the TV instead.
Yeah.
Like, come join us at the TV. Freaking boomers.
Did you watch football?
Now, Bob, what would you do for a chance at a date with Pokimane?
I wouldn't do anything. It's up to her. If she wants to go on a date with me, that's up to her. I'm not going to go chasing her. That's not up to me.
You
Do
haven't
you
been
not think a girl could appreciate that for a bit though? Like you taking the
Because if
initiative
Pokimane doesn't want me,
face right now.
I'm just gonna get a like.
What did this turn into the Rochulette?
I told you it's been the
God
Roulette all
damn.
wrong. I already told you that.
Okay.
No, I really wanted to hear Bob's answer. Bob, seriously though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my answer
Please get
is
going.
that
Reckful, you can't say Bob seriously. He's not serious.
no, I'll answer.
No, Bob can be serious. Pokey,
yes.
watch. For you, he can.
Pokey, this is for you, okay?
Oh my
So,
god.
But before
The
you
real
go,
thing-
Bob, could I tell people to please
No,
come
you
stop?
can't.
Please stop spamming.
No, listen.
Stop
Everybody
s-
let Bob talk. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Bob,
but
stop
I
talking
need to address this. People keep coming into my Discord spamming Pokimane Queen, and the spam is getting a little excessive. So please, in my lobby, please stop spamming Pokimane Queen with hearts, please.
Keep doing it. Keep doing
All right,
it.
okay, all right. Continue, Bob, with what you were saying. Go ahead.
Thank you, Reckful. So the real answer, the honest answer, is that I wouldn't chase Pokimane. If she is attracted to me, she's going to show signs of it. If I show that I'm just chasing her, then I'm just no different than, all of her viewers saying Pokimane Queen, liking all of her Twitter posts. I'm just one of the masses. But, if I let her come to me, that's how something's going to happen. And I think over the course of the show, at first she's like, oh yeah, Bob's a memer. But I think over time, she's going to start to giggle at my joke. She's going to touch her hair. She's going to show physical signs of interest. And when it comes down to just us two, magic's going to happen.
When
I
she's
think I'm gonna go
in this
bald.
touching her hair kind of.
See, Pokimane, I'm bald, and you don't have any problem with this.
Bob, you remind me of those guys who are like, dude, I could pitch in the major league if I just had a chance to get up on that mound. I bet I could throw fucking 90, dude. I've just
man.
never tried, man.
Put me in, coach. See what happens.
Okay, let's take a vote here. We got to remove somebody from the podcast. I'm sorry, I know Reckful. This is a great cast of people, but unfortunately, somebody's got to go.
Don't worry, Reckful and Pokimane, I'll keep you guys safe. Guys, once you put me into first place, then vote for Pokimane and my boy.
They can only
Byron,
vote one
AKA
time.
Reckful.
They
I
can-
know, that's what I'm saying. Once you
playing the long
see
game,
that
Brian.
I'm in first, please then vote for in this order.
Is
Pokimane,
anybody
and
going to
once
challenge
Pokimane's safe,
Bob's monopoly
please
on the
then-
voters here? I mean, come on. Step up, somebody.
No,
Sliker,
who
step
was
up and
the
show
other
them who's
guy?
boss.
Let me tell you something. This is how it works.
Sliker,
okay, on
you're
the
fucking
Rajj-
toast, dude.
On the
Hey,
Rajj show, listen, this is how it works.
Yeah.
You be sarcastic, you manipulate the retweets. You know what I mean? You manipulate the kids. Because now everyone's quarantined. The kids finished. So all the kids at home watching, they're all voting. Fucking Bob.
Guys,
I
know
hate
Pokimane-
this.
Pokimane is second to last. Please.
I
vote
hate
for
this
Pokimane.
narrative. Hold on.
Vote for
I hate
Pokimane.
this narrative. Hold on. I hate this. Hold on. I hate this. I hate this narrative. Sliker, I hate this whole idea that the people that you dislike or like disown are all of a sudden they're children, okay? They're grown men. All these people watching are grown men and women. They're adults, and they watch
totally.
you.
I'll tell you what, it's-
And they
it's-
watch
it's
you
literally
too.
That Sliker feels threatened.
They watch
You know,
you
he came onto
too.
the show and he used to try.
As soon
He
as
actually used to try.
it's,
He would come on
you'd
and
like,
he'd be
oh,
like,
Bob, shut the
he would
fuck
take
up.
in the conversation,
Bob,
he'd
shut
get
the
him
fuck
some
up.
good ones.
Bob,
But
shut
now
up. I'm
Peter comes
talking.
in and he's like,
Bob,
people
shut
vote
the
for me 'cause
fuck
I have
up.
clout.
Bob,
And
you
he's fucking
stupid.
Listen.
Bob, shut
Bob,
up.
listen. I know what you're trying to do. It's funny. You're trying to farm the truths. Now, what you can see, ladies and gentlemen, scientifically speaking, Twitch metrics, this guy's stats are low as fuck. He's trying to throw it back up to start streaming. Smart tactic by this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Give this man a round of applause. Absolutely well played. I see. Seeing that is funny, but watch when he streams. We'll see how he streams. Bob, you be sarcastic, but you can't be sarcastic to yourself when no one joins your stream. Everyone gives himself a round of applause. Unfucking believable.
I'll respond.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna see some
Continue.
content shot, of
No.
course. So I've not streamed.
Listen. You try your best to farm the truths in the chat. When you say, "Oh, look at Sliker back in the days, see how he used to," and now he comes on because of the clout. When was the last time I came on the show? It's changed. No offense, I love Rajj, but Rajj is smart for it. But it's a bit different, you know. And I'll admit it.
Oh yes.
No.
Different.
No. Okay. Well, actually, that's bullshit. Yeah, I'm a bit different. But listen to this. Let me explain why. It's restricted in what I can say in the platform. But it's either, like I said before, you tell me which one do you want to do, Bob 7? Be the old me, swear the fuck out of everyone here, or be number 2, shut the fuck up. You tell me.
This is easy.
No. Tell me. Listen. Tell me. Answer the question. Don't fucking do a theory like Hassan. Tell me.
I want you to do 2 things, okay? I want you to try. I want you to actually try and be entertaining. And 2, I want you to just be respectful towards
so
everyone.
how? Okay,
if you can do that, then you're golden.
Listen. Okay, so you have to appeal towards the chat. At the moment, what you're doing, you're appealing towards the simps. Congratulations,
Okay.
you passed that.
Yes,
hold
honestly, okay. They should all be thankful because.
So tell me in what way? Tell me. Listen. In what way? Listen. You're right, and I respect it. It's funny.
You're right. Of course I'm right.
No. Listen. The only way to win this is if you go against everyone. So not even statistically.
That's not true, because I'm
That's
gonna keep
incorrect. Hypothetically, Ibn al-Gahba,
You guys are safe.
وجهك مثل طيز ابن الزمان. Listen to this. You hypothetically, you have been inspired from someone as well. And chat, listen. Who used to do 1v9s in the past? I took a break. I wanted to pass it on to someone below me, okay? And it went down
Sliker,
to this guy.
This is what I
okay?
don't understand.
So-
what you play into? It's human nature.
What is your point?
Hold on, Bob. Can I please talk? It is human
Yeah, Raj,
nature.
go ahead.
It is human
give
nature,
you
and
permission.
we're all guilty of this. To obsess about the past and act in a present time. Think of the past as being better than it actually was. You're referring to times on the Rajj show where we used to repeat the same goddamn King of the Hill, Twitch Tinder, reverse King of the Hill, blind King of the Hill, blind dating, double blind dating, back 2 half blind dating, partially blind dating. We had like all sorts of the same damn thing for 5 days a week over and over and over again. It actually wasn't that good. It actually wasn't that good. And it turns out when we came out with new shows like the Rajj Chiller, the Rajj Chillerette, and the Rajj Royale, and we changed the way we do things on the Rajj Royale, the numbers went up. So I don't understand why there's this obsession with the past and it was so much better in the past. You know who's guilty of this? Is RuneScape people in RuneScape, right? RuneScape players. We were guilty of this, but it wasn't as good as we thought. Like we initially we didn't want the Grand Exchange, but then we realized, holy shit, we actually need this fucking Grand Exchange. That's a prime example. We obsess over the past. Is it being better than it actually was?
Raj, you're putting Pokimane to sleep, dude. We gotta move on.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Not you, Raj.
Who is it, Bob?
No, it's
all
not.
right, Sliker.
Bob,
You
if
have gotten second place in the round.
Jeez!
Second place, Sliker. You must choose between
No. I
Nymn.
didn't vote last round.
Bob,
I didn't
excuse
vote.
me. Yes, you did.
No.
I didn't.
Who voted then?
No, I don't think he.
Destiny, I think.
Destiny voted Clint off.
Was that the last round?
Yes, Destiny voted Clint off. It's my turn.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Raj, you always fucked this up.
The last round was Stock Guy.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Fuck.
Thank you,
You're
Bob.
right,
That was
one-
Sliker.
Don't you ever step over me again, Bob. It'll be the last time you do it. Thank you. I know everything.
sure.
All right. You must choose, Sliker, between Nymn and Will Neff. Who's going to be eliminated from the show?
Who? No, wait, who?
Will Neff and Nymn. One of them must be eliminated from the show.
You know what? I want to pass it on to my little bitch, Bob 7. You are allowed, and you have my
Sliker, no,
permission.
it's your choice.
Raj,
I'll
this
choose.
is a difficult situation.
I know
it's
it
a
is.
very difficult situation.
So, I mean, it's just the case that, Nym's chilling. He has a lot of clout, right? His stream's very successful. And Will Neff, he's still on the come up, and he's a really charismatic guy, and he deserves more views. So
who do
I
you
would
think
keep
I
Will
should
Neff.
vote off? Who do you think I should vote?
I'll keep Will Neff because he deserves it. He
What?
deserves more
You'd
exposure.
vote who?
I would vote Nymn off because Will Neff deserves more exposure.
You know what? Listen, you've not learned well from me, kiddo. I have to vote off Neff. Unfortunately, Will, you've been voted off my friend. Listen, he's not learned from me. He's not learned from the master yet. Bob, you're getting there, but you're not there yet, okay? Unfortunately, listen. Will, unfortunately, brother, you are my friend.
Yeah.
There will be events like this. I will on my mom's life, listen, you know I love you both, okay? So I mean, I don't want to kick anyone out, but it's a decision. I don't even know, but listen, it's a decision of honor. You know, you have to be honored.
Sliker's smart because he knows chat sometimes likes to vote for the smaller creator at the end of the round, so he's trying to cut that opportunity off so that he can beat out anyone else.
Okay, so now let me say something. Now, Pokey's trying to come in. Wait, was that exposing?
Yeah, she just exposed you.
Right.
Pokimane, please sit up. This is going to ruin your posture. It's bad for your back. Please sit up for me.
Bob, I don't want to make you nervous, but if you just put your hand up a bit, you can actually touch your feet.
What?
Listen to this, Pokey.
Yeah.
Listen, Pokimane, all I gotta say is this. Smiley face emoji. That's
it.
Roasted.
That's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. All right,
Wow.
Will, thank you so much, Mr. Will. Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Guys, listen, thank you so much for having me. And I know it's a really tough time for everyone. So I'm glad I could get on and meme and laugh and entertain some people. I really appreciate it. I'll give the same kind of shout out that Stock Guy did. If you do have, any extra income at this point, if you are among the most wealthy people in the world, I would highly suggest going and donating to the CDC or something of the like, because
or Rajj.
Yeah.
No,
of
that's
course,
not.
dude.
God, now you ruined my Twitch Prime plug, Will. That was a horrible.
Yeah.
I was about to plug Twitch Prime. Now I can't plug it because no, I'm just kidding.
Dude.
No, Will, you're absolutely right. Continue with your public service announcement.
It's a really dark time. So go out there and spread positivity and do the best you can for everybody in need. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Will.
Have a
Will
good one,
Neff,
Will.
guys,
Nice to
go
meet
check
you.
him out. Will Neff.
Peace
Oh,
out.
I want to make this announcement now. Will Neff will be co-hosting a new show that'll be coming out here on Twitch with me. Details to come. It's an IRL show. It's coming out soon. Will Neff will be co-hosting it with me. It was supposed to come out in April, but unfortunately we had to delay things due to coronavirus. I've talked about this show a little bit, but we won't talk about it too much now. Will, thank you so much, Will.
Have a good one, buddy.
Bye, Will.
Adios.
All right, let's move on real quick. The rounds, as you know, Wreckful, this is you haven't been on in a while. I'm going to tell you specifically, the rounds get progressively shorter, and they need to be shorter because Queen Pokey is falling asleep.
True.
She's falling asleep.
I have a slight problem.
Pokey,
Sorry, I'm here.
I have a question for. Have you seen the Hunger Games? Do you know how it ends?
What?
Have you seen the Hunger Games?
I saw it. I just don't remember.
All right, just we're gonna be the first ever duel.
Hold on, let me see how many people we got left. We got 2, 4, 6.
I already see it in Destiny's eyes. He's shaking in his boots. He knows that I'm about to absolutely destroy him.
I want to know.
Destroyed right now.
I just want to know of something that.
I'm saving it, Destiny. Once
I
it's
know,
top
but
three- once
I
it's
just
top
you
three,
know
I
what
will
really
then-
tilts me is the fact that Destiny's tilted over Bob, and he.
That's okay. Hey, listen. Hey, this ain't my show, Raj. Why the fuck do you care what the fuck I'm tilted
Because
about?
I care about you. Because I'm a friend of yours. Let's talk about
We're
E-Girl.
not friends anymore, okay?
What?
Talk to me after. We'll see if we can be friends.
Wait,
Be a
what?
host, okay?
Why aren't
Be
we
a host
friends
first
anymore?
And a friend second, okay? You have an obligation to the show and your audience. Okay?
I know,
You have an
but I care
obligation
about
to
you, Bob. Oh, fuck, I just called you Bob. I'm so sorry. I'm
Exactly.
so sorry.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Back
s-
to hosting your show.
All right.
Okay.
So
Can
let's
I
talk
say
about this.
something, Raj?
Let's
Will
talk
you
about.
accept-
Hold on. Let's talk about egirl.gg. What do you guys think of this new website that's come out? It's basically, if you're unfamiliar with it, seems to be like a marketplace for e-girls and e-guys to find for people to find people to play with, and they charge per game. As an example here, we have a picture of Bob Seven's EGG profile here that
I've used
that
it.
we
It's a good
found.
site.
We did some digging and we found some things here. Don't know where it came from exactly, but
It's a good deal. You could hire me for $2 a game.
so this is Bob Seven's EGG profile. Just to give you an example, you could. It's it lists the game that he's playing. I guess it's Hearthstone. It has a
Yeah,
nice
it was a
photo
Hearthstone
of him.
Pro.
It has a photo of him, and then it shows how much he is charging per game. And then it shows his schedule, the available times that he has, what his rank is, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
I was a Hearthstone Pro.
This
So like
reminds me of-
if you're looking to hire me, I will both I'll make you laugh. I'll teach you how to play the game. There's also an audio clip there that really get my viewers hooked if you want to hit the audio clip at the top.
Wait, there's an audio clip?
Yeah, you see 11.8 seconds.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Do you mind if
I've had a lot of sales because of that.
Is there anything creepy in this audio clip?
No. Why would I do anything?
All right, guys. I'm gonna link you guys in my Discord lobby. I'm gonna link you the egirl.gg profile so you guys can listen to the audio clip here.
You don't even trust me to play it.
No, I don't. There's the link right there for people on the cast. Right there. There's a link. Where's the audio clip?
What do you mean right there? Where?
It's in the lobby in my Discord lobby. People are still spamming Poki my queen in there. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's play it.
Hey there. What are you wearing?
What?
Your gamer outfit? Oh my. Well, take a seat. I'm ready to game.
Okay, Bob, I'm going to have to replay. Okay, hold on. Let's just...
Hey there. What are you wearing?
Okay, all right, Bob. But that's a... Does everybody listen to the clip?
No, I couldn't find it. I'm about to listen to it on the stream.
Oh, okay. All right. Has everybody heard it?
Are you a fucking simp? Like a genuine simp? Or...
$2 a game, can't beat that deal.
Anyway, let's move on. What do you guys think of this, Pokey? I think you scrolled through it earlier. How did you take it? What did you think of it?
You know, for something that's gotten so much attention in the gaming community, I actually feel like it's not used very much, considering the amount of people use and recommendation numbers, which is actually kind of surprising. I thought it would be more popular than it is, and it kind of makes me wonder why not many people use it. Because in theory, it seems like a good idea.
Or if I could pay $5 to play League of Legends with a girl, that means if you guys pay $5 and pay me $5, I will coach you to how to win this girl over, so you don't even have to pay her for the next game. The first line you should say to the girl is, "Hey, I'll pay for the first game. You pay for the next."
Pokey, have you considered making a profile for yourself? I know Chance had thought about making a profile for himself. Soda Poppin did. I was just wondering if any other streamers. Nymn, have you had an opportunity to make a profile?
I just don't want it. I don't want to put the idea
want to play no
out
games
there.
with me, Raj.
Nymn, so many people would fucking buy that. Actually,
for real,
if any streamer did it, so many people would buy that.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is actually just a rehash, way back in the day. I'm sure they do this for other games too, but I know in StarCraft we used to do coaching with people, and what every big streamer found was
People don't actually want you to coach them; they just want you to hang out.
Yeah, they just want to hang out with an hour or two, basically. You get these kids that are just wanting to shoot the shit and chat, and oh, well, will you 1v1 with me to train me or whatever? And it's yeah, sure, dude, I guess. And yeah, people would buy hours of lessons for you basically just to hang out. So I mean, this is basically the same concept.
I guess it would feel a bit. It would feel a bit awkward that people would pay money to hang out with me. I don't know how I feel about that. It feels really.
I mean, people already pay money to have a message displayed on your stream, right? Is it really that?
Exactly. You could either pay $700 to your second favorite e-girl just for her to
But it's also guys too. Guys
or you
are
could
on
pay
here too.
$5. You could pay $5 to get 30 minutes in a League of Legends game with your girl, and you just know if you carry her, you won't have to pay for the second.
But why?
I mean, escorts have been around for a long time. It's basically like escorts without the sex, right?
I just gotta say,
what you do in DMs later, I guess.
But
Destiny would not be able to carry a girl in League of Legends to get on her side.
There's gay.
I've seen his gameplay. It's not great. Anytime you want to 1v1 me in League of Legends, Destiny, I destroy you. I'm not impressed with your 2-7 Draven gameplay. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, it seems like So you're saying that this is kind of like an escort service for gaming?
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah, you're paying for a companion for some amount of time. Usually it's an idol or celebrity, I guess, in this case, or it could just be a random girl, whatever. But I think it's comparable to that, although we demonize the fuck out of sex services or whatever. So the comparison might upset some people, but yeah, you're paying for companionship for a little bit, basically, right?
And honestly, this is perfect attempts for incels, because a lot of times they are going to struggle going out in public and actually talking to girls, because the cold approach, it's scary, right? You're going to be scared going into a set, right? So if you could just pay $5 and have a girl for 30 minutes and just try out different things, see what works, what doesn't work, then you're going to have a much easier time.
I think this website, Bob, is for paying people to play games with you. I don't think it's a
yes, but Raj, you're looking at the base, right? You're looking at it as just what it is. What it really is, it's a tool for incels to practice talking to women.
I don't know
and
if
that's
that
why
is the case. I don't think that's the Bob.
every
Bob.
incel
Bob.
in the
Bob.
chat-
Bob. 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 Shut up.
I wonder. I
Raj, I have a
wonder.
question.
Bob, shut
how
up.
much?
Bob, thank
I
you.
wonder how much inbox management these girls have to do after like every finished sessions. They're gonna get like messages from these guys, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, I really enjoyed hanging out with you." And what
No,
are you
if
up to
you're
tomorrow?"
smart, for any of the girls that are doing this, if you're trying to like
Yep.
do this and make some decent money, you're gonna have a separate Discord account. You're gonna have a separate League account for doing this, and then you'll burn the accounts if people get really creepy about it. And then obviously you never reveal real name or real address or real contact info or any of that shit. Yeah.
So,
Raj,
genius.
Bob, shut up.
You have 40.
Oh,
no.
Destiny! It all makes sense now. He used to run one of these e-girl accounts back in the day.
I have always wanted to be some form of online pimp, dude. I could fucking make so much money doing it, but
That's misogynistic. Raj, I have a question for you. 43,000 people in the chat right now. How many incels do you think there is in your chat?
I don't know, Bob.
Conservatively.
I don't know, Bob.
Take a guess.
Why? Why?
Take a guess.
I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question.
You suck.
Thank you. So
I'd say 10,000, and I will help you all.
So, but there's also guys on this website too, right? So like
me?
Yeah, like Bob. Bob's on the website too. Sliker, what do you feel about this website?
So you pay, basically, you just pay to play with people like Bob. Is that it?
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
Or
I think it's for people that are desperate. I don't know. Fucking, if I said you're a whore, well, obviously I'm not. No, listen. Because that could imply for a male or a female. It doesn't matter.
Right. Okay.
Okay. If I say you're a whore to go on it and use it, is that TOS?
I mean,
it's not Twitch, so fuck it. Twitch will probably say, you know what?
Just
I
use a
respect
different
that.
word, I
So
guess. I
hey,
don't know.
listen. You are a fucking nincompoop to use it. There you go.
Honestly, I think that you could learn a lot, like especially if you're teaching people how to play games. I know Reckville's not here right now, but I am a Hearthstone professional, and I'm going to give a tip for free. If you have Cobalt Geomancer on the board, and if you have Pyroblast plus Frostbolt in the hand, go for it. You're going to win the game. Just shoot it at the face.
Okay, so we are going to vote here. The poll's going to come up. 2 people are going to be eliminated from the chat for the next 2 rounds because we started with too many people on the show. So,
I AFK'd for the whole round.
Reckville, you're safe. Honestly, okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening.
Bob, shut up.
Going to lose.
Bob,
Nymn's
shut
gonna
up.
lose.
Bob, shut up. Bob, shut up.
I'm going to go pee because I know I'm safe. Vote for me, you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. You're muted.
Say that to my face, not online, motherfucker.
Bob, you're muted. Thank you.
No,
Bob,
guys-
get out of here. You're muted.
And Bob's your uncle.
I had to
Does he have a
AFK
boner?
prepare for the long battle against Bob, guys.
Okay.
Dude, your room looks so serene, Byron. It looks really nice. I want to lie down in that bed.
You're invited, dude. I told you to come.
Fucking Corona. Yeah, I know. And then Corona.
I told you to come before it was too late.
Because of Corona.
You said you couldn't find your cat at Cat Hotel, right?
Yeah,
For
I
someone
had
to
some
take care of.
issues. No, I was literally planning on going end of March, and then.
I told some people that we're blood relatives, and I stuck with it, and they still believe it. That Ginny and Yugi, they still
Yeah.
think we're blood relatives for like weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, I showed pictures of us standing next to each other, 2015 in Germany.
Seed story.
And they're like, "Oh, you are? Yeah, it looks exactly the same." Yeah.
Fuck, the straw poll fucking crashed. Hold on.
Nah, it's not
Dude,
crushed for
you're
me.
popping off tonight, Raj. What's your secret?
I have no idea.
Raj, it's not crushed.
Everyone's stuck indoors. I heard 1 billion people are staying indoors tonight.
No, my
or
queen!
are told to.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, I mean, wait,
Vote,
that would
vote.
actually I'll be a sympathy.
wait a second. Raj, you saying that? Does that
Look at I thought.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fuck. Shit.
Oh no.
Influencing the votes.
Holy
God.
shit.
Oh no, it's gonna be a conspiracy.
Bob, your plan's falling apart, dude.
What do you mean he?
Oh, Bob's still muted, Raj.
Oh, Bob's muted? Where's Bob?
Like you couldn't tell.
Oh,
the
I
difference.
unmuted, sorry.
Am I unmuted now? Hey, Pokimane.
Hi.
Honestly, Pokimane, you know, sometimes I joke around, but I just think that we could just be good friends, you know? We could just be friends.
I don't know if that's an option.
You're
I
right.
don't know either.
We have to be lovers.
What?
You just said that couldn't be an option.
No, I know, but doesn't it necessarily mean that the other option is an option?
Oh.
Vote in the
I
poll.
might have to. If I
It's
stay,
okay if I'm bottom. I didn't sleep enough yesterday.
I know, I'm so
low
sorry.
energy.
I fucking.
I didn't see that coming, Bob.
Bob, you need to stop.
Okay, I take Pokimane. No joke, I take that one back. I don't like to sexualize girls.
Okay, can I get a new poll? I'll
Bob, you take a
I'll
sip
redo
of
the
your
poll
drink
because
after you say
it was
so.
said that I influenced the last one. Let's get a new one on here.
Crikey, Raj.
Wreckful, I promise this show could be fun.
What is on your other monitor, Destiny? I need to know. What is so interesting?
He's
there?
playing-
Not included. It's not that interesting, but almost
He's
anything.
playing
is more
these
interesting.
management games because he has addictions. Destiny, that's the type of guy he is. He's
Go ahead and
addicted to
vote.
these management.
I'm waiting to get off here so I can play some goddamn Doom Eternal. That's what the fuck I'm waiting for.
Destiny,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
should
go play
schedule.
Animal
I just want to say
Crossing.
you should schedule your next appointment with Dr. K because after today you're gonna need it, my man. After I absolutely destroy you morally.
Oh, I know you wrote that one
What are
down.
you
You've
gonna?
been waiting
What's
to
the
use
topic
it.
you're gonna be debating him in? I'm curious.
You think it's a debate? I'm just gonna explain the obvious in a way that people haven't even thought about it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a bit like you're gonna
Vote,
make an
chat,
argument.
vote.
Just about his personality.
I think there is underlying facts that people want to stay ignorant to, and I think that Destiny needs help, and I think that I potentially might be the person to help him.
Oh, is this gonna be like an intervention?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm curious, Pokey, can you explain Animal Crossing? I haven't played it.
Have you played Harvest Moon?
Vote, chat.
No.
Vote.
Stardew Valley?
Nope.
Any farming simulator, sort of?
Nope.
All right. So basically, you are on an island, and you start off with a small tent, and you can do things like plant trees. You can get fruit off trees and sell it. There's a guy that always buys your stuff, so anything you plant or harvest, you can sell, make money, upgrade your house, etc., etc. And then there are also neighbors, which are little animal NPCs that come and live on your island as you progress through the game, and it just further grows and develops. And it's just a nice, chill, relaxing game to play.
Okay. Let's
She
see
explained
here.
that very well. No
Yeah,
joke.
she starts
The
with a little
vote-
tent.
Yeah.
I think I got it. You collect things, you sell them, you make your tent bigger, then you make friends with
You
other
make a house. Yeah. And one last thing, like you can visit other people's islands, like your friends, and you can
Do you wanna
exchange
visit my
goods and
island?
also sell it. No,
I'll give you
you can just
Pokimane.
All right. Okay. So
I really like when
the
they play
poll.
hard
I'm going to
together.
close the poll here in about
Yeah.
15 seconds. So vote. Vote.
Byron and Byron, we're like the guys playing the violin now on the Titanic going down. It's been an honor.
Oh, are we at
my
the
friend.
bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's okay. We can go out together, Nim.
Okay.
No one else had.
Yeah, the poll is closed. At the bottom here, top is Bob, followed by Pokimane, Sliker, Destiny, Wreckful, and Nymn. You're at the bottom of the
Shouldn't
poll.
we? Does it need to be bottom 3 though? Because this has gone on pretty long, right? Like a lot of people.
Well, then if we do bottom 3, then okay. Wreckful, Nymn, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. The next round's only 5 minutes. Destiny, don't worry.
God.
Nymn,
Bye,
thank you so
everybody.
much. Nymn, go ahead and shout out your channel.
Twitch.tv/Nymn. Also, I'm Nymnian on social media. Thank you guys so much. Remember to wash your hands. It was fun tonight, Raj. It was really good. Good
Thank you
job.
very much,
Bye,
Nymn. Thank you. Bye,
Nymn.
Nymn.
Thank
Wreckful,
you.
thank you so
Sam.
much for joining us, Wreckful. Please go ahead and shout out your channel.
Bye.
Keep us out in the chat.
Thank you, Wreckful. Twitch.tv/Wreckful. Beautiful view,
Hey,
by the way.
Wreckful. I just want to let you know that I love you, man. I love you.
A lot?
I adore you, I would say.
Okay, thank
I
you,
think
Bob.
everybody remaining in here likes me, actually. So
I
that's
think
good.
we all liked you from the beginning.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Wreckful.
guys.
Have a
I'll
good
see you
one,
guys
Wreckful.
next
Stay
time.
safe.
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, Wreckful. You're always welcome on the show. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
chat.
Wreckful. Okay. All right,
Have a
let's
good one,
move
man.
it. This next round's
All right.
only 5
Yeah,
minutes
Raj,
long.
go.
Shut up, Bob. I don't want to hear from you for this round, okay? I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you at all, Bob.
I have a very important question. Can you just answer my question?
For me?
So how many people are you voting off the next round? Do I have to
2.
destroy Destiny now?
Two people.
All right, so
2
if
people.
I want Pokimane,
Okay, but you've already
Okay.
destroyed. What do you want
Yeah,
to
no, no.
destroy Destiny on?
Raj,
in
bring on the
particular?
goddamn topic and stop.
yes,
giving
yes,
me
yes.
the entire
I will
fucking
give you the
Raj.
topic. I will give you the
Go.
topic.
Okay, what's the topic?
Okay, ready, Destiny? So you consider yourself you consider yourself a happy, motivated guy, right?
Except when I'm playing League, yeah.
Yeah. So when I look into your eyes, I see what most people don't see. I see an emptiness, a sadness, a lack of fulfillment. And I know the reason why And I think
the
a lot
reason
of
why
Twitch
is
chat.
anytime you can see into my eyes is because I'm probably listening to you speak, and those are the times in my life when I feel the most hollow. So yes.
I'll keep going.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I'll
bro.
tell you why, which is, Twitch chat probably knows it too, is
Yeah.
because you confuse motivation with addiction. And you are addicted to two things in life. One being League of Legends and two being cooming. 1 year from now, when you look back, are you going to be happy like, oh yeah, I'm really proud of those 200 games that I went 2-7 on Draven? Is that something that you're actually proud of? When you treat these girls that you are just chain fucking, for lack of a better term, when you go from one to another, is this going to be something that you
chain
look
fucking
back?
anybody? Okay,
Is this
I
gonna
don't
be
like
something
that.
you
I don't
look
like the
back-
use of that word. Chain
Okay,
fucking.
I take it back. Are you going to look back and be like, oh yeah?
Are you going to stop talking, Bob? Or are you going to let him respond?
I am gonna be proud, Bob. You know why? I like going 2-7 on Draven. I have fun banning motherfuckers in my chat. I have fun feeding with my friend, and I have fun fucking girls. Is that a problem, Bob?
I don't believe you. I think that you're missing something
maybe
in
you
life.
should try either of those things sometime, and maybe you could talk to me about your personal experience in the future. We can go over it. We can compare notes and experiences. We can see who had more fun, and we could do that. How about that, Bob?
I mean, Destiny, I would 1v1 you in League of Legends anytime, and I don't think I could go 2-7. I don't think I could actually personally
That's right,
do
Bob,
that.
because after you go 0-1, you'll alt F4 the game faster than you've ever
All
alt
right.
F4'd. Faster than you've
Tomorrow,
ever alt
do
F4'd
you
a
wanna
DM
s-
box
do
with
you
a
wanna
girl that
set-
actually responds
I-
to you.
any-
Faster than you've
any-
alt F4'd any
Destiny,
fucking thing you've ever seen in your entire
any,
life,
any
Bob.
matchup, you could pick the matchup. I will play
Okay,
any matchup
we'll
with
do
you
it.
in League of
We
Legends,
will.
and I will fucking destroy you.
Okay,
do you know
we'll
why?
do it.
Because not
Yeah.
only are you off at the game, but
Yep.
you just don't even want to improve. You say, fuck the jungler, fuck the mid lane.
Oi,
You never
listen to
even
this. Have you guys
personal-
noticed
Are you,
something
sure
about
you
him?
didn't- are you sure you didn't buy Animal Crossing? Because you're farming so fucking hard right now. Holy
Dude,
Destiny.
Dude,
Okay, wait.
listen
You
to
consider
this.
Right,
Destiny.
this guy is like a
Destiny.
fucking.
Have you? Did you?
I feel like I'm watching a second Mizkif evolving like in real time, where you're like an amalgamation of everything you see like on chat and LSF, and it's just like coming out like as like
Destiny.
one coherent person.
Dude, have you been listening to
Sliker,
this
go
guy?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead and speak, Sliker.
First of all, he's saying that he wants to play against Destiny on League, and like before, he said that he wants to box me. Fuck me, this guy's desperate to fucking build his career on Twitch. Chill out, bro. Chill. If you want to, just say it. Holy shit, bro. This is so obvious. Why do you say that shit then, huh? Why do you fit? Look him smiling. You lost. Woo!
Sliker, I'll answer your question.
You lost! You lost! Shut up! You lost! You smiled! You broke character! You broke character! You
Could this
lost!
be the end of the reign of Bob 7? We'll see. We'll have to see in the voting.
I'll respond.
You're no Clint, Bob 7. I'm sorry.
Here's what's gonna happen. After both Sliker and Destiny lose here, I'm gonna whip on stream with Pokimane, and people are gonna love it.
You're gonna whip?
Whip?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on the stream. I'm gonna turn on the stream with Pokimane.
Oh, well, this isn't a Rajj Chillerette. Okay, this isn't a
Rajj.
This is a Rajj.
I just want you to keep your mind open.
Okay.
And
All right. So,
I just want to say,
All right.
you consider yourself this rational
We need
guy,
to
right?
vote. We
But
need
why
to
don't
vote.
Why don't you just apply this logic to League of Legends, right? Like, why don't you actually ever try and improve? All you do is just get more and more tilted.
so hard right now.
Destiny, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Genuinely tell me that you play to improve in League of Legends. Do you
I
just
play for fun, dog. I just play with my shit. I like
all right,
playing
well,
League.
I want to have fun absolutely destroying you in a 1v1.
Okay, here we go.
We'll do it after this stream.
The
Yeah,
straw
we want
poll
this,
is
sure.
in the chat, and you vote for who you want to keep, not kick. The bottom
We
two.
didn't even talk about anything.
I know.
Pokimane, we will talk when it's me.
Hold
and
on,
you.
Pokey,
Okay,
Pokey,
calm down.
Pokey. I'm
Just give
trying,
me a second.
Pokey.
I'm gonna deal with Sliker
Pokey.
and Destiny. If you are,
Pokey.
everybody in the chat, vote
You know
for-
what?
It's fine. I know
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Raj. If I go out, at least the man gets the host because it seems he's too desperate for it.
Hold on.
All right, congratulations. All right, that's
Oh,
it.
my name is
Congrats.
Sliker, and you know, I just.
Bro, what do you mean my name is Sliker? My name
I
is
can't
Bob,
be
and I
entertaining,
want to
so I'm
fucking
just
speak to
accusing him of
every.
being desperate.
I want to
you know?
speak to every
I
streamer
just-
and try my best to play with them. Okay,
I'm just
chill
gonna,
out,
I'm just
man.
gonna actually just shit talk.
Hold on, let's
women
talk about
and
a topic
just-
real quick.
You know, wait, hold on,
You know, goes
Hold
against
on.
everything that I actually said before.
Listen, let me
just
tell
go
you
and do
something. So
that.
you want to play against Destiny? What items do? Name me 3 items in League of Legends.
Doran's Blade, Trinity Force,
Okay.
Death Cap,
Okay.
Hourglass.
Now listen to this. What's your username on League of Legends?
It is NOSTAM.
NOS. Let me check your.
NOSTAM.
Yes, let me check this on op.gg.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I used to be.
Let me check your username on S. No. Tell me. Okay, say it now. What's it called?
NOSTAM.
Yeah.
I used to be
TIM,
Diamond 1 back
Nostim.
when that was the highest rank. but now I just carry e-girls. That's all.
Nothing.
I'm like gold.
That's level. It's a level 6 account.
Okay, all right. That's the end. We do have a topic we could talk about real quick because this is the last group topic. We'll talk.
I absolutely.
Excuse me, Bob. Would you shut your yapper? 1 second. Holy shit.
Raj,
Jesus.
I can do that. Just say please.
When
Raj,
we were
please say
casting
please.
for this show, and I brought up the fact that having Bob, Clint, and Wes in one fucking show was gonna be a headache, nobody believed me. God damn it. All right, so the question is, a couple weeks ago, Billie Eilish addressed body shaming in her concert by taking off her baggy clothes and showing off more of her body than usual. Is this hypocritical of her after bashing quote-unquote ugly men for being with quote-unquote pretty girls? And I believe I'm getting this information. These are these quotes from? Hold on, are these quotes?
That was really good
Billie
context, Raj.
Eilish.
You really
Hold on.
pulled people in
I just said. Hold on. I just said, Bob. Gave you the context. She was.
You should be hired as a newscaster.
Would you shut the fuck up, Bob? All right. So, what do you think? Is it hypocritical of her to do to take a stance against body shaming while at the same time, on the other hand, talking about how claw?
What? Why did you just scream claw?
Okay, wait. Is there a single person in here that's going to unironically make the argument that body shaming men is okay and that we should like body not shame women? Like obviously everyone here is going to say she shouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's take a
maybe not. Maybe someone wants to do the hot take that you can body shame men and not women.
I'll give the hot take.
Anybody besides Bob.
Okay, so absolutely derailing everything. I just wanted you to show that, you know, a lot of times Sliker and Destiny, they just come on and be quiet. So I just want you guys to be thankful that I actually got them engaged. You know, they're talking. They're a little bit triggered. Slicker's a little bit threatened by me. He knows that he's a little bit of a bitch.
The first time you appeared on the show, you weren't like this. You was quiet. But you know who else was on the show that also interrupted over people? My boy John Zerka. You've been influenced by a lot of fucking people. I've noticed that. A lot of people, Bob. You weren't like this at the start. You was a quiet, shy little bitch. Now you're talking over everyone.
Can you prove that?
Absolutely. Give him a round of fucking applause. Give him a round of fucking applause.
Okay.
Give him a fucking hell.
All right. We're gonna. I'm gonna put the poll in the chat. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Bob, I'm not gonna allow you to talk during the polling process again.
Me and Pokimane. Look at that smile. What a gorgeous smile. For real though, like I'm not.
Bob, shut up, man! Shut up! Shut up! You're pissing me off! God damn it!
I challenge you to a boxing.
Shut up!
Raj, you're linking the wrong poll again, really.
Boxing match.
Am I leaking the wrong fucking poll? Because you gave me the fucking wrong poll! Damn it!
That looks right.
Me and Pokimane on our way to the top.
Shut the fuck up, Bob! Shut up! God, you're so fucking annoying! I'm gonna. Oh! God, you're fucking pissing me off! Shut up!
Chill, Raj. Chill.
Hello,
that
my
outrage
man,
was
Babu.
sponsored by Displayed! Exclamation point displayed in the chat. All right, the poll is up.
If you guys didn't vote for Pokimane, I'm pissed.
You're not supposed to check the polls. It's cheating.
Yeah, you're ruining the drama.
I said if you didn't vote for Pokimane, I'm pissed. I don't know what the polls are. I assume it's me and you at the top. I don't even care if you're in first, Pokimane. That's okay with me.
Yes, the poll is right here. Go ahead and vote. The poll is up.
But yeah, Raj, if you want to box in 2 months, I will fight you.
I will.
2 months.
Live on Twitch.tv.
Bob.
So what do you work as? Yo, Bob, what
Bob,
do you work as?
Bob, I have so much anger right now. If the fight happened right now, I would destroy you. 100%.
I'd love to see it, Raj. I'd love to see
I would
it.
destroy you. You are nothing but skin and bones, Bob. I would destroy you. Bob.
What about this, Raj?
Bob, that is literally your rib cage.
By the way, I wore my artifact shirt today because it makes me feel confident because I know I will never fail as much as this game.
All right.
That joke will be for like 10 people in the chat, I think.
All right. The votes are in. 11,000 votes have been casted. And in the bottom two are Pokimane and Sliker getting eliminated from the show. I am so sorry. The final will be between Bob7 and Destiny. Bob, it didn't go the way you planned it, unfortunately. Pokey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Raj.
Yo, Pokey, anytime you want to hang out, just hit me up.
Shut up, Bob, please.
You know, I'll be honest with you boys.
Wait, Pokey, are you allowed to have people over at the house right now? Is anybody visiting to like eat or whatever? Ooh,
No.
Okay. Be careful, guys.
But we can hang out.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You know, I want to be honest.
We can play League together, and you'll actually win one.
Wow,
Yes,
thanks.
Yes. Pokemon, you
Bye,
play
guys.
mid lane, right?
Thank you. Twitch.tv/Pokimane.
Man, I'm real excited. I get to play League with Pokey later. Holy shit, Bob. how does it make you
Sliker, it's your turn now to vote or to shout
Vote.
yourself out. Thank you
Listen,
so much for
let me
coming.
Listen, at the start of the stream, you had Wes, Clint. Honest to God, these people are people you need to keep an eye out. You know, for me, when I go outside, Raj, I always try to keep an eye out for the police. We all know why, you know what I mean? So Wes and if Wes and Clint were police, they be the undercover police that would be, doing the drugs and shit. The dodgy police. Okay? So these people you need to seek out on. Am I muted? Hello?
No, you're not. Bob is.
Okay. So keep an eye out. At the start, it was shit having them two. After that, my mom, it was chill. At least I got to speak.
It was
Those
chill.
two, that fucking Burger King and fucking alcoholic Andy, it was too much. Anyway, yo, peace.
Thank you, Sliker. Thank you so much. 0161 twitch.tv/Sliker. Thank you. All right.
So
now the
we don't need
final
to
is
comment.
between Bob7 and Mr. Destiny. Here we go.
This one's going to be an easy one. So I just want to explain to Destiny's
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
I have a topic.
I'm not done explaining what's about to go down here.
Oh, why do you think that you deserve to win the Raj Royale?
As I was saying, Destiny, this round is going to be between the two of you.
Yeah.
And we will think of a topic here to discuss. And that topic will be, why do you think you deserve to win the Raj Royale podcast? All right. Okay, what was your topic, Bob?
Yeah, if you guys actually vote for him, all you're doing is telling him like, "Hey,
Okay.
Destiny, we're okay with you just streaming League 8 hours a day. We're okay with that."
This guy
If-
literally
you are catering.
Poll test every opinion you've ever had. Like you hear
Just-
that, like my
you know
audience is like I just had a 10,000 viewer massively
Yes, and it was
successful
good.
debate with a Nazi
Yes.
last night. And you know
Yes,
what?
yes,
I got another
awesome.
great debate with a conservative coming tomorrow. And you know what I'm doing tonight? I'm playing Doom Eternal with my good friend Lucas, Mr. Mooten. That's what we're doing after the stream. We're not doing League. So you're trying to win my audience over by threatening some League shit? Fuck League. I'm not playing that shit for at least a fucking week if I win this motherfucker, okay? You want to use League against me? Then I'll use League against you. If I win this Raj Royale, I will not load up the Rift for 7 goddamn days. I'll play the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'll play fucking Doom Eternal. We'll have fucking political debates, and I'll find any fucking thing to do besides playing League of Legends if I win, okay? There you go.
Honestly,
what do you got now?
I will respond to that with, I'm actually just okay with that because, I'll watch your content when you're not playing League. The stream last night when you dunked on the Nazi dude, that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So, honestly, I mean, I want to win. I want to destroy you. I think you were addicted to League. I think you're going to have a hard time holding up with your word. But if I'm here and I make it so that you actually don't,
If you've been
queue up
talking
League
for
of
like 30
Legends-
seconds, you haven't said anything? What, you gonna...
What?
I feel like you haven't said anything. Are you just repeating everything you just said? I feel like I'm the guy at the end of 8 Mile. What the fuck?
I just want to say, I was just saying that I think that's like, now I'm just content even if I lose. I do want to win, but
we should just
all
end it
your
there.
fans
You're
should be
content to
grateful
lose?
to me.
Yeah, let's just end
No,
it there. Yeah,
no,
my
no,
fans
no.
will be grateful to me. While I'm sitting back playing Doom Eternal, all of them will be like, "Oh yeah, Bob, he was that one
But
guy
here's the
that
thing.
fucking
Here's
lost
the problem.
on the
Destiny.
Raj Royale. He was one of the 11 losers on that show, and they'll all remember
Destiny.
your name. Okay?
Here's the problem. And even if you stop the league, you're not going to stop the cooming. And I just want to hear your take on this. So what are some reasons that you spend time with, say, Sushia or Emiya? Can you give me some insight?
First of all, I do not. First of all, I'm not going to out every single individual I have a sexual relationship with. I think that that's pretty inconsiderate, and rude. And secondly, I have friends that are girls that I don't coon, believe it or not. You should know a great deal about this because I'm sure you're
Can you
friends with
prove
some
it?
girls and you've never cooned with a girl ever at all before. So
Yeah, but I'm not an addict.
An addict of being friends with girls?
No, you were addicted to cooming.
I like to have sex. Is that a problem?
Yeah, but do you really respect these girls, Destiny?
Of course I do. I host them and everything. What do you mean?
Wow, you host them.
Yep,
so
I
it's
give
a
them
service.
hosts. They get subbed
Okay,
off
this
it.
sounds a little
It's
bit
good
like
trade.
prostitution.
Not prostitution
If you
at all.
let me,
That's just what
let's
friends
listen,
do with one
Raj.
another,
If you
okay?
let me
Because you know
coon,
what? I'm
I'll
friends
give you
with
a
all
host.
these people. I
I'll give you a
respect
host.
women. I love
I just
women
wanna
so
coon.
much. How
I
many
have
women
clout,
careers?
and I'm
Hey,
just gonna-
Bob, how many women careers have you built on Twitch? How many women have you helped? Have you reached down and given hosts to or shout outs to that you even haven't even cooned with? What do you think, Bob? How many?
Here's the thing. I don't abuse power dynamics. This is part of the reason because I actually don't have power and you have power, but you abuse your power dynamics.
Bob, that's a reckless.
You realize
that's a
that
reckless.
I mean, okay, we have to realize that when you are a popular figure, there's going to be a lot of girls wanting to have sex with you. And some of these girls, they're only going to be, say, 20. And 20 is really young when you compare it to Destiny.
Wait, hold on. I can't. This isn't me. If we're being super serious, I've had plenty of sexual relationships throughout the past decade, and not a single girl has ever come out and said that I've like taken advantage of them or done any weird shit.
Oh, no,
You realize
that's
this
not
is,
what I'm saying.
This never happened.
Bob, this is an incredibly
that is
incredibly
not what I'm
reckless.
saying at all.
I don't care.
Destiny.
Fucking go. I'll do this.
Destiny,
Topic all day. What the fuck? I'm super
you're
responsible
doing
by sexual
your
relationships.
classic slippery Steve with your debate
I'm not doing slippery
tactics.
shit for anything.
That was an
bud.
absolute straw man. Am I using
You're trying to
enough
fucking
buzzwords?
Weinstein
Am I
me here. What the
buzzwording?
fuck?
Weinstein? No, Destiny. I'm just saying that you should actually want to hang out with girls because of the personality. You know, you
I
should.
do. There's
wanna-
plenty of girls that I play games with that I have zero sexual relationship with. Of course. You've named some that you just assume that I fuck. I don't know if you think I fuck every single girl that I'm in the same fucking Discord call with. That's not how it works, right? You know that, right?
I would want you to prove that.
How can I prove that I haven't had sex with somebody?
DM me the pictures of it not happening.
Okay, I'll go ahead and
Closing
search
statements,
through my
gentlemen,
phone.
starting with Bob 7 and then Destiny.
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. I think that it's pretty obvious that Destiny has a problem. He's clearly addicted to both Cooming and League of Legends, and he's throwing out this false, like, oh, I'm going to stop playing League of Legends, but everybody knows it's not going to happen. Even if he abstains for a week, after that, he's going to go back to his usual habit. If he said, I'm not going to play League forever, then I would say, yeah, go ahead, vote for Destiny. If you could say right now that you will stop playing League forever, then I tell your fans, vote for you. But you're not going to do that. 1 week, who the fuck cares? It's just 1 week, right? We're going to be in quarantine for months. You need to improve your content, and doing that is stopping playing League of Legends. So I obviously deserve this win. Of course, I dunked on nerds like you. I'm also willing to help you through your addiction. I am a registered...
That's enough, Bob. Destiny, your turn.
You know what? I'm not going to play League for 1 week because you know what happens in 1 week? There's another Rajj Royale, and I might need that little bit of leverage to win the next one.
I'm gonna
including
fuck
this
you in
one,
next week, too.
I might actually need that. And you know what? There are actually some League streams that people like. Maybe in a week, maybe Pokimane, maybe Lily Pichu, maybe they'll want to play. You know what? My community can handle League in small doses. So you know what? Maybe I take a week break off from it. Hey, listen, you talk the whole show.
Take this.
Slow the fuck down, okay?
Oh.
Maybe I'll take a week off of League of Legends, okay? And I'll play some other games. I'll have some fun. Maybe next week I'll play a couple games with a couple good friends, of the stream that everybody likes. Or, you know, maybe in the next Rajj Royale, maybe we vote again to keep me off League. Maybe that's how it works. You know, if I truly am addicted, it's a 1 day at a time process. Nobody just gives it all up completely. It's a continual
Your
struggle.
ego is about
day
to be
after day
fucking
after day.
crushed, Destiny. When you lose this, your ego's going to be crushed. You're actually going to be trembling. You're going to be like, oh, I got to rethink everything. Maybe I should stop playing.
I don't
League.
have to rethink anything. You know what? This is a referendum on inceldom. I guess we're just going to find out how big the incel audience is here at Twitch. Maybe you
Listen,
win. Maybe
you
there are
think
more of
that
them out there than
you
I
think
thought.
that
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
I'm going to save the incels, Destiny. I'm going to actually teach them how to live fulfilling lives. I'm going to teach them how to attract women. Just how you saw when Pokimane was on here, she showed many indicators of interest.
You guys want to see how real Bob? You want to see how real Bob is? What are there? 40,000 people watching. Let's see how long Bob either A, continues to fulfill his ego requests, or B, raises the cost from $2 an hour. We'll see how real Bob is.
I won't change it
after
from
the
$2
show,
an
okay?
hour.
We'll see how many of those requests have you
I
fulfilled
promise.
so far, Bob? How many?
I
have you fulfilled?
promise.
How many have you done so far?
I've done 3, and all of them
Really?
have been
3?
live,
Wow. And how many have
working
signed
for-
up in the course of the show?
I don't know. I didn't check yet.
Yeah. Are
I'm
you going
doing
to do
the
them
show.
all? Are you going to pledge right now that you're going to fulfill all of those $2 requests at $2?
Yes, I pledge that I will do all of them at $2.
And what if they ask you to play League of Legends?
I will play League of Legends with them. I mean, I signed up for Hearthstone.
So in one corner we have the supposed accuser, the plaintiff, accusing me of being addicted to both gaming and League. And now for $2 a game, you're going to be grinding out League for the next 6 fucking months as these people sign up to your ego.
You think that many people? I promise you, there's gonna be no more than 3 people that sign up Destiny.
Only
no
3.
more than
You
3.
really think only at $2 an hour? You think only 3 people are going to sign? Well,
yes.
I guess we'll find out. I look forward to tuning into your stream to see if you're playing out all of those games that people sign up for. I'm real excited.
I'm a really good Hearthstone player. I was way better at Hearthstone than you were at StarCraft. You were
really?
pretty dog shit.
All right, hold on. What level legend? Wait, how high in legend did you get in Hearthstone?
I was a professional player. I hit rank 1 multiple times.
Wow.
You could look me up.
Okay, I don't professional.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hearthstone, I don't really, but yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the poll
Honestly,
is about to
I
be
made
released.
almost no money.
Gentlemen on the panel
It was
here.
dog shit.
Gentlemen on the
Destiny's
panel, Bob.
fucking slain, man.
Bob, I have a
Stand up.
Bob, sit down.
Okay.
Bob, since you have so much power and authority over the chat, I want to hear your best Twitch Prime shout out and see if it's really effective.
No.
What?
No.
What?
Wait, do you want me to do a Twitch Prime shout out?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, let's hear it, Destiny.
No, I'll do it.
Yeah, thank you, Destiny. Let's see what you got, Destiny.
All right, listen up, guys. If you've enjoyed the entertainment that you've been provided today, then you guys need to step up. If you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, you can actually subscribe at twitch.tv/Destiny for free.
What?
Twitch.tv/Destiny. You can go ahead and
No, don't listen to him.
7, man. I have 11 subs right now. 11. I haven't streamed in a year. Please sub to me. I'm poor, man.
All right.
Please.
Thank you for the 2 subscribers that just subscribed. I appreciate you all. In fact, I am giving them... Oh, wait, hold on. Before you go, there's a hype train. Oh, my God, it's a hype train. Let's just go. My God, get on board.
Yo, Destiny, I'll even 1v1 you with Draven because that's your champion.
Oh, my God, it's a hype train.
Any champion you want. You're dog shit.
We're almost...
And
already level 2!
What? Raj, extend the fucking timer. We're doing the vegan debate. We're doing the fucking vegan debate right now.
Hold on, wait, we're in a hype train. We're in a hype train, get in!
Destiny, you cannot just.
We're level 2! Use your Twitch Prime!
I get it. You don't care about animals, but what about the fucking planet, man? The beef industry is killing the planet, Destiny.
All right. To be
Go vegan!
All right.
To be clear, I'm not a vegan.
All right, let's take a vote here, chat. You're going to vote. Use your Twitch Prime subscriptions on the Raj Show. Would appreciate it. Oh, my God.
Raj, you want to have sex with me or like calling someone a cunt. And you lost to me.
Destiny, you're going to have to respond because he's...
obviously,
Destiny,
if
we're
you
going to
lost
vote...
to that, you will lose to me, Destiny.
Destiny, we are going to... Thank you for all the support and subs. Destiny, you're going to have to respond here because he's been occupying the airwaves and it's unfair.
That's pretty cringe, bro. That's all I got to say. That's pretty cringe, bro. You're reaching pretty hard. Do you want to talk about incest next? Do you want to go over more Kumi? What else?
Incest.
Okay. Are you like constantly refreshing LSF to find like topics to talk about?
I'll talk about incest. I'll talk about twincest.
Yeah.
I'll talk about anything.
All right. Let us go here.
Is it hotter when it's twins?
I'm going to put the straw poll here. Hold on one second. The straw poll's in the chat. Gentlemen, hands up. Do not look at the chat. Hands up. Do not look at the chat. All right?
Wait, what?
We're going to put the poll in. I don't want you guys to know the result of it, so I'll have to...
Can I go to the bathroom while you do that? Am I able to run over and do that?
I'm going to go ahead and do that.
All right, that means
Ladies and gentlemen, the poll is about to be distributed into the chat. You must vote for who you want to win the Raj Royale podcast.
If you
the winner of the Raj Royale podcast will win a host from me, yours truly, should they want it. All right? I'm putting the vote into the chat right now. We'll wait till Destiny returns. Bob, shut up.
Okay, I will shut up. And by doing that...
All right.
Am I muted? Raj, am I muted? Raj, am I muted?
Bob, shut up.
Raj, am I muted right now?
Bob, shut up.
If I win, I'm going to do a stream. And I'm going to reveal a plan that I've been working.
Jesus Christ. It's not fair, Bob. Destiny's not here. All right.
That's his fault for having to...
Corona ass.
Vote. This poll is incredibly close. Bob, do not look at the results. Nobody's allowed to look at the results. Oh, you're muted. Can somebody unmute Bob?
Am I muted?
Oh, you're not muted.
But yeah, I got a plan that I want to reveal to all of the Twitch community.
Okay, Bob.
All of them.
Bob is a
will
Twitch partner, by the way. I
benefit.
want to make that very clear.
Oh yeah, I'm partnered on Twitch.
All right.
And I will show you guys my plan if you guys vote. And if you don't, then that's the end of everything for me.
What? He meant career-wise, right, Bob? Is that what he meant?
I don't know what I meant. Well, I guess we'll have to find out.
The polling has been...
I have full confidence that Twitch chat will put their faith in me. I know that Destiny was speaking large. I know that Destiny was like, oh, I'm not gonna... You typed Bob at Bob7 at Bob7. Don't make it so
Bob, stop reading our
Oh,
DMs,
I'm
you
sorry,
fucking
I'm sorry,
idiot.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I
I'm
think
fucking
it's
muted.
botted.
What did I miss? What's going on?
Nothing.
Hey, Raj, why do you think that it's botted?
I did not say that in the chat.
I
I
really
literally
win by
said
that much?
at Bob7, don't make it so clarify, and then that's all I said because I'm not even gonna fucking type anything else because you keep reading my goddamn DMs. These polls have never been botted in the history of the Raj Show ever. Every time we've gone back to look to see whether they were botted or not, we found that it was not
Destiny,
true.
I'm looking at the poll and you fuck 30. How does that feel, you little short fuck?
Fuck. You see how far them short jokes get you.
I take it back. You are below average height, but that doesn't define you, right?
How tall are you? Raj can attest to this. I've met a surprising number of people in real life that are my height or shorter that seem to be
You
really
met me.
obsessed with making fun. Well, I don't remember. How
There
tall
was
were you?
we were on a couch together. You were really fucking high.
Then I probably
and
don't remember how tall you are or remember you at all.
I was. Do you remember? I was attracting women in the area. I was showing you how to pick up girls. Does that ring a bell? We were on a rooftop.
I
at
wasn't that
TwitchCon.
high. Just marijuana, no memory impairment, so I would have remembered that for sure.
You don't
Especially
remember-
an event that exceptional? Yeah.
You don't remember me showing you how to pick up women?
No, definitely.
I want to make it
I'd
clear.
be able to pick out the type of women you'd be attracted to.
Chat,
anyway.
before we announce the winner, if you want to join
was me
Discord
and-
Dudge.
You remember, you fucker? You were sitting there with Sue. That's her name, Sue. Sue, and you guys were smoking. You were like a fucking potato, dude. You were
Wait,
fucking out
you
of it.
came up and you intruded on me and my smoke sesh with my friend?
No,
You're
I
trying
had
to
my
tell me
arm
that you
around
were
a
picking
fucking
up-
babe, dude. I had a hot babe, a Twitch.tv babe, and I kept turning to you. I was like, "I'll show you how to pick her up, dude. I'm gonna do some classic pickup artist tactics, and it's gonna work." And then it worked.
All right, the claim we're gonna do a poll on Twitter as well.
Destiny, why are you lying to the audience right now? Why won't you just admit that you remember this? There's pictures of us together. Are you gonna lie right now? I'll expose you.
You seem like the kind of guy that would go to a party and ask like random girls to take pictures, and then you'd post it on like a personal Facebook that's like not like accessible publicly and say, "Look who I showed up at this party with." That's what you're coming off as right now. I'm not
Destiny.
gonna lie.
I just
You
want you
probably
to ask.
take pictures of like 10
Okay,
different girls.
we're gonna have a Joe
different
Biden
one.
moment.
You could
You
post
guys
like
remember
a different one like every
on
2
the-
months.
on the last
like, people
debate
would see you
stage-
coming in and out of a bathroom with different outfits every time. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, don't worry about it, dude. You'd be asking another girl for like a fucking photo or some shit for your Instagram like 2 months later.
On the last debate stage, we had Bernie ask Joe Biden the same question 3 times, and Joe
thinking
Biden lied
about
every single
politics.
time. So
What?
my question for you, Destiny, is: do you remember being on the rooftop with me with that girl?
I remember there being a lot of girls at that party.
Do you remember me? Do you remember me showing you how to pick up women? Do you honestly remember that?
I don't think if you repeat it more and more, it becomes true, my dude.
So you don't remember it? That's your honest answer.
Yeah, that's my honest answer.
Wow, what a fucking Weasley liar, dude. Okay, I just want to be fucking killed. Someone put me down. I deserve it. This stream was an absolute misery. If someone wants to kill me, I give you consent.
Bob, let's not go there, okay, Bob?
Uh-oh.
I take it back. Please don't kill me. I really want to
He
win.
meant in a video game. He meant in League.
He meant in a league. Yeah, come on, Bob. Let's not
Guys,
use
I
those
wanna
types
live.
of jokes on the Raj show.
I
Bob,
wanna live till an old age. I wanna have kids with a beautiful girl, like Pokimane.
Bob, thank you.
Did I win?
You know, Bob, you're the perfect example of somebody who doesn't walk the line, you abuse the line. You abuse the hell out of the line. The line's
Okay,
right
Raj,
there, and you stand
I disagree.
so close. You walk it so tightly. A little bit more tight than I
Raj,
really like.
I
I'm
always
completely
say, hey, line, do you consent to being abused? And line is always like, hey, do your
God,
worst, Bob.
Exactly.
So as long as I have consent, I'm good to go.
Oh, let's not.
Consent is very important, guys.
All right,
Never
the
steal
polls are
gifts.
consistent, guys. The polls are consistent across Twitter and Straw Poll. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Raj Royale podcast is, with 55% of the vote roughly on both Twitter and Straw Poll, consistent across both platforms, the winner of the Raj Royale podcast is... Sponsored by Displayed, exclamation point Displayed. By the way, in the chat right now, if you want to join the Discord, discord.gg/Raj. Join the press conference room right now in the Discord, discord.gg/Raj. We'll be answering all your questions, what you think of the show, feedback. You have an opportunity to tell me to my face on voice. Join the press conference room, discord.gg/Raj.
Hey, Destiny, win or lose, are you ready to get absolutely destroyed in a 1v1?
Yeah, when we play a week from now, because that's when I'll be able to play League next, yeah.
Perfect. I
Hopefully,
agree.
Join the press conference room in the Discord.
As long as you're still not working through your $2 bookings.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
The winner of the Raj Royale podcast is... Destiny! Congratulations! Destiny, you have won with 55% of the vote.
I'm leaving. Bye, Raj.
Are you going to stream?
Yes.
Okay, I'll host you. Destiny, thank you. Congratulations on your victory. I'll be hosting you. Thank you. Bob, unfortunately, you lost.
No, Raj, real quick. Raj.
Yeah.
Friend to friend. I hated every fucking moment I was on this shit-ass fucking podcast today, and I fucking hate you most of all as a human being, okay? You motherfucking piece of shit.
Thank you so much, Destiny. We'll see you next week, Destiny. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your time. Great. So nice. We have such a great friendship. Okay, Bob, unfortunately you lost. It's the end of the road for you, Bob. You made it very far, but you fell just short of defeating Destiny. People are going to...
My plan through doing all of this, as you know, Raj, I've been part of stream production for months now.
Yeah.
And Destiny started streaming League of Legends, and I told Raj, like, hey, can you put me on the show? I think I could actually get Destiny to stop playing League of Legends. And Raj was like, all right, go ahead, Bob. So here I am, and I did it. So to Destiny's community, you're welcome. And I guess I'm going to turn on my own stream and beg for money, because whenever I watch streamers, I think that's most of their content. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to go on. I'm just going to, for maybe 24 hours, I'm just going to beg for money. And that's what I've learned most from being here on this platform. Shout out Pokimane, Queen, shout out Wreckful, beautiful man. And shout out Twitch chat. Even though you guys didn't pick me to win, that's okay.
Thank you very much, Bob. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's
Also, yeah, I made a twitter.com/Bob7official, hashtag Zerka.
What? Twitter.com/Bob7official. Thank you. That's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you truly did.
Hey, Raj, did I do good? Will you pay me now?
Get out of here, Bob.
Raj, will you pay me now? I've been working on your show.
You have to talk to my lawyer, Bob. I don't know what you're talking
Raj,
about.
Please, I just want $5 a week.
Bob, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Bob. Get him out of here. Duck, how the hell did he get on here like that? Say that.
I don't know. The Discord's fucked. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Got him out of here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Doc, go ahead. Thank you so much, Doc. Where can they be recruited for the Raj show? Oh, before you do that, ladies and gentlemen, the next Raj show is Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Project Melody Raj Chillerette. Project Melody is the Raj Chillerette, Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We look forward to having her on the show.